looking for someone, that perfect girl, who can take our hand and help us see the world. But I'm a little unusual, because you see, I seek a different type of thrill from my romantic fantasy. And I must say, I'm looking your way, 'cause you seem to like me, baby, and you give me all the signs. There's just one activity on my mind. Do you wanna do nothing with me? 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 Do you wanna do something with me tonight? Oh, I'll put on my finest sweatpants and I'll order you pants. How we be living our dreams as our love grows. What an intimate occasion, you and me and HBO till morning light. So wrong yet so right. So say you want it, darling, 'cause you know I want it too. And there's just one thing that I wanna do. Do you wanna do nothing with me? Do you wanna do nothing with me?
Yo, yo, yo. How we doing? What's the best thing to do when you want more followers? Cheat. Use bots. No, but on a serious note, if you're talking on Twitch, I'd say followers are completely, like, irrelevant. That's the main thing I would say. Like, don't even think about follows. It does not matter. Like, you can see streamers with 1 million followers and 0 viewers. What you should not worry about is not followers. You should worry about, like, how many people are watching your stream each day. And I can answer that question, but that's a different thing. Okay, one sec. There we go. Yeah, who's streaming Stacey Jack? Is that Johnny? Let's do that. It's tied. I'd say Jack is a pretty big favorite in this, but Stacey is a very talented player. But I think it would be a very big upset if Jack lost here. I'd much rather watch this one. I'm getting a perfume ad. And a Pepsi. But yeah, like, if you want viewers, like, I'm assuming that's really what you're asking, Trillion. Then I'd say... Then I would say... like, at the start, you need to, like, think about how you can get, like, even a few people to come to your stream. And then you need to be talking a lot and, like, being entertaining or, like, bringing something to the viewer that makes them want to stay, right? Because if they don't stay, then you're not... no one's gonna watch, right? So you gotta kind of be talking even if no one's there. And then there are ways to, like, get viewers from other places, because there's no one really gonna come to your stream inherently from Twitch for the most part. Unless you really stand out, but yeah, you should, like, use other platforms, or for instance in Rocketleague you can, like, for instance run viewer tourneys or, like, playing with viewers and stuff like this, and you can get, like, some new viewers coming through like that because they want to play. Stuff like that in the beginning. Or, like, other creative ways you can think of that other people might not do that could bring in some new viewers, right? But yeah, stuff like that. And then if you, like, this is something you could do much better than I do, for instance, is, like, if you have a lot of creative content ideas and stuff like that, that's also going to be huge in the long run, as long as you stay consistent with that. Your imagination is your limit, brother.
Well, that all depends on, you know, how much interest there is.
Right.
There's been a lot of interest in ATR Cup.
And also, a lot of people in the actual tourneys, like, on the game, if you put your Twitch tag in the tournament name, they know you're live and then they'll click on your stream. And if you can make them stay for a little bit, then maybe you get yourself a viewer. Who knows? It's, yeah. You know. But yeah.
If people keep
It's the best advice I can give.
People keep watching, people keep
But like, yeah.
discussions going about the tournament, then yeah,
If you like are willing to put in a lot of effort,
into the start of the new season.
and like,
Right now, of course,
it's a lot more important to think about.
for an event
Like,
this.
just streaming is not enough, if that makes sense. It's like, I'm not spending my time the best if I want to grow my stream. That's just the truth, and I know that.
Yet to be fully announced.
Like, you should spend a lot more time thinking up, like, sort of good ideas for your stuff, in the sense of, like, if you create a lot of cool events and a lot of cool stuff is happening on your stream, more people are gonna show up for those things. And then you don't need to actually stream as that often. But the thing is, most people that stream just want to stream, and that's it. But that's not the best way to actually grow a stream. But like, that's the thing with me, right? Like, that's kind of what I do. I just stream and I have fun with it. But I know inherently it's not gonna be like growing the stream the most. You know, that's just the truth. And I understand that. So it's really up to you what your goals are and stuff like that too, right? Oh, what a save actually. Was not an easy save. Because that fake was very convincing. Jack lost game 1. Okay, I gotta get some of the other streams up here. 1 second.
Yeah, you can see Jack this whole time. Jack reverse challenging on a bounce dribble.
Let me just do that.
He's bringing his weight. Always a risky move. Reverse challenge is far more effective against ball carries. That's why
1
Jack
second,
tried to
guys.
time it when the ball was bouncing. Stizzy still saw him coming. Low 50 by Jack. Blocked by Stizzy. Double save by Stizzy.
Okay, Moxie came back in game 1.
I think this will be his game.
I can get up more of the streams later, but...
No rush.
Okay, Nas is winning.
Now, he
Okay,
has
1
to
second.
keep the ball
There we go.
back of the net. Air dribble bum. Stizzy's even gonna save that one, and that
Eraso has the best
game one
matchup.
win. Surely. I think Jack might be able to get it across the line. Okay, not quite.
There, I mean, there's a chance. I mean, this is pretty much impossible, but...
Stizzy survived for
There
so
is a
long.
way. Like, the thing here is Stacey has to be so dumb to let this happen.
Up in the air immediately here. So delayed kickoff.
Because you know Jack won't do a normal kickoff.
Kickoff. Really creative way to get the ball in the air. He's got to turn it
Yeah,
right.
that's a good job from Jack, but I...
Big boost
Yeah.
again. There it is though. Jack collects the big boost.
I kind of think Stacey didn't do the best job there stopping that.
Instead. And that's a pretty good solution to that.
Well played,
Start
Stacey.
going high above his
That was
head.
actually an insane goal, actually.
Forget
That
about
was a crazy goal.
rounds.
Look at that first touch.
Make it 9-6
Stacey is a monster.
and confirm the game win.
That's an impressive win. Still think Jack will win,
Against apparently Jack,
but we'll see. Okay.
but don't let that
I saw Gyuk was actually kind of...
don't let that
Had a pretty big lead, but he actually lost that game still.
myself and apparently
Which is
Jack
not good.
Rocketleague course coming out.
I'm not familiar with this player at all, but...
Lost that game.
I saw Nugget didn't try to qualify, and also Drali is not here, and I was very confused why Wavy is here.
Our upcoming Rocketleague course.
Does anyone know the answer to this? Why is Wavy here?
Again, sorry that he's lost that game.
Is he in EU or something? Why would he get to even play?
But
That's kind of my question.
hopefully
He's playing on ping, but the thing I'm confused by is
two about comeback.
why did he not have to play the why did he not have to play the
Did he save his own shot?
qualifier? He just got invited, but it's from NA. Isn't that weird?
Okay, he might be tilted. He might be tilted.
Ah, he couldn't play in NA.
This attack, which he will.
He
Jack's
couldn't play in
on
NA, but so he asked to play in EU. I guess that's what happened, right?
clean start to
Yeah,
game.
okay, that actually makes a lot of sense, because it was very weird and confusing, like, honestly.
In the description, of course, ATR sign-ups.
Like, because, think about it from Wavy's perspective too, it's like, in NA, he has a very, very good chance at winning, and that's a pretty good amount of money to win. I don't think so, Diary, actually, that's a weird logic. I mean, maybe, but I think the more likely option,
Not by the course after
you're kind of the one that said
goodness
it,
sake, Jack, you've really like plummeted our sales.
is, he probably couldn't play in NA tomorrow.
Here we go. This is
Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Like, he couldn't play tomorrow, so he asked if he could play today.
sponsored by thenextrank.com.
Like, he wasn't available to play tomorrow.
Challenge.
That seems like the most
Stizzy's
logical option.
flick there.
Like, he wasn't available, you know?
Sitting on the ball and
That makes a lot of sense if that's what happened, right? Yo, Pink Dog, stuck in traffic.
should you
I know that's not what you said, but you're the one that made me think of that.
YouTube video for you? You're welcome.
Because you said you can... Yeah,
That
you know what I
would be
mean?
Funny, but I don't want the entire qualifier to just start into people.
Because think about it, like, logically, he can earn $1,000 by playing NA.
It's not funny every time.
And he's not stupid, like, he understands his chances are better there.
You know, comedy factor.
For a couple of reasons, right? Like, the competition, but also the fact that he's playing on regular ping.
The crossbar for Stizzy.
Like he doesn't like seriously believe he'll win the European
Wants the demo.
thing on ping, surely.
Comes up with a boost seal.
That'd be crazy.
Demo does not land. Still thinking
Who's he
about
playing?
charging in.
He's playing Atao.
Isn't sure how much boost
He
this
can
will
beat
cost.
Atao, but it's gonna be really difficult on ping.
But Jack isn't 100%
Now, I do actually think Atao and Wavy are probably pretty comparable in 1v1.
to keep Jack from just lunging in. Another crossbar for Jack, another demo.
Never winning? You don't think so? I think he can.
Pepper the net
All
with
he has to do is beat DS. He won it last time, Diary. Wavy won it last time.
Jack trying to catch
He
him.
literally won it last time.
Did not work.
He literally won it. He beat DS. He reverse swept DS.
Undeterred.
Chronic is an insane 1v1 player, Diary.
Jack
Chronic is an insane 1v1 player.
Sizzy on the first try. Sizzy is recovering quickly, but Jack's gonna fake him out.
Like, how is that a bad thing?
Sizzy landed awkwardly on the goal.
I think Wavy is one of the best.
So it wouldn't
Yes, he
matter.
is.
Nice shot selection
Of
from
course,
Jack.
he's like got one of the best records in NA.
Preparing for a world challenge instead.
He's arguably like he is what got one of the best claims to #1, alongside DS and
For tonight's ATR Cup. Whoa, next is called already. That is.
I mean Appjack when he's there,
But Sizzy just forfeited.
and Daniel, but he doesn't
Way
play.
more than half the game to go. I'm pretty surprised by that. 5-0 is a pretty big scoreline, but
Like, I mean his track record is very good. Getting 4-0'd by Chronic is not bad. Because if they played again, he wouldn't normally get 4-0'd. Like that, he's not that outclassed at all. He can beat Chronic in a best of 7 for sure. I think you underrate Wavy a lot, actually. I think Wavy is currently one of the best NA 1v1 players. I think Wavy is probably top 5 NA. Like, who would be ahead of him in 1v1? Like, who would be ahead of him is Daniel, if he was active. Chronic, Jack, maybe First Killer. DS, who's not even an NA player.
Just around a year ago.
Like, not FK.
Okay, let's see if Jack
I'll be
can
honest,
work
I think if
on top.
FK is playing his game, he's beating Wavy.
Which also ended up being the end of last game. So Stizzy forfeited about 2 minutes in.
But I also do think,
No, he can't. Stizzy up 1.
yeah.
When we go see these community tournaments, so the prize money payout struggles in France.
I do think Beast Mode's probably top 10
It's less official.
in NA.
Sometimes have awkward payout issues with certain players because they want to, you know, make sure that they get their own personal tax
Right about there,
situations right
right?
before receiving prize money. Some of them, you know, take prize money through personal businesses and stuff. Some of them just take it as
Alpha Cap?
independent contractors. So it really depends on the situation.
Probably like top 20.
The issue with France is when
I don't know, like right outside of top 20.
money starts to become a little bit more awkward to distribute.
What do you think? I haven't thought about that enough, but just like that's my initial like thought, like between 20 and 30,
All in one smooth
something like that. I'm not sure.
post. This has been where Jack's
Jack, he would be like top
pretty much
3.
the entire series. Well, not the entire series, but a lot of the entire series. Jack has just been in Stizzy's back corners.
Like at absolute worst, you could say like top 5.
Committing, but just keeping the threats going. And if you guys tuned into the pre-match,
He's very good.
little look that we took at the practice lobby. Jack joined the practice lobby.
Nuggets? I mean, we're talking NA. Nuggets never played in NA. But I think if Nugget played in NA, he'd be... I mean, he's way better than Alpha Cap. Like, he'd absolutely destroy Alpha Cap.
Blue team boost pads away. He just made paths across the box, taking boost
But he's
pads.
worse than Jack, right?
And at the time it looked a bit...
Nugget's also weird, like, because, like, for instance, if you compare Jack and Nugget, Jack is way more consistent.
I really do.
Nugget is actually very good when he's playing good, but he doesn't always play that good.
Maybe you've had a chance to watch
So it's like a lot more inconsistency.
Farmer deny if that's the
So like
case.
Nugget's beaten like some insanely good 1v1 players, but other times he just doesn't play that good.
Missing the steal.
You know what I mean? So he's like very up and down. So it's a bit hard to rate Nugget in that sense, I think. But I'd put him, if he was in NA, probably
Oh, come on now. That would be completely unfair.
probably right around top 10.
Completely one-sided matchup. Surely we're going to need a 4th player. I mean,
That's what I'm
that would be
thinking.
ridiculous. Only 3 of us.
In NA.
We're going to need Rizzo as well. So Sizzy equalized. Looks like he has completely reset the mental after the 5-0 early FF in game 2. Early shot by Jack there, just
Psycho.
keeping Stizzy honest. Stizzy was
Who is Stizzy? He's one of the best players right now.
He's gonna need to think
Not
twice about
known for
doing
his
that again.
1v1, but yeah, insane player, for sure.
Jack again thinking about turning around for the early
Very, very good player.
man's land here. Has to be careful.
He's also Jack's new teammate,
He got a touch on the ball before
most likely.
land.
They teamed up for the most recent tourney that happened. Did he? He just own gold, oh my god.
He just put it off his own post. Well, he was in an awkward
I shouldn't have,
He really messed this one up.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Managed to put that off the inside of his own post. Of course, he wanted to put it back corner and take the boost and take possession. That is a huge move out of Sizzy. Can he remedy it with a ceiling shot to tie the game again? Yes, surely. Oh no, Jack's actually deflected it wide. What a save. It looked like Sizzy had found a way through there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, right? Like,
From deep, not
Nugget
answered.
literally
5
went...
Jack's starting to get some momentum.
Like, I think he won like 12 games in a row or something like that, but... Yeah, he swept
10 of the last 13
Nasty
goals.
as Nush back-to-back, yeah. Which is ridiculous.
Since the last game only amounted to about 2 minutes, that's a very one-sided passing play
But,
for
yeah. And then in the same thing, he... yeah. In these tournaments, for instance,
Try and
he's...
stabilize a little
Like,
bit.
he's good enough to qualify. I mean, he's qualified each time he's tried to play. And I think he'd probably do it again if he tried to qualify this time around.
He gets a hold of the ball, he just attacks once and
But he's a little outclassed in terms of consistency by these top ones players.
pressure for much longer periods of time.
Also think maybe somewhat like I said, sometimes Nugget plays really good, and I also think maybe a little bit underestimated. He's a little bit underestimated,
With the threat of a bump,
so I think people get caught off guard by him quite a bit.
he didn't even get a shot.
As well is another factor. It's not like they expect that sort of level coming from him,
Still apparently Jack
which if they played like, you know,
wasn't really a bad
one of the top
situation.
guys, they'd really expect that.
He's gonna be quite happy with how that panned out. Sizzy
Yeah, he beat you up.
doubled it off his own backboard.
Yeah.
Hasn't made contact that time, but Jack respected it. And Jack is just circling here.
And like last time, like both of the times he's lost, it's like fairly respectable losses, I'd say. Like close matches, like
Demo here, he did back
it's not bad against Rasiers, who's a really good player. Like not an S tier player, but a very good player. And who else did he lose to last time? He lost to Jack, maybe, or something? Was it Jack he lost to? I don't remember who he lost to last time. Ooh. Yo, Silvers.
Not too many opportunities, but now he's got Jack on the run. Full pitch air dribble.
Nice shot.
The shot at the
Good
end of the
save.
ball's not good enough. Jack, recovery and shot. Will keep
Let me take
Sizzy
just
at bay,
a quick
sets
look
up
around.
yet another boost.
Jack is quite in control there. Moxie winning, but he dropped a game. Moxie is not comfortable at all here. He almost lost game 1, he's lost game 2.
Just taking his time.
Nas should have a comfortable win there. Oh, and who's the last watch partier?
50 seconds
CJ
left in the game.
or Hoodie?
Sizzy needs
Oh, they're both doing it. So Jory is winning, which is expected. Jory is very good.
he's letting Sizzy
Hoodie.
take the ball to him every time. Sizzy actually picked up the mid
Like,
there.
for an example, right?
That.
Jorius. I think if Jorius was in NA, he'd be like right, like around top 5.
Half flip.
Like seriously.
Again, so close, but so far for Sizzy.
But in Europe, he's not really that high.
Early flicks to remove any risk from the position. He's not giving
But he's very good though.
challenging,
Jorius had some really good
covering the immediate
performances, I think, in these tourneys as well.
Sizzy to call next. And since we are in the middle of a play, I will
And even when he's losing the series, he's like really hard to beat
jack up
for these players. I wouldn't be surprised if Jorius ended up winning one of these. I think he's got a shot at it.
Wilson
There's a lot of them.
Prime, Rw9. Sorry if I said that wrong. Thanks for the
But he's not a favorite.
is that a prime? That's a tier 1 as well. Thank you, man.
But he certainly is a player that can make it happen, I think, with an upset.
What's the score for
And FBI is a really good player.
Jory is
FBI is a very underrated player.
I might actually take a quick look.
He's really good at
Pretty
ones.
good casting the winner of that versus the winner of this.
He's currently playing Toxic very close.
Sorry, Jory's is up 2-0 in that series. We just had a quick look. That's on CJ's channel. So we will get another episode in apparently Jack versus
Yeah, Grandma gave up, I think, in that game we watched.
That'll be on my channel.
Yeah, Moxie won that. Moxie should have that now. But honestly, I'm not too... I've never really watched Gyuk play, but much. I've seen it, but very little. And he's playing very close. Moxie very close right now. Surprisingly close.
He won't feel like he's got chances. And the main thing
Oh,
for Stizzy is
oh,
he's
oh.
got to figure out a way to dispossess Jack without
Oh, Jack messed up. That was a free goal.
without
Jack was
getting
very scared of the
back.
demo.
Jack's bump threats have really
Really?
done numbers on Stizzy's possession game. Again, Stizzy just threatened on
I mean, I highly doubt he has 0 mechs, but
seems like nowhere is
I guess what
zero.
you're saying is like he has a very like traditional 1v1 style.
Gets another bump threat.
It's the way I read that.
Attempt, that one doesn't land, but Jack
You know what I mean? Like very 1v1 sort of plays.
if not control of the play, a pretty even position. Stizzy denies the floor double. Jack again looking for
Right,
the
right.
always threatening off the ball. And now air dribble. Flip reset from Jack.
It's very interesting with this sort of style of gameplay because this style tends to like not... Like this is that style that it doesn't translate very well usually to high level 3v3, for instance. But you can play super high level ones without necessarily doing many fancy things. If you got certain offensive tools and you can read the game very well, then you can do very well. He's really good at threes. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But it, you know, there's a difference in level. You know what I mean, Diary? Like he can play Moxie in an extremely close series, but can he like play 3v3 at that level, like sort of comparable level? I kind of doubt that, right? If that's his style. I haven't watched him play much, so I can't really speak on the matter. But you know what I mean? Like that style usually doesn't lead to that. You're bored? Well, welcome in. I will unbore you, hopefully. I need to grab some water though, I'm actually so thirsty. Don't have any. I'll just go do that real quick. His best placements is 2 wins in Swiss. Gotcha, yeah. Okay, be right back. Literally 30, like 20 seconds.
To be a part of his offensive package this week. Early turn by Stizzy. Jack's putting him on very low boost here though, and I think he knows it. Both players, not a lot of boost to their name. Jack's still able to generate a monstrous flick from almost no momentum. Traditional delayed flick. Absolutely rips it with a diagonal flip forwards. 1 goal lead again. Stizzy still competitive, but often trailing here. That's going to be a tough bounce for him to read. He gets bumped out of the position as well. Boost advantage for Stizzy, but Jack's path over small pads. Fakes the flick this time, and 50s it under. Phenomenal mix-up. Just like we talked about earlier, Jack's faking the flick one way, and then he's low 50ing the other way.
I think last week, for me, Jack was one of the best players in the tourney. The way he played, probably like the top 3 in that tourney in terms of performance. So if he can replicate the same, I think he'll have a good chance, for sure. Played very good.
He's got to be careful here. He has not pathed over too many small pads on his attack. Luckily for him, Jack could not catch him out of position in no man's land. Has Stizzy just wasted the possession though? Jack looking for the trip again. Stizzy, boost seal, bumped up onto the ceiling, down back onto the wall again though. Jack might be starting to overlook for those bumps a little bit.
It's a good demo. I might give Stizzy a chance back here.
How are the aerial mechanics looking though? Stizzy's not had much
That's a great challenge.
the aerial mechs we all
The only problem for Jack now is, yes, he challenged that very well and shut down the play, but he has 0 boost because of that dive. That's the problem, right? Now if Jack did the, like, let Stizzy come in and he made a good save closer to his net, now he would have a lot of boost and a greater chance at counterattacking, right? It's like, even though the chow was super good, like the result is actually that not the best because of the boost. That's just something to think about, right? Like the difference between... It would probably be harder to defend though, but if he defended it nearer his net, where he didn't have to use so much boost to dive, it would have been better for him, right? But he also might have gotten scored on if he tried that, so you never know.
Quick look back. Stizzy's actually got the better of him here though. Oh, missed the shot.
That's a great 50 for Jack. Oh, that's not easy to like hit that ball. When you come down the wall like that, you'll like get sucked into the floor. Who do I think wins? I'd say Nas. Like if I had to make a prediction.
So Stizzy going to air dribble. You feel like you need to go here. Reset.
Nas is my pick. I just think he is so good.
Resets in the ceiling in defense. Bump Stizzy out of the game. And
Stizzy's
oh my
dumb.
goodness, I mean, he literally bumped him out of the game. Stizzy's
He bumped him out of the game.
That last bump for Jack has completely ruined Stizzy. But Jack wants me to play for Stizzy. All right.
Yeah, I was about to say, is he telling Johnny to play?
Yeah, he's just getting destroyed. Watch this open.
Good job, Johnny. Oh, he's missed.
There it is.
Okay, let's hop into another one.
With 40 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Moxie got that one. Who do you think wins, Diary? Let me look at the bracket though,
Yep, pass to Jack. That's it.
and then I'll. Oh, that one's done. Okay, this is a close one.
He just rolls himself into the corner for a bit of style.
Just want to see the scoreline here. Toxic beat FBI. But yeah, Toxic also very underrated 1v1 player. But I think his downfall sort of is he's a little one-dimensional. But he is a very good ones player.
Does he start panicking now? Nice reset, nice recognition from Grammar as well. Saw him miss the boost and went straight away. 26 seconds.
You want Jack to win?
Joris wins kickoff.
Yeah, I think I want Jack to win as well. I'd like to see Jack or maybe even Ruas win. I think that could be fun too.
Gonna let Grammar shoot.
Because I think Ruas potentially might have like... If he is like smart, he might go back, look at the way he played last week and like sort of analyze it and understand sort of where he went wrong. Because I think Ruas has actually changed his style a ton compared to how he used to play. And it's not all for the better. Because I think he's played so much 2s and 3s. He's a lot less sort of... He's not as defensively minded, let's say. Like he's letting a lot of free goals coming into his net on counters. Which like typically he never did. How are you doing, DT? Great to see you, man. So I'm very curious to see if Ruas will...
Alright, yeah, you're all GC.
I'm curious to see if he's like realized this and changed
You're all just
like back a little bit. Just playing a bit
Fair
smarter.
enough, you're all better than me then.
I'll be interested to see that. So I think he's like he's definitely a player to look out for
Alright,
because he is definitely a player that can win the tourney as well. Okay, let me look at it. So Nas,
Up next.
I don't think anyone here can win. I think Jorius has like a tiny chance, but I don't think he'll win. Jack, I think, has a pretty solid chance. And then Moxie is one of the favorites. I think Nas and Moxie are the two favorites. Atau might have a chance, but he's just a bit too inconsistent in my opinion. Ruas has a chance, and I also think Vatira has a chance. Juicy, for me, is a little bit the same thing as Atau. Very good, he can beat anyone, but maybe a little too inconsistent to win it.
But I reckon I could do it again. I've been playing a little bit of Rocketleague recently.
That's kind of my opinion.
Champ 2, 2v2.
Your account got hacked? Could you not just get a new, like just
Grind it. Oh my
make a new
goodness,
email?
grind through the 3
But I guess you
ELO
got your account back.
One in chat if you have experienced Champ 3 ELO hell. I swear Champ 3 is harder than GC. Genuinely, it's harder. Those players never do what they're trying to do. Ever. Everything they try to do fails by a small amount or even a large amount, and that makes the game completely unreadable. Because I was playing Champ 2, Champ 3 by myself, I was like, I can't read the game. I think I've forgotten how to read the game here, because everything is, you know, not what I expect. But then I remembered, all I've been doing is playing like Rocketleague with CJ
Yep.
over the past month.
There's an interesting thing he's talking
I've gotta
about.
remember what it's like to play with.
Like, you guys might have heard me talk about this a lot. Like, oftentimes when I play ranked, I gotta remind myself, if I'm like slightly low rank, I really gotta remind myself, I gotta stop expecting the normal thing. Because that's how you lose. Is if you play for the normal outcome. Because people lower ranked than you are not gonna actually do what you expect. So you gotta play a bit safer. You know? But if you play with higher level players, it's gonna be easier to read, definitely, right? That's just the way it goes.
They do what I think they're trying to do. More often. Yeah, I think that's just every rank, to be honest. Every rank. Doesn't matter what rank you are. When
Yeah.
you play 200 MMR lower than the rank you're comfortable in, you can't read anything. The game just becomes completely unreadable. One in chat if that's true.
It's more like what I'm saying, Diary, is instead of like normally I'll try to like play ahead of the game. Like I'll position to where I think the play will end up a lot and stuff like this.
Bad session.
But if I'm playing lower rank, that's not worth it as much because it tends to not happen.
They down rank.
So what is better is to position more, like slightly more defensive, just slightly more defensive,
These idiots.
so you can cover more options.
They think that they
Does
must
that
be
make sense?
hell. They must be in the loser's queue.
It's like slow down a little bit and just position a little bit more safe. Don't like position aggressive and expect a certain thing.
Playing 1200 and then
Grandma's coming back, what though?
you're just like, oh, these players are trash.
Like that's kind of what I'm saying. I really gotta like remind myself to do that if I'm like at a low
You're
rank,
like, oh, I can read everything. This is
and it usually works out very well.
You respect those players a lot more, and therefore you kind of read them better.
Because I can get very tilted if I like keep like playing like that, like I normally would, you know.
That being said,
And it's just not working.
Saved by Grandma. He's scoring this. This is going to game 5 unless Joyous wakes up.
Yeah, Jorius is in trouble actually.
But yeah, if you're playing in a lower rank than what you're used to playing,
And
in,
Moxie
you
won. Yeah,
pretty much have
it's
to
only
go
this
with
one
the
left,
mindset
right?
of,
Unless FBI toxic.
carrying in defense.
Yeah, that one is done.
You're not if you're a higher rated player playing in a lower rank, it's illegal for you to be out of the game. Illegal. You should never, ever be out of the game. If your teammate is
Yeah.
1v2 defending,
That's also a good point. You don't want to overextend it anyway.
you can't complain.
You cannot let your teammate defend for you when you're
Say that, it
upfield.
doesn't matter.
Like you just cannot do that. That's also
the
true.
mindset I think you've got to have when you're playing in a lower rank.
You have to always recover, and you have to never go for like a play where you can't recover.
Anyway, so
Because you need to be the one always covering
you're
everything.
able to score. If you're playing in a lower rank, you should be able to
Unless you are so good that you can literally just carry, which most people cannot do that.
You should have go-to moves that you can just.
You know, like if you're a pro player or something, you can literally just chase and carry because you're so much better, like you're so good, you know? You can, because you're, yeah,
Play.
but that's different.
Some plays that you're just like, I can score that with this play. The majority of the time, you know? A few plays that complement each other. Air dribble bump is a good one. If you're good at flicks, that's a good one to go to. If you're good at flicks, you should also learn how to low 50 so you can switch between those two. If you're good at air dribble bumps, you should learn how to just like regular air dribble as well to complement your air dribble bumps.
Nice shot. Joris might come back.
You should always have some go-to plays that you can just pull out quickly and accurately and consistently. Yeah, ceiling. I know a lot of players will go to like a wall play, ceiling shot. That's a good one to have in your back pocket. If you're good at just regular ceiling shots, you should also get good at those ceiling shot like wave dashes, like we just saw from Joria's. Or did he do a reset wave dash?
Oh, he's getting scored on
You
here.
know, the low shot
Oh, no.
variation.
Grandma could have scored
You
that.
have like the high variation and the low variation.
That was a very soft touch.
Is there an ELO heaven? Oh, for sure. I'm sure we've all had those sessions where you feel like you can't lose. When you're in a losing
Nice shot.
session, an L session of Rocket League or any game, to be honest, it doesn't feel like any game is safe. You can be
No,
2-0
what
up,
happened?
3-0 up,
I have
you
no
still
idea,
feel like you're in
Diary.
danger. The other team score once and you're just like, you have that sinking feeling that they're gonna come back and win. It's hard to explain. But then when you've got the win streak going, you could be 3-0 down in a minute and you still think, we got play time. You score once, you're like, yeah, we're winning. Yeah. We scored one. We're down 3-1. 3 minutes left. Yeah, we're winning this. You just you know, you have a totally different mental sometimes.
Yeah, Joris lost here.
Most
From what I'm
peaks that
seeing,
you're
Joris
gonna
kind of
get
playing a little bit bad.
are most of the high peaks you get, and most of the low like
Who's playing
drops you
next?
reach
A lot
will
of
be
people.
straights.
A lot of people are playing at the same time.
You know, tiptoe your way to an MMR.
So Atao, Wavy, Ruas Tempo, Vatira, Juicy, and I think also this one will happen at the same time. Yeah. So we'll also wait. Yeah, this one Nas versus Toxic will also happen at the same time, and this one, which is
Numbers in any game
Appjack versus
have been
probably Jorius, but could be Grandma.
streaks.
And yeah, those are the ones.
This would be a big upset, actually. Hey, we're
Damn,
the winner of this
that's
game, Jack.
unfortunate.
We thought it was going to be Jaria's, but
I mean,
Grandma
I wouldn't take that
is winner of our sweep.
as fact, by the way, but That is very sad for him, obviously.
That was a one-sided game as well. Joris has got a...
But I'm just saying, like, the solution to something like that is usually not to quit with anything, right? But taking a break would make a lot of sense, right?
Starting off with the air dribble double.
If he doesn't want to play, that's fair, right? I'm just saying, like, you can say a lot of stuff when something like that happens that don't turn out to be true. You know what I mean?
That's a heavy touch. Joy is looking a bit untidy there.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
Very heavy touch. And look at what's happened afterwards.
Of course, take a break, right?
Give the ball away and get it back instead of just having the ball clean the whole time. And it's all.
He's got to deal with his own stuff. We'll see what happens. Nice touch.
Very air dribble outplay focus. So
Very good
far.
recovery. Kind of bumps off Joris's car for a quick recovery. It's a nice fake. Grandma's left here.
Pretty dead.
Actually was open for Joris,
Ooh, yeah, he's
but he didn't see it fast enough.
got very few options there. Very low bounce. He was kind of stuck on hook shot or fake. That's it. No option to pop the ball.
Oh, that's a nice setup, but
Wave dash reset by Joris.
slightly too far away from him.
I think it was a wave dash reset. Yeah, instant VODs should be enabled.
Oh,
good save.
very close. No goals here. Tense game. Nice jump. Well timed.
Alright.
Ooh.
Very tense game here. No goals.
Yo, Banjay, how are you doing?
This in 1v1 is rare.
Yeah, this is unusual.
Especially in a game 5, that means both players are
Nervous.
afraid to lose.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're both like really scared to like fully commit for an offensive play.
Neither player looking too clean in this last game.
That's a goal. Wow, great save actually.
That should be 1-0.
That's a goal. This should be a goal. Wow.
He had to shoot that.
He definitely could have scored.
Had a chance to slot in it, but he took too many touches.
With an early shot there.
That allowed Joris to get back. I think if he just ripped it on the first try, top bins, it was
Definitely.
no way Joris could get there. Oh.
Nice save. This a goal.
Well, that was pretty all in. Pretty all in by Grandma. I said they're both afraid to lose. That wasn't the play of a player who's afraid
Yeah.
to lose to go all in like that.
That is unfortunately life, right?
1-0.
Unpredictable and unfair.
What production value, by the way, from CJ changing?
But everything is like what you can make of it, I guess. Like
Couldn't be me.
at the end of the day, all humans go through different hardships, you know, throughout their lives. But yeah, it's tough. You beat him once or what?
Oh my goodness. What is going on? These guys were like, nah, 0-0 for half the game. No big deal. And now they're just like, I'm all in. I'm all in. And there you go. You can have a counterattack. 1-1. Like, they both played so scared for most of the game, and then they're like, okay, completely all in here. That was pretty close, though. They were both very close to scoring before getting counterattacked, so you can't really blame them too much. Oh my
Good
goodness, Joy
beat.
is actually challenged.
Should be a goal, right? No, he's back, he's back.
Here. Okay, he shoots it. I thought he was going to try and like pop that high and demo Joris.
Okay, possession, Grandma.
Joris little fake
Joris
challenge,
forces
and
him
boost
so he
grab
can't
from
grab
Grandma.
boost.
Grandma's still
So
got
he
it,
got
though.
a setup, but it's not a good setup.
He's
This
taking
is
that
not gonna
way too
work.
high. Wait. Oh my goodness. If Joris went for the boost, that was just a goal.
This
for
should be a
Grandma.
goal now. Grandma gave up the space. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's nice.
I
That's
mean,
the first
it's a nice shot, but I honestly think Grandma made such a big mistake there.
this game, where someone's just not all in while still putting a really good shot. on
Like, it's
target.
tough, of course, but I don't think, like, yeah, I don't think one of the best ones players would ever leave that ball to go back, even on low boost, because you're just getting scored on when you give that space up there. Unless the attacker completely messes up, you know?
Especially Joris should have dribbled the ball back.
Like, these players are just too good at attacking, no?
Ah, never mind. He scored it.
That's what I feel, at
Oh
least.
no, wait, can't get around it.
They're gonna capitalize on that.
Badly is he? What, does he want to be ahead by 2? Not much. He wants to seal the boost. Oh,
Ah,
you get punished. You
that
get
is-
punished for not trying to
They're
swing
playing
there.
such a nervous game, man.
Cross
Like,
box to seal the boost, and now he's demoed. Here comes Grandma. Flip reset bump, maybe.
oh, that's a
flip
nice
reset
goal too.
double.
It's a good goal. It's very tough to
Well, you know,
defend.
the positive gameplay got rewarded there. Jarius tried the reset, or tried the air dribble boost steal.
But yeah, Jorius like very scarily backed off of his play and like tried to air dribble into the corner, and then he just got demoed, and then it's just disaster.
Attacking gameplay being rewarded. Will he go for it again though? Yep,
Bang.
that's a shot.
Jorius might have
Oh
just gotten
my God,
reverse
this is a
swept.
huge upset. These are some great shots by Grandma.
Yeah, that is a very good shot.
He absolutely banged that.
If you see that from Jorius' perspective, it's kind of silly. For sure. Oh, I think he might have a goal here, though. It's a big chance. Oh, what will he do? Doesn't take the... Oh, that's a bad first touch. Yeah, Jorius just messed up a lot like this. Yeah, Jorius not played a good series at all.
No, no, it's not actually. Oh, it is. Okay.
There's a lot of moments like that.
Grandma's
I think he
actually
gave up
reverse
here.
sweeping him.
He might give up here.
Best of 5 reverse sweep. Grandma really leveling up here. This is a big game for him. Huge result for Grandma.
Could actually score here. Tough though, no angle really.
Okay, he's gonna try and slow play. I don't think he's got time.
GG.
I think he had to like ceiling double. It's the only fast play you could get.
Yeah.
Game over.
Jorius with a lot of bad first touches, I feel, and stuff like that.
Wow. So we're gonna be casting apparently Jack.
I wonder how he's playing when he's winning. But yeah, not a good performance there. Who's Grandma playing in the next one? Was it Jack? Yeah, he's gonna get beat. Jack was playing solid.
He does.
Nas versus Toxic. Which one do we want to watch? I gotta see. Nas Toxic is a pretty good one. Grandma Jack is one. Then we got Atau. I think I'll watch Atau Wavy. Because it's Vatira Juicy or Atau Wavy. Atau Wavy is kind of interesting. Because it's NAU. But Vatira Juicy might be the best match. What do you guys want to say? Atau Wavy or Vatira Juicy? What are we thinking?
Be a good idea. Even loses sight of
Atau Wavy? Who's casting that?
Farted, thanks for the brand new Prime. And Shinigami Pulsar, thanks.
Bruh. Bruh. Yeah, I know, it's just annoying. CJ. Is it live?
Someone needs to help that man out. Ladies, just gonna run 3 minutes of ads right now. I'm gonna grab yourself a drink, grab a glass of water. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna set this game up.
show that right
We're gonna
now.
be straight in.
Was it Fear that was live already?
On the North American champion in round
Why is it
one.
that this preview top corner is like only sometimes there when you get an ad?
I guess.
Two not going.
I guess it's when you get an ad at the start of a stream. Like when you click on it, you can't see, but if you get it midstream, you can see it. Is that how it works? I think the preview is a good function, but I think it should always give it to you. Like seriously. Why would it not always give you the preview? That's what I think. Yeah, we'll listen to CJ's stream because that's the one we're waiting for, and then we'll just hop around in the meanwhile. Yeah, Tempo, Danish player. Banjay said he thinks Tempo's the best Danish 1v1er, but still would be a massive upset here if he could beat Ruas. Because I mean, Ruas is one of the best players in the world, and you can see he's pretty good. Vatira Juicy over here. Goal for Tempo. I think Atau beats Wavy, especially with the ping advantage. I also don't know if Wavy's style necessarily is the best to play on high ping. Because he's not like a relentless attacker. Sort of more breaks you down and stuff like that, you know? I mean, I'd rather just watch one match at a time, Diary, right? But I'll just wait for the one to start. Is there any point? Yeah, I get that, but... Like, is there really any point, though? I'm not gonna do it. I mean, if it bothers you, I can just watch this until it starts. But I just like clicking back and forth. Yeah, I get it, I just can't be bothered typing, like, putting the streams in and shit. When I'm not even gonna use it, really. Because I'm just gonna watch single streams anyways. At the end of the day. Big flicker. Oski and Itachi are locked for next season as a team. Oh, what a flick. Oh, what a save. Ruas should have that boost though. That's actually a misplay from Ruas for sure. See, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about where I feel Ruas is like sort of... Like, look at him, like... he's like, thinks it's him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's good enough to do that. But he would never ever do that kind of thing in the past. And he had the tempo completely boost-starved. And he decided to take the ball all the way back for no reason. To go for that play. And now tempo is in a good position. You see what I mean? Like... I think Ruas is kind of cocky. In the way he just approaches 1v1. It almost feels like he kind of like plays in a way where it's like... He thinks he can just like bully people. I don't think he can when he plays the absolute best. I don't think it's possible to win like that. Because when he meets someone else that is equally as capable but they just don't do that, he's gonna be in trouble. Their most recent tryout was with Nas. Damn. Now that would actually be a really strong team. Oh. But seriously though, it's so weird seeing this from Ruas because he used to be like the most like fundamental sort of solid 1v1 player. But since he's played like so much 3s and 2s and stuff, he's totally changed how he plays. It is totally different. Yeah, makes sense, right? Like everyone's seeing how good he is, right? Like his like record is just like so crazy. In 1v1 in particular, and also just, yeah. It makes sense, right? That people are interested in him, because he's super talented. Like, people understand this. People are not stupid. But you see what I'm talking about with Ruas though, right? Like, he's like the way he's playing ones, it's like a complete chase fest. It's not at all, like, he's just like full speed, constant, like, hitting the ball around. It is so different.
Still got 5 minutes until our match starts, so...
Oh wow, it's so delayed. I mean, I'll just pause that then, and then we'll watch that one. Vatira's winning here. I think Vatira is a favorite over Juicy. Vatira is really good at ones.
Seems like there weren't a lot of angles.
Even though it seems people don't agree with that somehow, but he is extremely good.
Game 1.
Gonna be tough to take down for anyone.
Tempo, not a bad performance to start, but you're gonna need a bit more to get past the Titan. Yo, why is YouTube chat wilding out? Exclusively asking about.
But yeah, seems that match starts in a bit. Okay, been down finished. Watch this for a little bit, and then we'll go to the Rw9 one.
So good on defense, though. He never lets the ball just go over him. He's so good at hovering. Every single air dribble. Just reads the air dribble so well. Just keeps reading the offensive player. Here's another attempt from Juicy. Plays it high once more. Has a flip this time. It's going to be a little bit different. Tries to play a 50.
Just a little out of his reach there to actually set up the play. But yeah, could have scored there, but it's just he wants the clips now. He knows his one.
But Juicy manages to get a touch. Going right back in the air, straight to the ceiling. Vatira goes for a flip. Won't have enough, just gets a 50 instead. 30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, this one is over. Let's see if Rw9 is started. Back up.
By the YouTube chat,
Yeah.
finished off by a Twitch Prime.
Like, Rw9 is seriously playing some of the most aggressive 1v1 I've seen in a long time.
Steal.
And it's so weird.
Post back corner boost.
It's so weird.
And now has his opportunity to potentially capitalize on all this. Double reset shots. Puts it directly into Tempo. And Tempo should be able to save it.
Yeah,
Sorry, should
good
be
play
able to
there.
score it. As he zaps
It's just so weird because it's like so opposite of what he used to do
landing dash from the Dominus.
when he was like the most like one of the most dominant ones players.
Tempo so close.
But yeah, like with how Rw9 is playing though, like almost all of his goals are gonna just be counters. Like the goals he gives up.
Getting so much respect though.
It's just gonna be open nets.
In his attempt to get around him, keeps putting the ball too high. He's gonna do the same thing again.
Okay, Tempo just gave up a free goal here.
Rw9 was doing earlier, and what Tempo was doing.
Yeah, the dominance is so shit.
Rw9 was slamming the ball, no to the net, but then staying in control. This case, Tempo slam the back wall and lose control as he falls into the net. So Rw9 gonna get a bucket. Such powerful shots from the midfield from Rw9 when he has a chance.
He thinks he's Diaz.
Rw9 denied at ceiling height by Tempo. And there's a boost advantage for Tempo. Rw9 probably just going to pre-flip shoot this the way he's been playing.
I thought
before.
Rw9 would actually play a bit more
Boost
like
advantage,
controlled
but he seems to be
this
fine with
week.
this.
But that is not the case at all.
Heavy
He's
touches
playing
on
exactly the
the
same.
ball
I guess this is what we
and see where it takes
have
him.
to expect from him going forward. And I don't hate it, but it's just so weird because
Rw9 taking on the
like he literally thinks it's Diaz.
from the back wall. The reset shots will hit the ground and in.
But the thing is, when other players than Diaz try to go for this, they actually do it totally differently. Like this full field.
Tempo
Like Diaz has it like down to a science. It's like one perfect touch,
Rw9 had no
reset,
choice but to fail
goal.
this challenge.
He uses very little boost, Diaz. With the way he does it. It's like the same, it looks the same each time. But when other people do it, it's like a ton of touches. Touch, 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 and then it's used to pull your boost, and then when you by the time you shoot, you have no boost.
Rw9 double jump shots.
No, he's insane at it. He's definitely refined that play the most out of anyone in the entire world.
Doesn't seem to
There's no doubt about it. He's so good at that.
in on any first attempts. He's more than willing to see
Like from his back wall. The thing is too, as crazy as it is,
out with Tempo popping the ball up.
and this is crazy because I would normally never say this about any other player, but when Diaz goes for these back wall plays, it's not just for show, because it's actually way harder to defend that than when you set it up from the side wall.
Two at 220.
It is much harder. Because when are you gonna challenge him? There is like no good time to challenge him.
Off the side wall, another heavy first touch. One that
It's really crazy.
Eventually putting the ball over the
Like, you don't want to jump up to the back wall when he's up there. And when he's into the air, he's like pretty much already got the reset, you know? And if you jump, like, if you jump early, then he's just gonna hit it around him.
wants to, but he will not.
It's so weird. Like, it's so difficult to defend. Like, much more difficult than a one from the sidewall.
Easier to take this the length of the field. Rawas, reset shots is a goal.
It's kind of like this.
Tempo.
That Rowas just did there. It's like similar.
The control.
The effect. It's like really difficult to challenge. But the problem is, like, it's so almost impossible to do it, right? Like, for normal players, like
I thought you heard some
I can't do that ever, so like, why would I ever try it? But in theory, it's super difficult to defend if you can pull it off each time.
without the ball taking a bounce.
He is, there's no question about that.
Very few people
It's the way he does it, too. It's not, like, there's a lot of players that can, like, carry it across the pitch like that pretty easily,
downwards.
but it's the efficiency. It's like how little boost he uses, how efficient it is. Like, that's the thing that makes it so dangerous. Because usually when you go full field, you use up all your boost,
Free jump right in the moment that Rawas is
right?
free
If you do, like, do an air carry.
around him.
But with how he, like, sets it up, he uses very minimal boost.
Okay, I'm thinking the bots are back. I'm convinced that it is the bots returning.
Okay, I think probably the match started and I wasn't paying attention.
It was last
Yeah.
minute. We thought, you know what? We could ask around some other guys. We might
Juicy
get a yes, we
leading.
might get a no.
Ruas probably just winning here now.
Bit of wavy.
Honestly, doesn't look that close.
Gotta say, absolutely, I'm in
It's just one of those things. It looks like Ruas has to outplay himself for Tempo to win.
Professional player in Rocketleague history. He only has 84 ping. He's got better ping.
That's not bad at all.
Diaz does to North America.
That's seriously good ping though.
This is a
Like,
genius.
84 is not
Where is
bad.
he living right now?
That's not a big disadvantage. That changes things.
What? I was expecting at least 120 on a good day. This guy has 84 ping.
Oh my god.
He might win
Atao
here
just
as well.
completely hit it the wrong way
2 up, right? Oh, it's 2-2
on the
up.
reset.
He's leading 2-2 at the moment.
That might be a goal.
So is Atto.
Not quite. Ah, it's a goal.
There's a fired shot.
Good shot.
Downski from this man right here.
Okay, this is a very interesting game then.
Guess you're the admin. Perfect. That's what
Still
I
think
like.
Atao
From
is the
Atto,
favorite.
slightly.
Personally,
Let's take a quick look. If you look at results, Atto, you want to know what he's been doing in the ATR Cups? Well, last week he
Not too
smashed
well.
Grammar and then lost to Nas. So Nas went on to win. So basically, it's a pretty good result. Week number 1 for that man Atto. Well, he lost to Jorius in round 1. We just saw what Jorius did. Well, he humiliated himself in the end. Check that match out in the VODs if you haven't already against Grammar. That was interesting to say the least. For a best of 5.
like, Wavy's not like a super impressive player to look at,
There are questions about
but
the
he's just
length of
very
the
solid. Like, he's just good at everything. You know,
It's not a co-
he's not got many weaknesses.
Can Wavy turn the corner on
Really,
the late
he's
reset?
very good. It's just
Cross. Does
he's
find
not
the
doesn't
demo.
he's not that flashy at the end of the day.
That's just the luck of the French, I guess. Well, Belgian, I guess. Ooh, fakes the reset.
But definitely very good.
Same without Drally. Well, we got the other winner. We got Wavy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, actually, we got the North American winner.
Where are you going? Wavy in EU question mark?
It's a great play, but Atao should have surely jumped for that ball.
He is indeed playing in EU, yes.
It's a bit lazy.
Playing in an EU tournament at least.
Atao didn't want to keep it. I respect it. That would have been boring as hell. I would have definitely changed
Keeping it close. Yeah,
who I was watching.
do you
if I had to
have
watch
say
that for
Wavy is just the
2+
favourite in this
minutes.
match? The NA champion.
That's just me though. It's a great play.
Certainly a
Cuts it into the open space and
fantastic 1v1
good shot.
player in his own right. months ago. He just loves tournaments.
Oh. It's a nice shot.
Atto likes the big stuff.
Just not enough
And he'll play in the big ones.
boosts.
There's a nice shot straight off the kickoff. No nonsense. Can he will be playing NA as well. Yep. It just happened that we had this late invitational spot, and as I said, Wavy has.
So he'll play both Diary.
On the
CJ just said it.
because he's just banged them all down, saying, "Let me have a crack at EU for a week." We said, "Righto, then have this one," and he's in.
They had an open spot and
For one
he
to
asked
play
if he
against
could,
the
and
Eagles, but you just
he's
know
playing
he wants
both.
to play. He always wants to play. Nice fake though. Fakes the reset. Atto gets it in behind Wavy.
That was not an intentional fake, just for the record.
Win ball.
Just want to point that out. That he definitely just missed the reset there.
NA and EU this week, week 3 of the ATL.
But yeah, kind of have to respect players like Atto in those positions.
Wait, sponsored by Shopify Rebellion, hosted by Chalkcast. That sounds better.
If you think they have the reset.
Make sure you give Shopify Rebellion a follow as well. If you guys are enjoying the tournaments, if you're watching on YouTube or watching live, all
It's a
we
great
ask
first
is that you
touch.
hit that follow
Good
button.
save. Wavy cannot continue this play, surely. He tries, though. That's risky.
Support those
Might
guys
be a
who
goal
are
here.
just absolute superstars.
Smart from Wavy there.
Run these tournaments week in, week out for EU and NA.
Does show his presence and then...
SR in chat. Send your love to them, not us. We're just
But yeah, I do think Wavy might be like one of those guys that is like gonna be like sort of the future of NA, let's say. Like, I think he'll be... He'll be around for a long time.
nice fake.
Because it's just been continuously improving,
CJ supporting cast of friends.
right?
Yeah, our producer Rizzo, who hits the go live button and then
I think we'll see him...
the rest of it. Nice bump though, Atto.
I think we'll see him in threes as well. Do really well in the future.
So he goes for boost instead, and more boost, and even more boost, because he's got a 1-goal lead.
Oh, that's a horrible play, Atto.
Nice save though.
That's just not a good call. Like, even if he nailed that shot, I think it's bad, actually, looking at that. I mean, I might have done the same thing myself, but
Wavy, the NA champ, in trouble. Atto's walked around in that. Might
that's
be
not gonna
game.
work from that distance, that range, right?
Because why not? Kick-off goal could spell the start of a comeback.
I kind of feel Wavy should have won this game.
Just bit of professionalism from him, killing 27
I don't know what you guys
shots.
feel, but
Doesn't need a score when he has the lead
Atto,
in the end.
I feel left a lot of openings. And I feel Wavy could have capitalized a lot more.
Completely been that shot, but
And also some goals that Wavy could have
this is
definitely
why
stopped.
He is the NA champ. Never say die with Wavy. What has he got? 13 seconds on the clock. Kickoff needs to be special. Single jump, wave dash. He's gonna stay on it. Atto. Just gonna take it
I'm
out.
certain that Atto's gonna feel like sort of a...
Atto's got 100 boost, and all he needs to do is put the ball down. And
Wavy
he does
too,
so.
for the
Atto
record, but
1-0.
because it's like EU and NA thing, I feel pretty certain that Atto's gonna feel a certain way about this series, like this series.
Hops the pond.
Like, I think he's gonna,
Drop game one.
like, he's gonna care more.
So
I
yeah,
feel.
warm-up game for him already.
Like, he's not gonna want to lose this.
Probably
It's
use
like,
the top of the server.
like sort of a EU,
I'm not going to cut him really much slack at all. That's ridiculous.
What do you
Make
call
less
it?
to Australia.
he wants to represent. Like, you don't want to lose to that one NA player in the tourney, right?
I get more ping between my local supermarket and my house. What is your response to Jake Lucky's opinion of you? It's unbelievable.
Jack beat Grandma.
New York. Wavy is in the Bermuda Triangle.
Tempo actually winning against Rw9.
Actually putting money on predictions.
Looking bad for Rw9.
Build a Twitch sportsbook. I'm in.
That's crazy, because game 1 it was comfortable, game 2
The NA champ
Rw9 was in control.
back into this one already.
Now he's definitely losing.
So flexing, saying don't
But yeah, but, I mean, I was kind of saying it, like, Rw9 is... I don't think he's playing a very smart game at all.
lesson or the start of something. Nice turn from Wavy. No question who you'd rather have on the 3v3 server, but well, actually, I say that in the RLCS in a weekly, probably Wavy. He just loves weeklies.
Ooh.
It's a nice air dribble
Just no
from
boost.
Atto, though. Perhaps he's better at ones as well.
I think Wavy saves this with a little bit more boost, or got a very good chance at it. But with no boost, it's just he doesn't have any way to get around that bump, you know? There's just no way. Ah, is that safe? Yeah, it is.
Where Wavy has the edge.
Yeah, Attau's a 1v1 player too. I mean, he's been 1v1ing for a long time in show matches and stuff.
Started to feel sick in my stomach when I saw him get that front side reset. Wavy backing off. Low boost. Oh, someone help. He's hit the ball instead.
That should be a goal. He's got it.
Turns on it straight away. Gets a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, but the Vatira's winning that.
The only weekly OCE
Yeah, Rw9 is just losing. Might have to switch to the Rw9 series, honestly, for the
G4
next game.
League Sundays. The last OCE weekly was in 2016. Oh,
Oh.
no, you can't be doing that against the NA champ. This is sending a message not just to Wavy, but to an entire region.
It's
Is
tough
this the best
on the low
you've got?
boost. It's not a nice goal to give up though. Doesn't look pretty.
Such an interesting, not only an interesting matchup, but just storyline here. The NA champ.
Oh, Attau a little greedy. Like, you can see the vision, right? Like, he knows he can hit it into the corner, but he knows if he does that, then Wavy will collect the ball and the boost. So he wants to sort of get a soft touch that he can control to the wall, which, if he got that, would have been very nice, but
But this is
yeah,
indeed the first ever
got punished for it.
across the pond.
But yeah, overall, Attau in this game's been very much in control. I think game 1, I kind of felt Wavy should have won it.
Every week. We've got Sam taking
But yeah,
on
not
NA.
been so close this game.
But you know what I mean? This is the Americas versus Europe. This is personal. And Europe's
Oh, and that's a bad touch from Wavy.
thus far.
Sets up Attau
That's a
nicely.
reset. Pop
That's
on,
gonna be a goal.
perfect. It is just perfect. Wavy, no chance. Just went too low off that wall challenge. You see him drop down. As soon as he dropped down, that's when Atto fired the reset.
The cut.
Yeah, Vatira's got that win, it looks like. Rw9 lost 9-4.
Atto misses the touch. Low 50 though.
Jack's losing that game. Is he also gonna get reverse swept by Grandma? Jorius and Jack? That would be crazy.
Undoes all the hard
Ain't no
work.
way, right?
Who now reset Atto, tries to fake it.
That's a nice
Wavy
chow.
this time
Just completely
resets,
called
gets
bullshit on that.
score. Brings the lead back to 3. To be fair, this is Wavy on 80 ping. I mean, you can say 80 ping, but that's pretty good. Diaz plays with 100.
More than 100.
Wins NA Cups.
I mean, 80 is like slightly laggy, but
pretend that he's got 364
it is
trying to
not that
play
bad.
for Sydney, Australia, competing in Zimbabwe. You know,
It's
he's
not a
basically
big
in Europe
factor.
right now.
It is a factor, but it's not a big factor.
I'm not going to cut him too much slack at all, to be honest. I get more ping to my fridge. Reset, pop up. Wavy, one more. Tries to go the low 50.
Let's try. Attau saved a good amount of boost here. Oh, that's a great challenge. And Attau actually dove far for that.
Oh, he tried to get the instant shot.
Oh, he couldn't get the demo.
Boost. He tried to land a bump on Atto, who's just got to turn the corner on him. Reset, roof.
Oh.
Out, no.
He should have scored that, surely.
Wavy still in. Oh, nice dodge of the bump though. Atto try to flip into the touch. Does make the save and get boost though. He's done well in the end. Wasn't his intended target on that.
Oh.
Wavy creates space to get it around the potential dunk of Atto.
I kind of want to watch the Rw9 game.
Recovering at a goal. It's so smart from him. Wait.
I'll go watch the Rw9 game. I think this game is most likely over.
Fiction, dude.
Because Rw9 is in trouble. Wait. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, like, Rw9 is not playing a smart once game. Like, I can point out so many just bad 1v1 decisions, and like, that's coming from me. It's like, I've cut him slack because it's like... It's Roas, you know, but it's like... He's making bad decisions. Like, really. In favor of just going fast, kind of thing. See, even there, he's just diving, man. Okay, he got the touch, but it's the kind of thing, it's like so barely, like, it's... Like, why? It's just every time, full field air dribble. This is like not like Euro was. I mean, I don't hate it on that play, but I just want to point out, like, so everyone sees it, like, it's so different than what he normally does. It's actually very interesting. And when I say normally, it's like, like a year ago. Might be even over a year ago at this point. But he has fully changed his one style. Good job from Tempo. I mean, that's not so, like, don't blame Ruas for that one really. He just messed up his touch a little bit. It's a different thing. Because there's a difference between like mechanical mistakes, right? And just like clear, like sort of where he's getting punished for decisions he's making. That's totally different. Yeah, Atao, he's got that. Juicy with a big lead there. And Grandma is, yeah, 10-6. That's a lot of goals. Could be 20 goals in that one.
Trying to throw one on
or more.
Kickoff. Has to be careful here. Rawas power shot might
That's a goal.
Score. And that is exactly what's going to happen.
I will say I think Ruas is like extremely clean with like stuff like that, and even like when he goes into the air, it looks like he's very, very good control and good speed and all that, but it's more so the decision making, the diving, the ways he's giving up goals.
Rawas with the lead. Tempo getting a reset on the ball. What placement from Tempo?
Like even this defense from Ruas.
Give him the nice one. A far setup away from the wall, forcing Rawas to challenge deep to try and interfere.
Wouldn't he, like, shouldn't he be like diving across his net instead of diving towards the ball?
Both the one to send it off the wall, attacking that left side of the net.
You know what I mean?
The clean catch of the reset to be able to enable him to get the follow-up flip. Rawas showing what maybe a not so great first touch might look like.
Oh,
As it never really stood a
that might be a goal.
Tempo gonna go for a long
It's not
shot.
on.
Can he get top right corner?
Next goal will be pretty important here.
Rawas with 100. Again, seems very willing to just throw a test out as his first touch. Not a
That's,
real
I like that
attempt,
shot.
and it's
That's a
way
great
off.
shot. Okay, one quick.
Says Tempo, how good are your
Yeah,
recoveries
looks
on the
like
back
Vatira has
wall?
that. Let's see if Jack...
I dare you to stay in a good position.
Yeah, Jack
Tempo
lost.
Did not. He creeped out.
Atao's 110 there. Don't get reverse swapped as well now, Jack.
Tempo
That'd be crazy.
maybe wants a demo here on the back wall if it falls into his hands.
Dude, the dominance is so bad.
To make sure it's
Those touches, man. They're so bad. I would hate to get those touches when I drive into the ball.
tough position to play out of from Tempo. Again, gonna need a demo. Try and make something happen. Wasp jumping off the back wall. Floating to carry this. Tempo now has to... Oh, got an absolutely perfect touch out of the corner to set up this dribble. What an amazing clear back to his own half. Now reset.
Oh, that's a
shot.
great
Nice.
goal.
Tempo pre-flipping underneath the
Huge
ball.
goal.
And I hadn't noticed, but we are under a minute left to go, so this is an insanely clutch shot from Tempo. Might
Oh, yeah,
be
it
his
is.
last chance to put something on target if it didn't go in. And he slots
Jack
it.
with the
We were talking
lead.
about confidence earlier on.
Vatira
This
slightly
team
coming back.
Clearly has it and hasn't lost it, even though
Yeah, let's watch
he was
this.
playing from behind.
There's a good chance Rawas is gonna lose here.
Rawas in and out of the net. Tempo tried to go slow to see if he could mistime Rawas's save. And Rawas with 100.
Oh, wow.
Big tempo
How
out.
did
Tempo. The nerves of steel.
How did Rawas not get a
Steal
touch on that?
away.
How he must have played it wrong.
Put himself up 5-4 with 17 seconds
Yeah.
left to go. One of the biggest upsets in 1v1 in a long time.
So far away from the ball. I
17
guess he
seconds
wanted
from
it like a
happening.
dunk.
Tempo
It's a massive upset.
rising to the occasion right now. Big kickoff win for Rawas. Tempo will be able to slow it down for a second, but it should still be a Rawas.
That's a good-
He's going to pop the ball up to himself. 100 boosts to work with.
Good job there.
Flick over the top.
Oh, Tempo
quick
got, yeah, Tempo didn't want to let him set up anything, but
5-5 with 5 seconds on the clock. Tempo had
Nice
been
try.
doing well to
Getting
flick
back there, though.
the ball earlier. Elects to do that again.
okay,
Rawas
gonna come down to the next goal.
Kickoff.
Tempo,
in
sort of
favor
with an
of
advantage, but it's just gonna go
If Rawas had one more second, it'd be in favor of him, but
to overtime
able to
anyways.
get that to the back wall before the clock ends. Second kickoff.
0.
This one into Tempo's half. Tempo trying to flip it away.
That's a good demo. That should be GG.
It is far away. but
Yeah,
he
it's
shouldn't
GG.
have much trouble.
Okay,
5.
game 5 indeed. Jack, looks like Jack will close it out.
Who decided it was a
Okay,
good
let's see
idea
here.
to let Wavy into EU. But it may just be tarnishing his own reputation. That's on me. 2-2 though. He's in this. There you go, Twitch Theatre. There's the link.
Oh.
What a shot from
Great
Atto.
shot.
Again, it's just as soon as Wavy drops off the wall, you can see the defense trying to come through, but as soon as he sees him drop low, he fakes low, pops it over the top. We have to remind everyone just the quality of Atto. I mean, he's lost to Joris, he's lost to
Did you
Nash.
watch First Killer play against Alpha Cap Diary?
They're not
I just want to say, like, First was playing absolutely disgusting.
player.
Like, he was playing so good.
Well, Wavy didn't lose last week,
Like,
so
That's kind of what I mean, right? Like, I don't think, like, Wavy can actually play at that level that he showed there. That's just my opinion, but yeah, First Killer's still, like, still overall, in my opinion, not been, you know, that impressive in ones overall, like, his consistency. But yeah, when he plays like that, like, it is just so ridiculous.
can he figure out his opponent? One of the great terms of Rocket League. Atto off the ceiling. Oh, just goes low.
The thing with these types of plays is, it's so nice because even if he doesn't score, it's so safe. Like, look at that. Like, even if that's not a goal, he's just gonna grab the boost. Like, it's so safe, right?
Disgusting.
It's pretty far away from the back wall, so it's really hard for Wavy to get there, and then it's just low 50ing, essentially.
Will be interesting
If
to watch
Wavy gets there, it's like, yeah.
exact form Wavy's in. That could tell a story.
Nice
If
boost
Wavy
grab.
goes and just runs it down tomorrow in the NA edition. Does it leave question marks about the NA 1v1 scene, particularly heading into next season in the RLCS with 1v1s added?
I don't think it really leaves any question marks, because I don't think... I mean, I never thought Wavy was better than Atto to begin with,
84 ping.
right?
Need to remind everyone
Now, I
that
do
NA
think Wavy can beat Atto
in the EU
in
edition,
one
sorry,
series,
NA edition.
but
There's already question marks
I don't
about
think
who
it's,
made the
like,
event last
better.
week. That is also a great point.
yeah, he will play tomorrow, Diary.
But it's 5-2 now to
They talked
Atto.
about it earlier.
The
Apparently there was a spot open and Wavy asked if he could play,
whole of this perhaps
because there was like a spot
series-
open or something.
Hang on.
Yeah, Tempo... No, wait. No, he hasn't won yet. The game is still going. It's in game 5.
Oh, we can't be doing this. We cannot be doing flicks like that.
I will go into the Rawas
Not on
game
this server. Not in
soon.
this region, Wavy. 84 ping is what I get on my
You want to see
hands.
that? I can do that. I think Atto's winning there, so... Wait, I posted.
Where's Mr. Rw9?
Looks like they had some issue in the restarting.
Is his name Dot or something? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, this one is a close one.
Uh,
That's one of the better series as well. Yeah, Jack has this. Too big of a lead. He's not gonna lose this. Yeah, 9-4. That's GG.
we gotta find.
Let's watch this then until... We'll listen to Fear until they start back up, and we'll just watch here for a second.
Neon Amin, thank you. backdrop to no problem. Okay.
But you guys agree with me, right? Like, it's weird seeing Ruas play once like this. It's quite strange.
That saves us some time.
I've watched so much Ruas gameplay in the past, and it's like so different. It's so strange. For his ones.
No problem when ready.
I wonder if, like, he keeps
Tempo
losing.
who has won.
If he will, like... If he keeps playing these tourneys, if he, like, sort of realize he needs to change his style.
All right. Let's
I do wonder.
to tempo.
3-3 here.
Back to 417.
It's pretty good, intense series here. Vatira with a successful
Back.
fake
We're
there.
back into game 5. Tempo has his lead back. That server wasn't going great for
But yeah,
Rw9.
there's a pretty significant speed advantage in favor of Ruas, but it's just, yeah. Like everywhere, you can, like, he just generally tends to be faster to the ball, stuff like this,
Sign
in
of
the
top
series.
Right, just barely missing. Tempo.
But where it's going wrong, in my opinion, is he's just letting Tempo have too many looks at his net. You know?
Nice heavy first touch as he recognizes Tempo resetting in defense.
Like, Tempo's had a lot of
Away.
setups that I don't think Ruas needed to give him.
Rw9
But he has been executing very well when he gets those clean possessions, Tempo.
You hate to see it, but he's gonna score either way. Tempo sticking close.
But in my
down.
opinion, this is where Ruas is, like, has a big edge. These, like, weird, like, 1v1 moments. But he's, like, avoided them. And he's just been, like, chasing and speeding the play up. But, like, that's, like, an easy goal. Like, that goal is just as good as an aerial. You know?
Shows he's got no trouble as he gets it around.
Big
Tempo
possession here.
and takes the lead.
That's a great touch from Tempo. But this is where I mean, like, this Tempo's had success in these, these moments. When he can get the clean possessions.
Or maybe the downside of the dominus. I'm
But
not
the only
sure
thing
if
is,
he'll
it looks
pump that all
like
the way to the
Ruas
top.
doesn't need to give him a lot of those.
And here is
If he's
Rw9's
playing
start of the
correct.
series.
You
This
know?
was the speed, the aerial confidence and control we saw
It's a great shot.
that led to the game 1 win,
Just the speed of that.
and we might see him back.
He's definitely played more reserved here.
Tempo, I don't think I've
Ruas.
seen a 2-goal deficit in a while. As he will.
See, that's what you want to see from Ruas.
Rw9 makes a play, and I do like that. It's an adjustment.
Instead of
from
chasing
saw from
Tempo
earlier,
and Chaling,
who seemed to get locked into his
play
position
reactive
setup,
defense.
not reacting to
And then you're
Rw9's
gonna get 3 goals on the counter.
Rw9
This is what he's known for. And then when he gets good setups, then he can go for all this other stuff that he's been trying to
didn't get
do,
caught
but
out. He locked in on
he's been
Tempo.
forcing it too hard.
Ball wanted to take Rw9
I think
to the
Tempo's in
game.
trouble now, though, because this is a tough lead to come back from, and
Guarantee his
Ruas is
counter
actually playing very good so far
attack for Tempo.
in this game.
Going here soon. This might
Can
be
he get
the
this?
chance
I think he's got it.
deep without much
Nice.
risk. Set a goal
Good job.
for Tempo. Tempo just needs to keep that same confidence he had earlier when he was leading games.
Faded away from that 50 and managed to
He's able to.
keep it in a spot where he could actually turn it around. So very well played, and that's a great shot. Ruas should have it. Ah, it wasn't as good as I thought, actually.
A great
Oh.
shot.
But it does force him to get
Strong
stuck.
enough to make Rw9 not get around the post. This
Oh.
air dribble gets
But yeah,
saved.
this might be a counter now.
Into the post,
Yeah, it will be.
straight outfield. Rw9, knowing him, may have even
But yeah,
noticed
this
him
see, like, is so
be able to
different.
see
Like,
his save.
this is what, like, Ruas is so good at, right?
But it's perfectly placed.
But he's not been putting himself in these positions. He's preferred, like, sort of diving early and stuff like that.
Tempo, big kickoff win. Not afraid to try and take the air
See,
dribble.
like, he's so hard to get past.
Rw9 had that read, makes the save.
Oh,
missed
that's
the
a bad
shot,
touch, though.
And it's not going to be an easy follow-up. It has
What
to
will
be
you do here,
high.
Ruas? Okay,
Tempo
that might be a goal.
taking
I think it
away,
is scoreable. Oh, what the flick? The Dominus flick.
to move early.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Tempo.
End up
Ooh, okay.
ending up
Gives away
locked in.
possession. I think Ruas could have had possession and boost there.
Follow-ups, Tempo
If he went for his
set.
corner.
Wave dashing around the ball. Great
Nice
movement
shot.
from Tempo.
I'm pretty sure Ruas could have had both
Rw9
there, but it
gonna
decided to
stop
clear
with a
it.
nice one.
It's a great
Some
shot.
pre-flips to get a reset that seemed like it was going to be impossible.
That was a very nice
Gets
shot.
up all the way
That
around
whole
the
play,
ball
actually.
to make Rw9 miss. And he's not an easy guy to make miss. 2 minutes and 2 goals, more than enough time They
kickoff.
have to keep
Favor
Ruas at bay as
Ruas.
well. Traf money, think of it, a 30 months.
Now I'm curious to see,
61.
will Ruas go for like full field air dribble? He will not, okay.
Ruas flick. Another save off the backboard from Tempo. He's not going to go all the way out to the midfield.
See, Ruas totally changed his playstyle. Way more defaulting now to like what sort of I expect from him
Just going to help him alive
in game 5 here.
on this possession the
It's
other
very
way.
clear to see. Way safer.
Chain dash, not going to be good enough to intercept Ruas and get a demo.
It looks so much harder
So
to
right now,
beat
the
him.
difference has been Tempo in a few different situations.
Like this is like exactly how he played when he beat Sen, you know?
Deep in Ruas's half and getting punished.
This sort of style.
Because Ruas has the ball and he's trying to chase him down, or in this case, really, you know, believing too much in his ability to dash around that back wall and connect with Ruas.
Yeah, this is tough. Tempo knows he can't let Ruas just walk the ball around. Has to force, and now he's gonna start bleeding more goals. This is over.
It's tough. It's tough because Tempo now needs goals. And he's gonna. Oh, is this GG's mental gone? Oh no! 58 seconds.
Yeah, Atao scored 13 goals here against Wavy, apparently.
But the mental is gone. He says good luck. All right, Ruas, how's your pogo?
Yeah, Wavy got farmed.
No way? Certainly, he's got one.
Yeah, Ruas is... I don't know if I've ever seen Ruas go for a pogo.
What would have been the biggest upset we've seen in ones in a long time. Hey,
Okay, he got it.
Count it. Count it. GG.
Didn't he pogo with like the wrong part of his cart? I swear that is not the best corner.
The best you could ever hope for. Ruas advances into the quarterfinals. What a series.
But yeah, I guess that just kind of shows he doesn't really do pogos. But yeah, very interesting to see Ruas play. Now I'm very curious Ruas's next match, how he will play. Like, will he once again just chase, or will he play more like that? Because I think that's how he should play. You know, like... Yeah, it's a lot more difficult to beat him.
Oh, goodness me.
Like, it's not that he can't use his mechanics, but it's just the decision making, you know? He's got to actually go for the plays that will give him the most success, right? Like, we know he's got the mechanics, but he doesn't need to use, like, try to go fast all the time. Yeah, I guess everyone's done after that.
Did.
Okay. I don't know who won. Yeah, okay, Vatira won. 8-4 in the last one, okay. Probably Juicy bled a lot of goals right at the end, because it was close when we looked at it. And yeah, Nas won, to no surprise. He swept both his series. I mean, Nas is just so good. And we're gonna have Nas versus Jack. We did not see this last time around. That's gonna be a very interesting one. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Yeah, I think I wanna watch that. I don't really care what anyone thinks. Now, this is interesting because Atao played pretty insane, but Mox is just different. Mox is not gonna allow Atao to do all of that, right? Not as much. And yeah, all of these, yeah. I mean, this pretty much went exactly how I would have predicted. Not by, like, easily, but the only difference is Joria's loss. That was the surprising thing. But yeah, everything is, like, literally exactly as you would predict, except for Joria's losing here. And he got reverse swept. So yeah, very predictable. No, I think Juicy Vatira to me was like the most up in the air. I'm very surprised how close Ruas Tempo was. But Tempo played really good though. Very, very good. But yeah, Ruas does look a bit better if he's playing really good. Does Tempo like mainly play 3s, Banjay? I guess he mainly plays 2s probably, but
Let's get into it. Semi-final.
is that like his focus though? It's like RLCS and stuff?
Number one is Nas.
I mean, Diary might know as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Nas Jack. I mean, I think all of these series are really good.
All right, yeah, prediction is up.
But this is the one I want to watch.
Jack versus Nas. 5 minutes in that one, so yep, like Brecco said, predict wisely. Definitely some scammy.
I think Nas is the final boss right now. I feel like Daniel is the only player that has like a positive record against Nas, right?
Nas, the defending champion against apparently Jack.
Like the only player that actually has a good record against Nas is Daniel, right? I feel like that is correct.
2 weeks. But can he take down defending champ Nas? He was able to take down
Great
defending
shot.
champ of the first ATR Cup. Drally won the first ATR Cup. Jack eliminated him in ATR Cup 2 for Europe. Well, Nas won ATR Cup 2, and now Jack is trying to do the
Jack
same thing.
nearly beat Moxie last time.
We're rocking in today's tournament. Drally's
He can
not
definitely
playing
beat
this
Nas.
one. This is gonna be a tough
Definitely.
test. Nas, such a smart player, such a patient player, and a player who's just really been
Oh,
working on all of his weaknesses until there
That's a
weren't
great-
any. It's
just
how
great
he's tried to
defense.
1v1 development over the past year.
that's a tough goal to give up.
Started off lacking maybe the same aerial offensive ability that some
Like
other
Jack played the
players
bump
had.
really good, and Nas
Lacking
just
the
still
same
saves it.
pace,
Because
mechanical
I mean,
ability
it's
that some other
because
players had.
Jack's
No longer
like the
the case
ball
Nas
was
is
not moving
very
fast
well,
enough,
and it seems like he could defend well against
which
anyone.
was the mistake from Jack. But
He could break down offense, or break down other players' defense, I should say,
that's another goal.
just as well as anyone else in the
Oh.
world. Now, technically an own goal by
Almost
Colonel
not.
Jack, but we can call it a forced one. Nas already had the shots on target. Yeah, final reminder.
I'm
this
surprised
might
Jack
be
even got that close after diving so hard.
on YouTube. This could be like you might be hours or minutes away from being able to no longer sign up for Salt Mine 4 Qualifier 1. I'd love
Damn,
if you would all do
so
that
fast.
using the link in the description, because
Tough.
Salt Mine 4 Qual 1 starts on the 31st of October. The sign-ups close 24 hours before the start.
Yeah, Nas is pretty good.
So this may be your last chance to sign up.
Just want to
before
see
you
if
sign up,
like
that
who's
said,
streaming it.
If you do decide to play, you might run into one of these guys, because everybody has to qualify.
Who?
So if you want a chance to
I'm
play against
almost
some really
surely
good
CJ
players,
streaming, right?
look no further than Salt Mine 4 Quals. Even if you're not gonna
Okay, I don't know.
attempt to check in and play, sign up anyway. Because
We'll figure it out.
makes us look better.
Can't be
And
bothered
we'll be
checking.
able to get more tournaments like that in the future, hopefully. When we can go and tell everybody, hey, look, we got 100,000 sign-ups. Then they'll be like, you know what, Johnny? Have more prize money. And run Salt Mine 5.
Get Jack's in
That's all
trouble.
sign-ups. That's basically what we want to have happen. Yeah, it's a very different format from last year. Everybody has to qualify. 4 open qualifiers, 1 every week.
I was watching Jack. I was just having his stream up in the background, and he was doing this charity stream. Did anyone else watch that?
ATR Cup quals also open for ATR Cup 4. This is ATR Cup 3 semi-final. If you want to play in the open qual for ATR Cup 4,
And
then sign up again for free.
he got farmed by like a content creator.
Chat. Yeah, great way for you
It was
guys
like a
to support
content creator who
free if you're enjoying all the
made
work.
Nas play against him, and Jack didn't know he was playing against Nas.
What you should do is
I was watching it live on stream, and yeah, Nas is pretty disgusting.
bodying him. Well, while I'm trying to give you guys
Yeah, Nas is insanely consistent at these types of double
Nas is
taps.
trying to tell you guys you're wasting your time. It's a winner's take all tournament. You're not getting any money if you sign up for this thing. It's mine. He has obliterated Jack in the first 2 minutes of the game.
That is like one of the specialties of Nas.
Nas
The
is
sort of like
really, I think,
different types of like sort of
had one of the most
weird
interesting
touches up to the backboard.
24s.
Like in positions where a lot of people will like not go to the backboard, he like goes to the backboard and double taps.
Salt Mine 3.
I don't know exactly how to explain it, but
And
it's quite unique. Quite unique.
after confirming himself
He did.
in Europe, he went over to North America, had a pretty underwhelming
But
season.
Drally was playing very good,
Then he had a
first of
very
all.
impressive,
And the next tournament, Nas won. I mean,
G2 roster.
at the end of the day, the truth is Nas made the grand final in the first tourney, and he won the next one. And Drally was also in that one, so,
Is he a player I expect to see qualify for Salt Mine?
you know.
Absolutely. Will it be through the first qualifier? Honestly, if he plays like this, I would probably expect it.
I think Nats is the current best ones player in the world.
Overall, the
I really do.
I mean, they are the two players.
And I think from what we're seeing so far, at the end of like all of these tourneys, it will be even more clear.
It's such a stark
Because it's just something with his consistency, right?
Jack versus Grandma that we've already seen on
It just feels like
Jack's run through the tournament.
he is never gonna lose to like a worse player, kind of, or like a significantly worse player. It just ain't happening.
To take away
You know what I mean?
deciding when to bump him out of the way.
Like this guy is not losing to like
Decisions in
Duke.
this matchup.
You know what I mean? It's not happening.
Dominated
He's
every
so
single
good.
statistic. He's got more shots, more possession, more territory.
But you know what I mean, right, Banji? Like, it's just not even gonna be close, right? Or like Tempo, like, I don't think Nas would even like struggle a little bit against Tempo.
Does not look like it's going to end anytime soon.
Just would absolutely dismantle him.
This is just insane. 9-1. Jack goes next. Probably for fear of conceding a 10th goal, but yeah, there's just been absolutely
It's just like he's been so good, I can't even describe it. Like his consistency.
just gets the ball.
It's even like the worst performances we've seen from Nas are still insane. That's the thing, like his worst is so good.
Is there a bracket
Like his
reset?
floor is so high.
No, there's not.
That's really what it is.
Top line for main event is going to be double elimination group stage.
He's got one of the highest peaks for once right now, and his floor is just so insanely high.
Playoff in a
I
way.
do think he's got, yeah. There might be some players that got slightly higher
Start
ceiling,
bracket instead of half players starting in
but
lowers, half players starting in uppers.
I don't know. Yeah, like I've said, like the only players that's like been able to do anything against
Yeah, like I
Nas
said earlier, you,
consistently is Daniel.
two players
And they've not played
qualify
much, right?
every
But I think Daniel's beaten him
open qualifier.
more than once, right?
One
I believe.
is
Actually wanna
gonna be
check now.
Mostly best of threes. I think maybe a couple of rounds of best of 5 at the end. It depends how many players sign up. But probably a couple of rounds. of
Or
best
was
of
it
5
only
for
once?
day one. That's going to be this Thursday.
Wanna check
it's a single
Daniel's
elimination, so 8 pools of
page.
players, single elim. One player will emerge from every pool.
But it looks like G2 is not no longer in,
Day, the second stage of the
or at least no longer with that team, right?
double elimination stage, where the top 2 will advance. One player
Seems
will
like there's
advance
like rumors they will join another
floor
team,
bracket,
something.
into the main event in December. Both EU quals and NA quals for Salt Mine are going to be the same day, so Thursday will be day 1 for EU, and it will also be day 1 for NA. Just NA will of course start later in the day. I'll be streaming some of the quals matches.
I was thinking like maybe like a org with a lot of money would come into Rocket League and
Central Hub, I guess,
pick up that team.
to tune into, and
Like the only like NA loyal sort of team that I can think of is 100 Thieves
which favorites are in trouble,
that could do that.
which favorites are advanced.
So that's like sort of where my head's at.
2 top 8. I'll be streaming it
If
with,
something like that might happen.
community streamers and casters that have kindly agreed to help me cover the matches. All that information.
Jack scored the first goal in the other series too, right? Or in the first game too, right?
Already follow me on Twitter. That's probably the best place to keep up with anything related to Salt
Okay.
Lake 4. And for ATR Cup updates, you want to follow.
Just real quick,
on Twitter.
Daniel's tracker record.
Also CJ, and Shotcast.
He lost to Wavy back here and then to Diaz one time, but
All of us.
I saw Nas, or was it there? 4-1 against Nas.
A third goal.
It's a long time ago, of course, but
Challenge yourself to see how few goals.
does he have any other?
Well, you can register
Has he played Nas
for
other than that?
the
Doesn't look like it, right?
via
Okay, I can't, it's so slow,
via
that
this
site.
link. Let me find it.
I'll try to go to the next page and then just see if he's played Nas more. It might have only been that one time.
This is
Looks
the
like it.
I'll put it in chat right now. If you're watching this
I
on
couldn't
YouTube,
quite
it's in the
remember.
description. Yeah, so start GG. Just find the arm.
But I think it's pretty safe to assume Nas has gotten better since then.
And for Salt Mine quals, the sign-ups are
And
available right now.
Daniel's not really been active in this
Quals,
mode.
That's qual 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, there's not really anyone that has like any type of claim to being...
So that's the one that's urgent.
It's Nupo, I guess, has a very, very good record too, but...
Before the tournament starts, before the qualifier starts, the sign-ups will close.
Like Moxie's record against him is really bad.
Was Wavy invited to the EU tournament? He expressed interest in playing, and we're obviously very interested in seeing cross region competition.
Yeah, it's just so good.
Simple as that.
But yeah, Jack, Jack's doing well here. Great challenge. Jack is truly good at ones, like adapting and understanding how to play this mode. You see, like, he goes down 9-1 and he does sort of understand what he needs to do, right? It was never going to be another 9-1, I feel like, after that.
For fear of the ping disadvantage, Wavy not scared of that, just wants competition. And
Early chow from Jack.
yeah, hopefully
Nats is kind of aware of it there, you can tell. Like, Nats kind of knew that was coming this time.
give it another go.
Jack is kind of disrespecting him with a lot of these challenges now, and
Right, first
yeah.
goal of the game for Nas.
Nas is starting to...
A much better run for his money in this game.
I think now Jack needs to actually not do that next time,
If I were to guess,
because I think he's gonna needs to fake that sort of chow next time.
Between game 1 and 2, between games 1 and 2, because game 1 was a disaster for him. Game 2, much better. So clearly he's gone and watched one of the videos
scary.
where he explained how to be better at Rocketleague, and now he's just better at Rocketleague.
Great chow.
And therefore, having much more success in the matchup. Yeah, hashtag ad. Next rank.
Yeah, gotta take that
Sign up
back.
for free to the email list, so you can get
Oh,
content that we're gonna make alongside.
oh, he actually...
coming out
Oh
next
my
week.
god, that is an annoying goal to give up. If that's a goal, oh my god. That would have been crazy. Great flick.
Big flick by Jack. Looking to catch
Nas is gonna be there.
Oh, Nas is
Oh, I'm really surprised Jack did that, because I personally thought Nas would easily be there. I guess Jack, like, I was looking at Nas's car, and Jack was probably not doing that. That's the difference, right? It's different when you play and when you spectate, and I was just looking at Nas's car, and it really looked like Nas was about to reach that.
Is that going to be the start of the Nas comeback?
Aw. Jack's in trouble a little bit. It's just like the momentum of this game is like not going his way right now.
Started to wear off.
And Nas is starting to read him too.
You should honestly just have
Oh.
one on in the background. It'll really help him out.
Oh, Nas actually misread that.
Still playing for those boost steals that we've seen him practicing in every test lobby today.
0 boost.
This time the
Jack
challenge
should
is
have
the big
this.
one.
That's a great touch
From Jack.
actually. Oh, but his
Nas
landing is
pulled
really
the pull
poor.
trigger on his attempt
Oh,
at
that is so
kill.
smart. Great chow.
Jack's
Nice bump from
for the most
Nas.
part got what he wanted there.
But it does
No, he
does not
absolutely
get the boost. It's not
won.
enough. Oh,
It's
makes
outplayed
Jack throw it away.
as he tried to lunge in.
That's huge.
Nas scored
for
the second
Nas.
goal of the game. Now Jack faking a lot more. Expect a diving challenge at some point.
Oh, it's too
as he
high.
picks up from this more reactive defensive strategy that he's
Not
been
ideal for
utilizing
Nas there.
Wants to set up a ground shot.
Jack forces him away and then collects the ball.
It's a bit early for the boost grab here.
Oh,
And he might have actually just conceded it. No, he got it on the second goal.
I don't know
attempt.
about
I thought
that
he might
from
concede
Jack.
that to Nas. He was
Oh.
pathing over it right before
I feel like
he
Jack is kind of like...
Luckily for Jack, it did not spawn for
He just
Nas.
wants the game to end kind of thing. Like he's just like playing, trying to stall time, but it's like almost
Nas
like messing up.
versus-
It's close.
Needed a
Good
goal.
child. That should be
And he's
game.
not going to get one. It's going to be Jack with a response in game 2, despite being completely blown off the park in game
Okay, let's see
1.
how the other ones are going.
He stepped it up in this one. And barring a
Moxie in a close one against Atao.
resurgence, last few second resurgence from
I
Nas,
guess,
not gonna
yeah,
be
Rizzo is not.
possible to come
Tier
back.
two
No, it
goal
definitely
lead
won't.
here with
Vatira beating Ruaz
Jack wants the sixth
at
goal.
the
He could've
moment.
doubled that back and just confirmed the win. Not satisfied. Wanted one more, and it looks like he still wants one more. Jack making the overall aggregate score look a little bit less one-sided. But aggregate score doesn't matter. Jack has tied the series
1-1.
at 1.
And a best of 5.
Moxie took that one. And will probably win. When he's up in the lead, I feel.
Gotta have the power to
It's not over at all, but...
Ruas save
Yeah,
as much
Jack's
boost as
music
he can.
between games is it's interesting, isn't
Tier
it?
with 100 takes it up.
Very relaxing. I don't know if you
Let's
can
get
hear
one
that. I
more
don't know if
save
he's got his
by
anthem
Ruas.
turned
Let's
on
see how
for himself.
comfortable he
Oh.
is there, faking it out now.
Low boost now.
Looking for
It's a
goal
risky
boost,
chow.
don't wanna boost, it's nearly just straight
Oh.
into Vatira's net.
Wow, Vatira still gets that.
Lost that one, Vatira ready.
Johnny,
Fakes
did the
it.
next rank
Tries
email
to
stop
bait
going
a
out, or
touch,
did
but
something
Vatira's
happen
done
to your
really
sign
well.
up? Haven't had one
Just to
since
hang on
March
to
yet.
that,
It's
not
actually
lose
just
his
us
head.
that
He's
stopped
got
sending
boost
them out.
for it.
He's got the bump. Yeah.
Yes, he
Super
can.
busy with our LCS. I got very busy with
Okay, we're back.
LCS and my own content. And
Jack's hero boost there.
new job. We're all super busy, so we're like,
Oh.
wait, we have to dial it back.
And Nas cuts in field.
That's what actually pushed
Scary for
back
Jack.
the
Great shot. His goal here,
velocity.
actually.
We all just got
Nas is going to be annoyed by that, because
compared to what we anticipated. But we've
he doesn't typically concede in those positions.
So once they're edited, they're going to go out. We're going to commence those again in the month run up to release. Another good start for Jack. Game 3 going his way so far.
Jack has scored the first goal in all 3 games.
Looks like Jack's decided to just try and play this a little
It
bit
was,
more
it was also the only game he scored in game 1.
Nas is making tons of early moves in the ball. That's a beautiful catch from Jack. In the
Gotta
back
watch
wall.
out for the demo. Nas didn't play the demo.
Jack can keep faking challenges like this. Nas looks like he will give the ball away. if
Yeah,
he
maybe
does.
that's just a tendency Jack knows about Nas, that he doesn't really go for demos in that position.
Mess with his opponent's recovery.
Because it didn't look like he believed that would happen for a second. I feel if I was playing ranked ones, I would get demoed there like 50% of the time.
A grueling back and forth.
Or like they would try to demo me.
Not committing full.
So I'd be
all
really
in
scared of that.
straight away. But Nas will 1-1. Huge challenge by Nas there. Jack could actually see him
Similar
coming,
to the
and
goal
Jack knows.
Nas gave up,
Nas knows
in a way.
Jack can see him coming. Jack expected that to.
It's
be
poor by
sufficient
Jack
knowledge
though.
for Nas to
Definitely a
retrieve.
worse goal to give up than the one Nas gave
Nas
up.
not having it. He is just
Jack
going
had
for every
like
single
Jack
ball
had
he
all the
has.
advantages.
Immediate rebound makes it 2-1. I mean, the way that Nas is playing right now is just full confidence. He is not holding back on his challenges. He is not giving Jack any half chances to enter the play. What Nas is doing is he's basically saying to Jack, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna need to wait and see what I do first. You're not gonna be able to surprise me.
Oh, bad kickoff from Nas. Is this a goal?
Another kickoff
It
goal
will
for
be.
Jack, though. That's a rare sight. 2 kickoff goals in a row against Nas. He was extremely exposed to the inside though here. Look how side onto the ball he is. Definitely did not expect Jack to be going
Okay, let's just... I just want to watch here for a second.
He tried to roll.
on the other side of the
Just
ball.
see who takes this, since we're right at the end.
Wave dash recovery kickoff, all about trying to oppose
Okay,
your opponent.
like honestly Vatira has that.
Get side on while their goal
I'll hop
side.
out. Like Vatira honestly has that at that point. I believe.
Oh, big bump by Jack. He knows the mid boost is respawning as well. That's exceptional timing on that
Oh,
one.
nice shot.
Top
What
big
a
flick.
shot.
Jack isn't messing around here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a great flick. Gets a
Nas
nice
got
one from
positionally
Nas.
outplayed to be bumped out of the game.
It's really
Jack
surprising
grabs the mid boost
that it could
and
flick like that.
scores with the very first try. Just clean, safe gameplay. Even
Jack in
Jack did
trouble here a
save
little
that.
bit.
It's not going to be an easy recovery.
Yeah, Jack's in trouble here.
Jack trying to recover for a double save here.
That's a great
Unable
shot
to do
too.
so. Nas slots it far too well over the shoulder. Jack was trying to, looks like he was trying to bounce off the crossbar there, because he didn't so much try to land on the crossbar. He tried to bounce his car off the crossbar by landing, kind of back onto.
Yeah, it's
the
like what's
crossbar
Jack
there.
gonna do there, you know? Okay, let's just see if it actually
It's a funny
happened.
recovery technique. I'm sure we've all done that.
Yeah,
by
he
accident
won
at some point.
10-7.
I know I have accidentally had perfect recoveries where you just bounce off your crossbar and go right back towards the ball. Oh, big time miss there from Nasu. He's committing to the boost.
Jack
Looks like
thought he
was
might have an
trying to
open
evade
net.
it back to save.
It might have been scoreable. I think he could have gotten more power, but
Afraid of Jack demoing him. Now he's the one chasing for the demo. Jack
probably
knows
not.
it's coming. Still could be available for him. Jack, multiple toggles of the ball cam to make sure the counter attack is not going to be a fast one. He's hiding behind the ball very well here. He's actually beaten Nas to the ball very well here also. Ground pinch is a soft one though.
It's
Jack
very well
wants to
played by
settle
Jack
the
here.
field. Ceiling pinch goes middle slowly. So Jack just got slight
Oh,
pinch on
is that
one.
good? Yeah.
Kind of grazed it
Yeah, I
there.
was very scared for Jack there that Nas could actually shoot that. It's a very close call.
Methodical gameplay by apparently Jack.
Nice
Oh,
low
and he shoots
50.
low 50. Nas went flat
I
for the
hate that
challenge.
position when I'm the
Look
one
at the
low
fadeaway by
50ing.
Jack.
It just feels so
Absolutely
scary.
nullifying it. Ball barely moved.
I feel so often I am not able to actually low 50 it, and I end up actually getting dunked in some way
So far it's been masterful
when I
adaptation
try. I mean, of course, sometimes
by
I
Jack.
get it, but I find
He
pro
pulled
players
off
are a
the
lot
pitch in game
better
one. He didn't have a chance
at
to establish any of his game.
finding success with it.
Now it's him who's running the show.
How I say that, but
I call it
earlier,
an open net for Jack.
both Nas and Jack literally
He's
both
about
messed up a low 50 like that,
in Rocket League.
and just got scored on with a dunk, so
Not even an open open net miss coming
It's hard for
aggressive from Nas
everyone
there,
to time it, but
as he falls behind by 3 goals. Will it be Jack taking down the Moroccan defending champion for the 2nd week in a row? Will he be able to go 1 round farther than he did last week, where he fell to Mox?
I do wonder why Drale didn't play
Still a long way to go before you can start thinking about that.
this week.
Jack has adapted well, but Nas will do the same
Oh,
before this series is over. Nas might need to start slow playing more of his plays, because Jack has been very, very careful, very
big
cautious
chance.
about overcommitting.
See, this kind of thing I mean
Another
when you go
immediate
for those sort
challenge
of
ball by Nas.
plays.
Does get the ball under control. And
Can so
does
easily get
score.
dunked.
But, you know, I think Jack can keep on anticipating Nas's moves here. Nas hasn't really adapted there. He's just gone again directly for the ball. He's just pointed his car at the ball and gone for it
But
quickly. That's
managed-
been most of his
Wata with a big win here.
series. And if Jack had low 50'd again, it would have worked again in that situation.
Big win.
Nas with a chance to come back within 1.
Great chow.
Phenomenal challenge there by Jack. Nas was coming at him more slowly, more controlled. It looks like Jack didn't want to wait and find out if it was an irritable bumper.
Smart
He just played
touch.
the ball immediately. Aerial shot by Jack, top shelf. Looking
That's
for
in
the
trouble.
Nas's crossbar pinch saved it. Jack on the turnaround.
Maybe not the
Again.
best
Looking for the demo
by
on Nas,
Jack
who
there.
flips over him.
Yeah, he's kind of
Spot for
lost
Nas.
the
That's
play there.
50 seconds to go.
Nas
Another
has
successful
gotten
pinch
out of
by
it.
Jack.
That's a goal.
Nas has
Oh, Nas messed up.
manipulated the follow-up 50.
Feel like
Somewhat in
that
his
could have been a
favour.
goal.
Still ends up back to the play though, and he's been.
Oh, nice
tricked.
bumps.
This is
You just need to
massive for
take this
Jack.
back,
Just
Jack.
control the ball
Back,
here.
Jack.
Knock another 15 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that's huge time waste. That's honestly fine for Jack. It's not ideal, but
Just slams
Oh,
into
smart
himself
fake.
Face on into the play again. What a contrast of defensive strategies here. Jack has just been looking at Nas. He's been faking challenges. Nas is the one who's been full sending it, and that's going to be game. Jack can just run the clock down here. Nas has to go. He's trying to find an angle with the ceiling. Jack's not going via the ceiling. He's just running it around the bottom. And it's going to be another goal.
Yeah,
for a
Jack's been
round.
impressive.
2 games straight for the Englishman. What a turnaround. Even though Nas has looked every bit as explosive as ever, he's been unable to assert his dominance. He's been unable to get into those positions where he can just keep his opponent in
Oh.
defense. Those positions we're so used to seeing him in have been pretty few and far between.
The
yeah, Atau took that.
So Nas is out here. Will we see
We're
a
lost
power shake?
leading,
Saks
but
with
it's
one
close.
thanks to the prime sub, Albax, giving out a sub.
Mm.
to the
Bless
community
me.
as well. Looking at the predictions for this one, we had 810,000 beans from Twitch chat on Nas. That's 73% of the total beans. We had a 1.1 million
Oh.
prediction here. Nas,
Really nice shot.
heavy favorite according to Twitch chat. I would say as well, pretty heavy favorite if you ask me. Percentages before the match, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Maybe a
Wow.
3-1 is what you'd expect to see these days in Nas's favor. That's no longer possible, of course. But can Jack keep this going? Will Nas switch up his strategy? He's in the octane, so I don't
Okay, let's go
expect him to
back.
slow down at all. It's going to be a fast one. It's going to be a mechanical series.
Ooh.
Nas is out of boost though. Jack will know that, and he's intending
What
to
a
pass himself
touch.
off the side of the
That
post
was the,
again.
like insane, honestly.
Picked up some small pads on his rotation back to net, and half.
That was
flips
insane
into
by
big
Jack.
boost. That's phenomenal composure
Yeah,
by
that's
Jack.
some crazy defense right there. That's next level.
Nas sticking to, so far, the same strategy as before. Just immediately challenging whenever Jack's got a dribble.
Might get punished here.
First chance he gets. Jack's been much more about the pump fakes. Little fake challenge into an actual challenge there.
Great timing.
I'm going to say right now, I don't think Nas is going to win this if he keeps on just doing, barreling forward and doing the same thing over and over again. I think Jack's too smart to fall for that. Jack's almost managed to outplay Nas again at the near post. Heavy hit by Nas will back Jack down, but this is going to be crucial. Can Nas get 100 boost in time to reposition effectively? The answer is yes. Jack's flick's not
Great
good enough this time.
defense.
Wave dash is also not going to take him into a demo angle.
I think if Jack wins here,
Oh,
this
nice
would be
volley by Nas.
the first time he ever beats Nas, right?
Beautiful.
in a series.
Just as Jack was trying to line up a
I don't think they
counter
played
reverse.
much, but I think it would be the first time.
For this one, my mistake.
Unless it happened a long time ago.
Jack takes so many normal shots on goal. He does, yeah, he does take.
I don't think they really 1v1'd each other.
You know, shots.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they 1v1'd each other when they were in NA.
Boost management,
I can't remember.
pressure.
Yo,
Those shots
Rw9, it's been like literally
yield very strong
years.
positions, such
How
as
you
this
doing?
one. Notice that he just takes a
How
pretty
you doing?
standard
How you
shot for
doing?
his player of his caliber, and it sets up a very strong position where he has momentum. Nas does not,
Nice bomb.
and then he can just demo him and score.
I'm doing
next
good,
play.
man. I'm doing
That,
good.
in a nutshell, is what Jack's been all about today. He's not trying to score with the first chance.
These tourneys are happening every week for a little bit, so
The first chance,
they're pretty fun.
so that he can score more easily. Than
Just crazy high level 1v1.
well, Jack's just parked in front of Nas there. Nas had nowhere to go.
Oh,
Awkward open net by Jack. Missed, but now he's got such a good position again. Didn't wait around for that corner boost steal. It was going to be spawning a bit too late. There it was, just appearing for Nas. He was waiting on it. Low 50 by Jack.
nice
Steps
demo.
up
That's a
demo.
goal.
And
Smart.
another goal for him. Once again, it's just
I want to
super solid.
see if Atos winning gets tied.
Nas is in the air, nowhere to go.
Ruas has that.
If he turns
Looks
left
like
there, Jack's got
likely.
an open net. If he turns right, he's demoed, and Jack has an open net.
Yeah, Vatira Ruas is looking like a very close one. Same thing with Moxiato.
So
Nice kickoff.
At this level.
Are you playing any Rocket League these days, Droney, or are you
Especially a best of 5 where you start off
are you
game
not
one
really?
getting completely destroyed in game 1.
Oh,
The late kickoff by Jack will yield a fairly even position. He's got to be quick though.
That's a-
Nas is coming
oh,
in
nice save.
for the shot off the back
Jack
corner.
saved a lot of
So
boost
Jack
here,
just-
actually. I think Nas might be surprised by the boost total of Jack.
Jack just putting the ball over Nas's head. Again, setting up that boost steal. Threatening the back wall demo. Nas turned away from it. Nas has such good boost management here. He's faking low boost.
Nice
Oh,
pop.
looks like he might have waited a bit too long though.
You're
Yeah, this worked
you're playing a bit more than you used to, I
good
guess.
see.
You're
Nas
back.
this whole time wasn't boosting. He's trying to pretend that he has 0 or close to 0 when he actually had 60. He was trying to get Jack to air dribble perhaps, and at that point Nas would have flown in for a challenge. That would have been hard
Nice
to
shot.
come in.
Yeah, I think Jack's just reading Nas very well. Like he just has a very good read on how Nas plays 1v1, and that's why he's finding so much success.
Better not popularize this grimy, sweaty place. That was
He
worse.
knows a lot of Nas's tendencies.
What do you mean? Played against people doing this. What, playing
Gotcha,
against people who
gotcha.
go all in every play. Oh, sorry. Sorry for popularizing good gameplay.
I mean, it's like this for everyone, right?
I love that description. Grimy.
Gonna do different things at different parts of whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I know it does suck to always have.
You gotta prioritize what you need to prioritize, whatever.
Attacks you, takes a shot. They take your boost away, and then they just.
Bit of a weird
fall
touch by
again,
Jack.
attack again. Yeah, it's really annoying.
Because it's
Yeah,
gonna allow
it's
Nas to get in here.
I'll leave it
Yeah,
there.
it's actually gonna get scored on. See, I think Jack should not have popped that ball.
5 goals to 3.
Because,
Jack's
yeah,
in control in this situation.
if he rolled it, then nothing like that will ever happen. Nas is not even gonna
It's unfathomably boring.
push in.
What was that reference again? What was the unfathomably boring comment? Was it
Reset?
Al's opponent who called him unfathomably boring? I can't remember who it was.
Oh, I think Jack got caught
Oh no, it was Jarius.
by surprise.
No. That was Drally Nas. You're right. It was Drally Nas. What was the one that Tho said to Jarius? I feel like Tho called Jarius boring as well. Snorius, Boreas. Yeah.
Boreas.
I think Tho called Jarius something along the lines of unfathomably boring. It wasn't unfathomably boring. That was Drally to Nas. In Salt Mine 3. But Salt Mine 2, I'm pretty sure Tho
Oh, nice timing.
called
Trip him.
Jarius some combination of unfathomably boring. Oh, that's extremely all in by Jack. He might try and play this back into his own half though.
Oh, he's done well there.
Nas is still coming forward
That's a 0.
for the crossbar bounce. Oh, he lost sight of
That
Nas,
is
though.
annoying if you're
Here it
Jack.
is from Jack,
And a
Nas back
soft.
into it near
Yeah.
ball, 6
See, Jack
goals.
knows he's 0, so he just doesn't think Nas will go.
That turn there, he
But Nas just knows. Nas just knows if he starts backing off, he's essentially screwed, right?
Nas was last seen.
So it's like super risky by Nas, but it's almost more risky to back off because he's screwed, right? When Jack gets that clean possession.
Yeah, the unfathomably boring comment is legendary. That was Durali, I think.
Plus
So
Ice
funny.
as
I mean,
his-
they're actually
Atao.
good friends. So
Atao winning
all
against
they've
Moxie.
become good friends. They played a lot of 2v2 together, and they've played a lot of show matches together. I'm sure one day we'll see them play together. If not soon with the FIFA E tournament, then maybe in the future get to see the Moroccan players team up. I'd love to see that.
Oh,
Just out of
oh,
curiosity.
oh.
Okay, game 4. Slipping away from apparently Jack here. Nas has an extremely good position. He knows what Jack's up to here. He knows he wants the demo. Not giving it to him. Nas denies the flick as well.
Nas has played such a good
Jack
game here,
might
honestly.
be good enough though. Oh, it's patience from Jack. He's found a way through.
Small chance for Jack, but it's gonna be really
Nas
difficult.
wasted a ton of time here.
The flip.
37 seconds to go. There's still
Moxie
plenty
with the
of time for
lead.
Jack. He can't afford to
Tie
give
game
it.
there. Every series is super
Series
close.
Looks like Nas is going to be the one who
That's a smart fake, and it's paid off very bigly.
Jack booms one to the backboard. Nas should have that under control though. It's a dire situation.
Oh, Nas has messed up here. Yeah, Jack should have scored there.
Jack gave it to him.
Ah, that's a throw from Jack.
He might have just left himself out of position.
Nas messed up, and Jack should have punished him.
And Jack does
That was his
comment
chance.
That was not the cleanest end to the game from Nas.
I now
don't
have
think
my
he would
new
been too
viewership
happy
record.
with that situation he put himself in. But we're going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's Nas swinging the momentum back in his favor.
Pretty big upset. I mean, Atao's very good. Looks like Atao's having a very good day though on the game. The way he beat Wavy as well. I'm getting an ad.
Hey, how are you? Break? Nah, not gonna run ad breaks. First off, I'm sure it wouldn't work. It's a bunch of bots. Also, the last thing I want is YouTube seeing me get 100,000 viewers and then running ads. Something tells me that won't be something they're very, or I should say 100,000 fake viewers. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Tie game there. Let's just take a peek. Rua's winning.
He is,
this should
viable
start.
playstyle. Well, maybe not. It's just playing for a boost advantage, playing for a momentum advantage, playing for possession, and then looking for easy conversions once he's established a strong position for himself. But it's just as viable to go for, you know, a Diaz-esque playstyle where every single play is, you know, I'm scoring this play right now. This is the one that's going in your net. He doesn't wait around for second chances. He just scores with every first chance he gets.
Space for Jack.
Both of those playstyles are viable right now. and it's what
Oh,
makes
such a good
them
hit
so
from
cool,
Jack.
in my opinion. It's
Didn't
so
quite
viable
believe in Nas
playstyle
missing though.
differences, different playstyles. Ground games, like
It's kinda
Moxie,
funny.
you've got the aerial game experts
They
like
grab
Diaz.
the opposite boosts. The ball is in the between them.
You've got the, well, he's not been really focused on it too much in the ATR Cup, but yeah, you've got defensive masterminds like Rw9. You've got offensive powerhouses as well. You've got physical players, you've got clean out play players. Everything's viable these days in ones, if you can do it well enough. But from this position,
Yeah, that's the cool thing about ones, right?
This is where
There is like not
Jack
one
lost last
style
week.
that works at all.
Did not make the final. He lost semi-final in game
Oh.
5. Just so difficult to keep chugging along against players of this caliber. Oh, good save by Jack, just barely doing enough there. He's got to force a favorable 50 here though. Nas has got him in a terrible position. Jack defends his back corner boost though. Just pops the ball immediately. It's gone in front of him though. He can't really do too much with
Yeah.
that. Nas realized that.
Good job, Nas, getting the
And now
demo there.
he's the
That's
one with the demo in the back
Is
corner.
that a
It's Nas
goal?
down the middle with a counter. Flicks it
Nice,
past
he
Jack
gets
for
it.
2-0.
it should be a goal, but
Jack getting a bit of a taste of his own medicine there. Nas caught him on the landing. This is where now it's up
yeah,
to
I think Jack
to
tried
try
to
and
make a
surprise
read
Nas again.
that he wouldn't flick it.
It looked like he had a winning formula, which Nas has stopped playing into. Does Jack have the ability to get mechanical and just put goals past Nas? Will he be able to put Nas in
Oh, wow.
positions where he is not comfortable?
Surprising.
It looks like so far.
Wow.
The answer's
Surprising
just
that's a
yes,
demo.
but only just barely. It It's another back corner demo, this time off a flip reset.
Yeah, Nats just tried to like hit the brakes and
At least
hoped
failed
that
to
it was
score
enough.
immediately. But that was about as close as you can get to getting a save in the recovery. Nas nearly had it. Now Jack trying to reverse dribble into his back corner.
This is bad.
Nas
That's a goal.
step ahead, and now scoring.
Yeah, Nats just knew like Jack is
was
just
really
sort of
hoping
trolling
Nas
there.
would go to the mid boost here, but Nas did not. He
Yeah, I
just
was
went
also
back corner
hoping
to
that
steal,
Nas
and then
wouldn't
got back
go
to
for that
goal.
ball.
Great position.
But he was just screwed.
Huge kick off for Nas. Denies the back corner boost pick up for Jack there. Jack forced to flick.
Oh, it reminds me a
Nas
lot of the
challenge
Moxie
though,
series
so
Jack
now
lost
just
last time.
completely backing off.
He looked so good in the last game as well, but it just can't quite...
And landed by Jack.
I mean, he can still win, obviously, here, but it's just like kind of slipping away, right?
Saving his own shot here, but didn't have enough momentum by the looks of things.
It's a good play. Want to look at this real quick? Okay, Ruas. Looks like he's finding his form against
Also
Vatira.
good for the Moroccan.
And Moxie's in trouble. Looks like he will
Big
lose
jump by Jack.
the
Nas
series.
Committed to the air, had him beat, but now has to back off.
Big upset.
Now Jack brings it down. Oh, he's
Oh my.
completely faked him.
Not the best defense, let's be
Nas
honest.
must have been expecting another air dribble bump. Jack is dribbling straight at him. He has got no angle to work with. You've heard me say this many times on my channel.
The funny thing about that is Jack didn't even really go low under him.
High likelihood.
He didn't need to
looks like
drop
that's
it.
what Nas expected.
It was already around him.
Trying to shut down the air dribble bump right at the point of takeoff.
Oh,
And Jack
he
is
might get bumped
carrying the
here.
ball directly under it.
Does not.
Absolutely insane. Now Jack, again, dribbling right at him, but with slight angle.
Wow,
Oh,
that's a
just
goal?
headed away for a dunk.
That's crazy.
What on earth is going on? Jack is in
How did that go
such a
past
rage.
Nas?
Fakes a flick, and then
Yeah.
perfectly blocks it top bins.
He needed some
And
help
Nas
there
just
from
runs
Nas.
to the corner.
Jack.
Half the game to go. Jack's in the lead. That is such an impressive sequence of play there by Jack. And now the demo's actually open. Oh, he nearly
Oh.
had it. He went for it. There's no hesitation on these demo opportunities. Jack's so good at spotting them. Another shot, forcing Nas into the air, setting up the demo threat, and now back we go.
It's gonna be tough for Nas to do anything here.
Jack gets these shots on target.
Yeah, this is good for Jack.
Demo threat, boost steal, and then we go again. Ball cam dribbling.
Big chance. Would be huge if he could score here.
Corner boost, and he
That's good
gets a
defense.
great angle to get a save there. Oh, what a
And he
shot as
scores.
well.
Wow. That's annoying if you're Jack.
That is a huge
Didn't really
save
misplay
from
there
Nas.
too badly. It's just a crazy save and
Faked out,
finds that angle.
demoed in the past two plays.
Yeah, Jack didn't really misplay there.
Guts to just pre-jump.
He could have timed it differently and all that, but oftentimes exactly what Jack did there would be a goal. And most of the time it would never be a counter-attack.
He puts in his challenges. And here comes Jack again. Nas nullifies the first play.
Slightly messed up there. Nas has saved a good amount of boost, yeah. Smart play from Nas, taking the ball the opposite direction. Jack's actually in trouble here. Not the best from Nas. Smart from Nas and he just scores it. Damn. That is a difficult shot to pull off, by the way, to get enough power. But yeah, Nas just called the bluff. The thing is there, Jack could hit that around him. And Jack knows, Nas knows that, but Nas just goes anyways. He calls the bluff.
Both of these guys have had some disgusting reads on each other's plays. Now Nas with the reset. Nas to the goal.
Yeah, this is pretty fun, this Nas Appjack matchup, because it reminds me a lot of old 1v1 series. Like O'Khalid versus Jack and stuff like that, because it's like a lot about reads, which is not so much what a lot, like, it's not the same thing as watching most modern high-level 1 series. It seems the way Nas plays sort of allows Jack to make a lot of reads, and it becomes this like reads back and forth kind of thing. It's very interesting to watch.
1 minute to go. Only one player can make the grand final. Nas with control, quick lines behind, sees Jack in
That could have
a retreating position.
been a mistake by Jack.
Failed his flick.
Ooh,
Complete miss on the ball there
big
by Nas.
mistake.
For once he's messed up something mechanical, Jack trips him up on the landing. He's got one free shot here. Tries to shoot top bins. That's a great
That should
shot
be a
by Jack.
goal.
Slow recovery by Nas, and Jack slots it.
That is so close to a save too.
Perfect placement on the shot.
I want to see
Right over
this
Nas's head.
from
That's
Nas.
so difficult to clear. Nas not far off the double save.
Wow.
The second shot is just as good.
I think if Nas stuck to the trajectory he had, he probably pinches
Two of the
that.
best in Europe right now.
That's a Nas
It's
possession.
Morocco against England.
Big kickoff
It's
win.
Nas
This
trying
could
to
be an
defend
important
his Neymar
moment.
the Rebels title against Jack,
Jack gets it.
who took down
He
the
can't
past
score here though.
champions rally last
He
week.
could get demoed.
Both players boost run dry. Jack counters the boost pick up with a
Oh,
pinch clear.
not what Jack wanted. I mean, it's
Nas has a
okay,
full pitch
but
to play with. Just under 30 seconds left. Not the most efficient takeoff. Nas is
That's scary.
all in here, but that's not going to matter when he can fake out Jack.
yeah, it's hard to defend actually.
Jack's so afraid of the reset high.
It could
that he
pop off his car
goes
right there
way too
if
high on
Nas
the
nails that
challenge. No part of the ball being
setup.
played there. And the
And
20 seconds
Jack
left, Jack
expects
trails
that
again.
because Nas is good.
Most volatile kickoff spawn, diagonal. Lots of options for
Moxie
Jack to work with here.
coming back
Going for
there.
the big one to the inside. Nas blocks it.
Okay.
Flips that direction. Nas also sticking
That might be
around the
GG,
ball.
honestly.
Not gonna give Jack.
Jack might not get a possession here.
Might not give Jack any possession.
Oh,
what a
Nas
knock
trolled.
Jack
Definitely.
with open net, and he doesn't miss it.
Yo, thank you so much for the raid, Ground Zero. Appreciate that.
Against all odds, Jack hits the
How's
most
your
open
stream?
net that anyone has ever seen. I thought surely he must be missing this. He's probably going to find a way to hit the post.
How's your
But
stream,
no,
man?
He scores. And now we're headed to overtime. Unless we have even more regulation drama. Jack can surely go all in. Ceiling reset. The shot is open to the top right.
Smashy was
and
playing?
he scores.
Yeah, W raid indeed. Thank you so much, man.
What a series. Jack's eliminated the defending champion for 2
Damn.
weeks in a row. Nas slowed down in the back wall. Left
This
the top
was an
corner
insane
open.
series, by the way.
And
This was
Jack
such a
did
good
not
series.
a
For
second
like
penalty.
1v1, like
And
1v1
Jack
IQ, this might be the best 1v1 series I've seen in so long.
and $0 in
It was
prize
like
to win
all
the
about the
title.
reads. Very cool series, in my opinion.
Nas
Like just a lot of like rock, paper, scissors type stuff, you know? Like you expect one thing, you do the other thing.
Jack and Nas.
Like you just read what each other are doing.
Highest IQ 1v1s I've seen in a while.
Oh yeah,
Second
Johnny
year,
said the same. It really
high-level
was though.
adaptations by both players.
It really was. That was a
The
very
fact that it was
interesting
so
series.
makes it all the more sweet for Jack because that was something special.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I really liked that series. That was super interesting.
You've been watching Fear since before he started YouTube? You mean YouTube streaming or YouTube at all? Because that's really long time ago. And
Yeah, we'll watch this, and then if
following
Vatira wins, we'll watch
wouldn't
the game
necessarily
5.
reflect that,
But it could go either way. In that game, it's close. 1 goal. What did you tell me?
Atto demoed in the attacking corner. Moxie set up the hook shot. Oh my goodness.
That's a great
Moxie
shot. That's not what you said.
absolutely
You said you
ripping this
want
shot.
Jack to win, or something
77
like that.
miles per hour is what the overlay's telling me. I normally do
Go back and
KPH,
look at
but
what you said. That's not what you said.
Rebellion loves
You changed your words there.
Miles per hour beacon KPH, but my goodness. Atto. A takeaway.
I really want Atau to win. He was playing so good against Wavy. Tie game there. Maybe you should watch the other one, actually. Because this one is about to end.
Oh my goodness, Moxie. I have to go back and see what happened here. Slow touch.
Okay, I'll watch this. We'll catch the other one after.
Was is completely overcommitted. It's been 2-goal swing. Uno reverse card, 2 goals.
Yeah, Ruwas, I haven't watched the series, obviously, but he's been overextending so much.
No, I'm in the lead. No, I am. The ball's in Roas's court now.
And Vatira is a player that has the similar issue in ones, oftentimes, where he's very, very aggressive.
The jump, he fakes again, but
Oh.
he's just
Vatira was made to look really stupid there. That's funny.
forgotten to defend.
Jumping. Jumping! Okay, I'm just gonna shoot, brother. That looked very funny.
7-7. Still with so much to go. Vatira, delay kickoffs worked. Can he get around it? Can he throw it in? Yes, he can.
Yeah, that's why you don't really want to jump like that when you fake, I think.
The delayed kickoff.
You rather want to
was
just
enormous
fake from the ground.
from Vati.
I mean, to be fair, Vatira jumped very high. I don't think he needed to jump that high
I feel like an auctioneer.
as well.
150. Can we get 850? Can we get 889, 899, 899?
Ooh. Thought that would be a demo.
Pinch. Red by Vatira. On ball now. 2-goal swing would be
Oh, that's open.
Throws it on.
That was open.
With the save. 30
Definitely
seconds
was
to lead.
open.
Demo comes through.
For a
Be
moment.
back in time. Yes, he will.
Just
Sport.
didn't expect
He's
it.
low, though. He looks for the 50. Vatira doesn't get it. But he keeps possession with boost. Takes it up again. More time being killed.
Is that open?
Where
Okay.
is Roas gone?
Yeah, I was about to say, where
Over the top.
is Roas there?
Like that. Roas turns. Vatira
That's a goal.
throws it on.
Oh, he almost touched it. Okay, GG.
And that might just
There you go, game 5 on that. And then we watch here.
Atto staring at an open net after the takeaway. Around his own back wall. Minute 25.
Moxie in some trouble.
2 goals that Moxie needs to make up. Looking to play the winner of Roas Vatira in the next semifinal. Moxie
Oh.
chasing down Atto. Doesn't connect on the
Oh,
ball, but does throw him off target.
Missed
Almost
it.
had a recovery solid enough to get a side flip shot, but was there just maybe a little bit late. Moxie on 14 boost. Now on 0. But he has a dream.
that's a goal.
And that dream is to get
Not
himself
quite.
one more kickoff
No boost.
before this series ends. Pops this one up over the top of Atto. He's not going to have as quick of a recovery, but he will be
Not
able
the
to
best
save
by
boost
Atto.
when Atto uses his to take the ball away.
Could have taken that ball back, surely. Okay,
Moxie
tries here, but
fighting for possession here. And
Yeah.
Atto bold.
I think Atao should have played that
Looking to
back
try and take
instead
control
of...
the ball. They ended up kind of pinching it together on this first touch.
It's a good idea there from Atao, though. Getting behind, trying to get the ball back, but he just didn't get the touch he wanted.
Didn't work out.
It's not a bad play, really. He just messed it up.
Here is that final kickoff he needs to win. Atto forcing it into the blue corner. He's going to chase into it to follow. Now trying to take it back into his own half. He does.
It's been so much Moxie possession.
Position, flick top left. Just barely
Ooh,
high.
and Atao saves it like that.
Doesn't
Yeah.
connect on what is normally his bread and butter. Atto to the back.
Oh, it's
wall.
not fast
Moxie recovers to
enough.
make the save, but 10 seconds left to go. And
That should be
certainly Atto
GG.
will
He
win
has full
the rest of his
boost.
time as he rolls this.
What can Moxie really do here? Oh, that was smart as well.
As he forced Moxie to back off, Will just fake it again, and it'll hit
Yeah.
the ground. Great mind games to finish. Atto will advance as he takes.
Takes down Moxie. Well done.
These two are, you just cannot separate them. But it has been a little bit different. Make sure you check that first one out before you watch this one, because I'm about to tell you what happened, but obviously we know what happened. Roas got the job done. But it was...
Yeah, these guys played each other in the first one, I think. It was very close. I think it was very close, if I remember correct, between them last time as well.
But in game 5, Roas, nice reset, goes low, finds bottom corner. Vatira not ready.
Kill this momentum a bit too much there, Vatira. You're kind of screwed at that point. Can't speed back up.
Vatira, 100 boost. Takes it up, nice touch.
It's a good setup.
Roas to touch, you can find a nice reset, backs off.
Plays it safe.
Up now. Gonna pop it away, looking
Pretty big advantage here for Vatira in this play.
Pack goes all the way back corner. Vatira has space now. If you can find
It's just not the correct timing. It's gonna get punished for that. Like, it's totally the correct idea and a nice setup, but it's just the timing wise that did not work out.
If you overcommit, if you fire a shot, if you pull the trigger too hard, too much, too early, it's just a goal the other end. That's just the tightrope you have to walk in these top class 1v1s. It's another.
Oh my, what a save.
See how quickly Roas rips those. Thought it was going to be another goal for that man. Vatira trying to keep close. Wins a 50, but loses corner boost. Roas knows. He's got the upper hand for now. Fakes the ground pitch for Tira. Fakes the 50 as well. Fires
Close.
the shot wide. Roas letting it bounce. Trying to bait Vatira off that corner boost.
Vatira with the
Hasn't
ball.
worked. In possession still. Pops it up. Actually going to wait. Now he chooses to fire. Fakes the ground pinch. Roas
It's a bit
just
too
doesn't
much
bite on any of that.
mess up from Vatira.
Nonsense. He says, get that sort of stuff out of here. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I think that second jump was never gonna work,
And
the
he's
fake.
on the 3-goal lead in the final game. Last time it went down to the last second between these two.
3-0.
His other ideas so far here on Champ Field. He's won the kickoff
Smart.
with Vatira, though, but he needs to find
Didn't
his
get it,
first
though.
goal. He's grabbed all the boost.
It's been this position a lot where Vatira is here with possession, and he's not been able to convert on any of it.
Reset, ceiling, fake.
Gets a goal here, though.
Finds it as soon as he
Good timing on that shot.
As soon as Roas shapes up.
Good old ceiling shot. Still works.
Vatira finds the left-hand side. Vatira popping.
Oh, messes up the
Accidentally
touch.
pinches it, look to pop it up. Stays on, however. Looks for the pinch.
Good
looks to
50.
smother that ball in and does find the other side of the net.
Gets a really nice block on that.
In the 50s so far this series. Has gone this a lot.
It's annoying to give up. I would be, yeah,
He's wedged this
very
ball
annoyed if I was Roas there. Just does not feel like it should be a goal
first attempt
from his
for
POV at all.
He's
I am certain of it.
defense. He's got a nice 50. He's got a nice bump, and he's going to get another one.
It's all
It's
tied
a
up.
goal swing.
Off game to go. This is the only match running currently, I think.
Just when you think, oh, we're going to have a
Yeah.
one-sided game 5, think again because we're back to 3-3. Oh, Vatira, did he backflip? Did he try and dodge the bump, or did he just try and go a little bit fast here? Well, we do know he's Roas is on the ball with a reset.
Oh.
Vatira's touched it
Nice own goal.
into his own net. He went way too high on the save. And as soon as Roas saw that ceiling from Vatira, strikes true. Roas takes it to the wall. Pop up. Reset. Faking. Vatira biting. Low 50. Vatira wins. And looks
Is
for
that
the
him?
shot on net. Is Roas back in time? No, he's not.
Two minutes.
4-4. Vatira wins kickoff. Does he go for the instant shot? He fakes. He fakes again. He pops this
Expected
time.
Roas to actually chow there, I think. Vatira doesn't have a great read on when Roas is challenging defense, I'm noticing.
Vatira fakes the corner touch, wins the 50, and if he can recover, gets the goal, but he doesn't. Vatira doesn't grab corner boost. Or Roas doesn't
That's
grab
a big
corner boost.
mistake from
Does he get
Vatira.
the angle? No.
Ooh. Does make it back though.
So many little
Oh.
he's completely cut him to pieces. He faked the first. And then just completely sliced the second.
It's not a good chow.
And watches the entire replay for good measure. Someone find his ankles. They were left in the middle of champ field.
That's a good touch.
Batsy up. Nice first touch. Reset. Fakes. Goes low. Stays under it. Gets a nice bump as well. And Roas, if he can find the shot. Roas still gets the
Not
save,
enough.
but
Gonna slow roll it.
Vatira just gonna watch him
Knock 1 or 2 seconds off the clock there.
kill a couple of extra seconds and get a 2-goal lead. He was 3 goals down in game 5. He scored 6 to the last 7. 127 left. Wants another bump.
Wow, Roas just eats that. Vatira somehow had 40 there, which is crazy. I don't know how he had a 40 boost.
Controlling. Nice backflip challenge from Vatira. Roas ready, grabs boost.
Oh wow, he sniped him.
Finds the demo.
He jumped into him. That's so annoying to die there if you're Roas.
3-goal lead.
Just jumped for it, sniped him.
Roas throws him a
Bang.
nice one. Not sure if that was a intentional nice one or he's a little bit annoyed at the bump strategy. But he wedged him off the wall. Need to remind everyone of last week. It was Roas in 5. Is it going to be Vatira getting the revenge? Tying the ledger at 1-1.
Looks like it will be.
Some magic.
Definitely looks like Vatira has this now.
One by Vatira with boost, with ball. He's going to launch it downfield. He might have another one. Free double if he can land it. He's missed.
Just missed that, yeah.
Could have been game. Roas still with a chance. He's got to win the race of the boost, and he has done so. Throws the rip on net.
Whoop.
He has to wait. Shot on. Vatira save. 50
Oh.
perfect from Roas.
Actually a chance.
26 seconds.
Unfortunate for Vatira, actually. That slips by him, because if that didn't happen, then it's GG. They're kind of trash-talking each other. There's some salt.
50, one
Oi, oi, oi.
by Roas. Perfect. Into the flick.
Gets the save, that's GG. Yeah, that's GG.
Grabs 100.
GG.
Roas has to go now. Wants to shape up straight away. Vatira knows he's looking for an instant challenge. He knows there's no time left. 10 seconds.
Should be, at least.
Can he cut
Yeah.
across it? He's lost it off his
GG,
body.
GG.
Has to
Vatira
win.
takes it.
Vatira just has to kill every second, and he's gonna win the rematch. It was just as good as the first.
Okay,
The
okay.
bar for being a super team in that game is way lower than if you're a super team in China or Korea. Way lower. Because the competition is like lower. And the same is true in Rocketleague, but to a lesser degree. There's not as big of a gap, but there's definitely a noticeable gap. EU is the strongest region. So to be a super team in EU, you need to be more super than you do in other regions like SAM, NA, MENA. OCE has a an even lower bar to be a super team.
Yeah, it's true.
They have an even lower bar to be a super team.
Vatira was versus Atao.
Super team.
Teammates going at it
You don't need
to face Jack in the final.
you know, you don't need to be
Who's
any
got it, guys?
kind of threat
Atao or
to
Vatira?
OCE.
Yeah, I think Atao's playing very good. He must be, with like the way he dismantled Wavy and also actually taking down Moxie. I think, yeah, I might be leaning. I mean, it's gonna be like so close, but I might be leaning Atao on form. But yeah, Vatira's playing good too, though.
A lot of game 5s today. Vatira, Juicy game 5.
You never know.
Jack game 5. Joris is Grandma game 5.
Yo,
Let me go ahead
Mr.
and
OMG,
start
Mr. Color Change OMG guy. How are you doing?
details. And then we can get stuck into the semi-final number 2.
My OMG guy, OMG Lord.
But what do you guys think? Is a team like Alpha 50? What's the rumored Alpha 54 team right now? Is it Itachi Alpha Oski? I think it is. I think that's the rumored Alpha 54 roster, isn't it? Is that a super team?
Yo, thank you so
What
much for
if
the
that's a
prime.
super team
30
too, if
months,
it's
holy
not a
shit.
super team?
You're forgetting OMG Prime Summer too, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I remembered it. You made me remember it.
Agrees too. That is not a super team. Is Vitality a super
Mr.
team?
OMG
Yes, former world champion in every
Color
position.
Change Prime Subber
2
guy.
World's MVPs and one guy's won worlds twice.
The red
That's a
badge.
super team.
Indeed.
Is KC a super team? I think most people would say yes, because Vatira's won 2 majors. Durali's just won worlds. He was rookie of the year. And Atto last year for KC.
What the?
KC was,
Oh, someone rated him.
neck and neck with Vatira for best player, I would say. So I think, yeah, probably a super team. Hey, CJ, thanks for the raid. Yeah, 1.5. It's kind of.
Is your color red, Wizard? It's not on my screen.
Kind of, but they had yeah.
You're not red for me. Are you supposed to be red?
Like, I think Vitality are the super team, though. I think we can all agree. on that.
Diary is red for me.
Team that's just like, okay, that's a disgusting list of accomplishments that you've got.
You're not
Even
though.
if KC beat them right now.
Yeah, it's like pink.
That immediately makes them a super team of Vitality's caliber.
I mean, it's much more pink than it's red.
I think they still qualify.
It's a purplish pink,
All right.
right?
Let me make this lobby.
I think at least.
The two players are fighting over blue team right now.
In your eyes, it's red.
Right now, so we
What
do
does
get
that even mean?
So the game is starting in 3 minutes. Atto versus
It's interesting, right? I feel like people have different ideas of like
grand final.
how colors work.
You can prime our tier 1 to dodge ads.
Because, for instance,
You're not going to miss any gameplay.
my dad always says like turquoise. Turquoise is like green.
The best.
But of course, turquoise is somewhere between green and
World BMO is debatably one of the best.
somewhere between green and blue.
Results. Yeah,
Right.
Atomic is a 2-time major winner, and Daniel and Beast Mode are now both 1-time.
And you have like
major winners.
different
Oh, wait, yeah, the
sort of,
prediction is wrong. So we need to cancel that one.
you know,
How do we-
variations on turquoise as well, but it's kind of confusing
oops. I've deleted it.
with like these in-between colors.
Deleted it. There we go. Okay. So Atto wanted blue team, but Vatira's taken it away from him. Vatira, the higher seed here, has blue team from Atto. Make the lobby now that we've confirmed that. Then we'll be starting in about 2 minutes. What do you guys think? Is there like a different bar for super team depending on the region? One in chat if a OCE super team is a different like level of like you need to be a different level to achieve OCE super team status than you need in NA or EU. One. So everybody understands that concept. There's levels to it. Otherwise you would not be able to distinguish between regions.
Yeah, everyone's confused about the wavy thing. Yeah, wavy got smoked.
That's my opinion on it anyway. It's just a test lobby, by the way. Don't panic. It's just a test lobby. He says, "Good luck, my frero." Is that like some cute way of saying brother or something? On Battu le Avenger. I don't know. I'm guessing he's saying that they're the Avengers. We beat the event. Oh, he says we beat the Avengers. Oui. Je sais pas comment. I can't actually understand what I'm saying right now.
I think Atau said he's hard trolled the
So is Atto saying no, actually we're the Avengers.
counters
We didn't beat the
against
Avengers, we are the
Moxie
Avengers.
or something like that.
I'm just guessing that that's what he said based on like the context. Oh, what is this? Is he trash talking Roas? Tro is like strong. What's CHO? What is that? What's he said here? Somebody help me out. I need to understand my French trash talk. I hard trolled against Moxie. I should have won 3-1. Oh, is this a different way of saying showed? Tro showed. Yeah, showed is hot. CHAUDE. So that's just a slang way to say that, is it? CHO. Said Roas is too hot. Or very. No, what did he say? Strong hot. Is that what it literally. Would it literally translate to strong hot? But it's just slang for very good. Yeah, showed is CHAUDE. The reason I know that is because when you want to order like coffee.
Yeah, so apparently he said complimented Ruans.
Café. Un café american. Por favor. I'm joking, that's Spanish. But yeah, showed would be hot. Do you guys like Atto's anthem, by the way? I might have to listen to that a lot this game, for goodness sake. I'm going to turn this off if that's just going to be annoying. What is this?
I don't even hear the anthems.
Okay,
I have it turned off.
I love learning
I
a
think.
little bit of French here and there.
When I play.
Here we are in the semi-final number 2 of the ATR Cup number 3 for Europe.
Okay, we go.
Atto. We've got the Carmine Corp domestic.
It's a good bump.
Down Roas, and Atto's just taken down Moxie, so neither guy's had an easy road to the semi-finals. But only the winner of the tournament will actually win money today.
Well, that's a goal.
$100 to the winner, $0 for everybody else. And if these guys
I'd
win,
normally
they'll
pick
just win,
Vatira in this matchup.
their teammate in the semi, and then they're going to need to
But
win
it seems like Atau's
back
playing
to win
very
the
good
final.
today. So I think I'm going with Atau.
Appjack's versus the winner of this in the final. I'm going to be streaming that right after this match is done.
I'm sorry.
In the ATR Cup.
I cannot do that,
Vatira's
Carolina.
flying start. I didn't get a chance to watch much of the
Sorry,
Ato
sorry.
versus Moxie match. He'd pretty
No
much won
boosting
it by the
service.
time I tuned in. There was a couple minutes left, and Ato just managed to close it out from a 2-goal advantage when I tuned in. But Vatira Ruas, I caught pretty much all of Game 5, and Vatira's looking locked in today. Last time he played Ruas, he kind of beamed the last plays of the game. Not today. He has been consistent. Actually came back from 3 goals down in Game 5 against Ruas.
It's a great shot.
That's a lovely little ceiling drop down into the net by Vatira. Saw the pre-jump from Ato coming,
Yep.
and he just knocks it straight past him. Ato, one of my favorite players to watch in 1v1. He's super creative with how he plays.
Oh, smart
Always
bump.
A player who'll back himself to score from any position. It would be a real stylistic mismatch to see something like Ato versus apparently Jack in the final. Ato, very much all in whenever he's attacking in the air.
Yeah,
Apparently Jack looking to never go all in.
it's very
I'd
true.
put Vatira somewhere in the middle of the two. I think Vatira's kind of got an all-rounder playstyle in ones these days.
I think so too,
Leans
but he's
towards
very
aggressive
aggressive.
Defense. That's the one thing that you can usually identify with Vatira's play. He loves to get in his opponent's face
Yeah,
and put the pressure on them.
definitely.
Ato looking to create an angle with the reset. Vatira
Oh, that's not a good bounce for Vatira.
Ato really taking his time at the near post.
Nice
fire.
shot.
Just let the ball bounce a little bit lower. He didn't want to hit it on this bounce because it would have gone too high. Didn't want to hit it on that bounce because it would have gone too high, so he just catches it.
Totally read what
and
Vatira was doing there. It's
Hey,
pretty
Raids,
well
thanks for
done.
the raids. Hope you had a good stream today. Some pretty sick matches.
Big
in
kickoff
the
win.
Cup, and yeah, we just set a record, by the way.
Oh.
Just tuning in. We just set a record on ATR Cup signups this week. I think we had 465.
Ato gets Vatira on the way. Vatira demoed Ruas pretty much. Not exactly the same, but
help us break that. Maybe we could break 500 this
similar.
week for ATR Cup 4 EU NA combined.
Oh, he played that very nice, but he does miss the goal.
And who knows? Maybe one of you will end up in a YouTube video if you have a fun player.
I believe Vatira messed up there. And I think Ato actually had the correct read.
Like the 1v2 between Matt.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that
definitely
was
tried to touch it.
there for Vatira.
He definitely tried to touch it.
And even if you don't end up in a funny game, you might end up
I
against,
think-
some top tier players, which I know is something that you guys enjoy doing. You know, some places you have to like gift 5 subs to play against a top player, but in ATR Cup you
It's
can
almost-
sign up and play against a top player.
Of course, it's possible he tried to do that, but
It's an absolute bargain.
it just don't seem likely.
But not these guys. These guys have to. These guys will auto.
Ato now.
Play Vatira, Ato. You want to play Vatira, Ato,
Big
you gotta sign up for
advantage.
Salt Mine.
It's
Salt
very
Mine
good in
Quals.
these positions. I like that from Ato. It's like really reading what Vatira's doing.
So lots of 1v1.
But yeah, all in move will get punished.
It's going to be probably the most stacked month for 1v1s in the history of Rocket League. Mondays, Tuesdays, ATR Cup, Thursdays, Fridays, Salt Mine Quals. And we want you to sign up to all of those to help us run more of them in the future. Is there a sign up
Eek.
link to Salt Mine 4? There is indeed.
Oh, that's actually a great touch because it denies Ato that mid boost grab.
It's in the description.
Oh, and Ato's messed up there.
The
Yep.
Sign-ups are already available for all 4 Salt Mine Quals. So
Just
you can
slightly
sign
too
up
bad
for
control.
If you want to, just do it now, and then you don't have to come back every week and sign up. Ato, 3 goals behind. Plenty time to work with. That's some nice control. Oh, look at the composure.
Good
Ato
shot.
takes a bit of a bump in the air, but it doesn't slow him down too much. He just shrugs it off, gets right back towards the ball, and then he reset doubles it. because
It didn't even need to do
this might
that.
be a slow shot if I don't kick it into the crossbar with a flip reset.
Because I think I think the slow shot would have been more than good enough. Vatira was not returning. Surely.
Oh, CJ, if you're still in chat, do we have that Chalkcast?
Oh, Vatira with a nice bump.
Table we were discussing.
It's very huge. Gonna kill a lot of time. Gonna maybe even lead to goal.
You guys in on a secret, if you guys can keep
It's a good. Oh, that's a really good setup. He does mess it up though a little bit.
There's been a lot of talk great.
He almost had
recently
that
in Rocket
direct
League
shot there.
about orgs. Oh
Ooh.
my goodness, Vatira's almost scored. I thought it was hitting the crossbar. 2, you guys can't keep a secret? Alright, never mind.
This
I'll
kind of
keep
needs to be a
myself.
goal soon here for Ato. He's got a very nice chance here. And quiet. It's good defense.
Press it once, you morons.
Ooh.
Oh wow, suddenly everybody can keep secret. What change? Nice control again by Atto, just working his way into a
Big
favorable
goal.
position
Very important goal.
and then finishing it off. Vatira's getting a piece of every single area like Shane.
Is that not an easy goal to get?
But don't worry, don't worry. I believe that you guys can keep a secret. It's fine. I know you're all trolling. I know you're all really good secret keepers. There's been a lot of talk in Rocket League recently about orgs and stability and the esports scene. A lot of org owners, a lot of
Ooh,
CEOs
big
have
move.
been chatting
Miss
about
on the
it
boost grab.
socials. Vatira just missed a boost and couldn't save this, by the way. How close was he to getting it? Oh,
But yeah, the thing is there, the way that ball is floating, Vatira knows
actually close to comeback. Yeah, we
there's
wanted
a
to
big
look at
threat of
right
an
table
instant
with,
shot too.
some org owners of
So he
any
tries to like
org owners
barely
that
pick up the
involved
boost.
in
He doesn't want to take a wide line at all.
Because, yeah, we at Shotcast, myself, Riz, CJ, we love
Oh,
to keep our
barely.
finger on the pulse of the pro scene, organizations, stuff like that. And we'd love to, you know, hear what are some
Wow.
of the suggestions to help Rocket League esports stabilize and provide stability for pro teams, pro players. So, yeah, what orgs do you guys want to hear from? And are they interested
Might be a
in
goal.
on Shotcast?
Wow, that's a
I'm gonna
crazy
have
save.
discussion with,
That is
with
such a good
everybody,
save.
see if we can fix all the problems that they're bringing up. Because they're bringing up a lot of valid issues, and a lot of orgs have had some extremely, you know, tough times recently. Esports has been difficult, so yeah, we'd love to hear what they've got to say. Okay, Vatira can put this game to bed right here. Already up by 1, make it 2.
Yeah, that's GG.
With 8 seconds left, Ato's
In game 1.
to come back here. Let's see if he's got anything in his back pocket. This is a tough spawn to get one from.
Yeah, no
Delay is
doubt that
probably
it's
the most
GG.
likely outcome here. Nah, he just plays standard and hopes for the best. It's not going to work. And Vatira takes game 1. Confident finish on the rebound as well. Just to add insult to injury.
Bang.
I really hope that that's not DMCA music. I mean, it says in my settings that it's not. That's Ato's end of game celebration song there. I've enabled stream safe music in Rocket League settings, so if I get DMCA, then that button's a lie. The Tragoff, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the channel. KT Cruiser, thanks for the Prime as well. For Andy UK, or it's just Andy UK 86, thanks for the Prime. And Kleiner Blood, thanks for the 10-month tier 1 as well. He says, what about that FIFA E France team? Looks like a pretty decent team if you ask me. I'm liking the fact that we're going to get to see Zen and Vatira pair up together. I'm surprised they didn't bring a sub though. I thought maybe they'd do a 4-man roster. I feel like Exotic, being World's MVP, kind of deserved the call up. That was the only player that I'm you know, a bit sad didn't get the call. I think it would have been cool to see a 4-man roster there. Exotic, Zen, Vati, Monkey Moon. That's the only, but obviously, you know, you've got Zen, Vati, Monkey Moon. You're probably going to be quite happy with that. Squash DRL, thanks to 32 months. It's actually 34 months.
Yeah, I mean, that is the best French team you can make, probably, right? Feels like it.
There you go.
I mean, it's probably, like, could be the best team you could make in the world as well. Potentially.
Irma, thanks for the 24-month Prime as well. Or sorry, it's 12-month Prime. Rocket League Chris, thanks for 40.
It's a ridiculous team.
Says if you want to beat Nas in game 5, 0 seconds, head over to nextrank.com and learn all the skills needed to beat Next Rank. Yeah, that's pretty much what Jack did. And it's also a good idea. Use the link in the description if you want to sign up for free content. Poka64, I'm getting through the subs here. This is a big one. I've got to shout this one out. Poka64, thanks for the 100-month resub. 100 months!
That's crazy.
Are you serious? That goes for you. 100 months. That's outrageous. I think that's the first one as well. Poker64, the first to 100 months. What an absolute scam! What a waste of money. Am I right? Minus 500. Nah, but seriously, I do appreciate that a lot. That's outrageous. And I hope one day that
Yo,
my
Callum.
Jesse subscription streak will reach
Oh,
100 months as well. You've inspired me to not turn off my Jesse sub. He's actually been streaming a lot recently as well, which is equally inspiring to keep me subbing to Jesse.
ooh.
All right, let's lock in. Let's see if Vatira and Atto are going to send us deep into a series, or is this one going to be over quickly? It looks like they're dialing it back a little bit, dialing back the aggression a little bit in this second game. But Atto gets right back to his best.
L casting? What do you mean?
Vatira's had so many fake jumps today. That wasn't a very good 50 at the end of it all from Vatira. He's been fake jumping a lot between himself and the Rw9 matchup, now between himself and Atto as well. Some fantastic
Fakes it.
use of the wave dash there by Vatira to keep the pressure on after Atto did not fall. For
That would be L casting. What do you mean?
Atto's so confident in his aerial game in ones. Now he's going to get into the fake jump action. Vatira's going to dispossess him as a result. Simple
Good
flip by
save.
Vatira sets up a boost steal. Atto's
Oh,
boost
very
has been
aggressive.
pretty good in this exchange though, so Vatira's got to be careful. Atto has now run dry though. Using ball cam to see around the ball to see where Vatira was.
Gets the boost. Atto still with possession. Oh, tries to go low that time.
A very low scoring game 2 here between the KC boys. Atto mixing things up with a direct shot.
Oh, ooh.
Didn't really look like an air dribble was possible off that.
It's a good
bounce, so
touch.
Vatira
The
wasn't
nice
able to
Vatira,
free
that's
jump in.
nice possession. Forced into the air.
Very low to the ground. Reset attempt by Vatira that's equally unsuccessful. Atto now off the wall.
It's really awkward setup for Vatira to really score off
He's
of.
going to be able to bounce this middle. Answer is he won't immediately, but he goes for the backboard double, hits it, and Atto.
Wow, what a
saved
save.
it again. Atto just sits
And he should score
still
here.
with the goal
Oh, he threw.
and blocks Vatira's shot.
Yeah, he
twice.
threw. Oh,
Looking for
Vatira's
some
missed.
counter he's looking for. Vatira's
GG.
missed though. Well, Atto was off
GG.
target with the counter attack here. So much so that he didn't want to play for the immediate rebound, but he didn't have to. Vatira just missed his touch to the back corner. Pretty messy exchange that Atto comes out on top of. Very low scoring, very low production from Vatira in this second game especially. Atto's had a lot of chances. He's been trying not to overcommit while he attacks. Now here comes Vatira. Delayed shot. Oh
Nice
my
goal.
goodness, what a shot by Vatira. He pops it up, dodges across to go for the
Yeah,
top corner.
wow.
And follows the ball for the double tap. I'm not
Wow.
sure he had any intention of doubling that when he actually hit the initial shot, but he realized immediately that it was a possibility. He's back within one. Atto searching for the double up. He's
Vatira
way off
faked him
target,
off.
but the recovery is immaculate. Vatira's
Oh,
demo
surprised
denied.
Vatira
Atto boost advantage.
did that.
Vatira back corner.
Atto's gonna have a nice setup.
Atto switches sides to mid. He's got a flip reset to work with. Not too much play in the ball though. Lets it bounce. He's trying to shoot high as well. Vatira's forced into his own net. He's saved up a lot of boost here though, Vatira. Atto's got to be careful. Fake ceiling challenge. But Atto does not pull the trigger too early.
Yeah, Atto's playing
He just
really
goes
good
straight
today.
through him. Just composure there from Atto. Vatira is trying to
KC
throw
looking
him off
good.
by jumping off the wall, flying up to the ceiling, hoping that Atto would flip early, lose control.
Good form in ones.
Atto did not lose control. It's been a very controlled game from Atto. He looks like he's just been in the same position all game long, continually attacking. And Vatira can't make contact.
Yeah,
That's gonna be-
KC might be the best 1v1 team right now
We
too.
all know Vatira can create goals quickly, but he's not
They
really
are,
moving
aren't
the
they?
ball for
There's
the
no real debate about that, I feel. Atto, Vatira, and Drali is a crazy
Fantastic
lineup
Vatira.
for a 1v1.
to get things started in the way of a comeback, but he shoots low, straight into Atto, who's not been jumping too early on any of Vatira's shots. Oh, what a double though! Vatira's ceiling shot double tap.
There's a chance, small chance.
Just when you think it might be
Gonna
over,
need something
he comes up with this
on the kickoff.
and makes it a 2-goal game. Still needs more kickoff
Oh, he does
possession,
win it.
and that is exactly what he's going to
Oh.
get Vatira in field.
Is that a mistake? It kind of
Pops it
is,
up in front
yeah.
of him. Atto Shuts it
Push
down,
the ball too
and
close to
shuts down
Atao,
the
essentially.
comeback. I really wondered if another ceiling play would have been the idea here from Vatira.
I think
that
it
would have made
was.
sense.
I think
They were
Johnny is
very-
correct.
Very consistent with the ceiling setup, so I'm not sure why he decided
I mean, he
to
didn't necessarily need to
try
go
and
to the
build it
ceiling,
there.
but he pushed it so close to Atao.
But it is Atto taking
Almost
the
felt like he was worried about Atao going directly for the ball there.
Yep, we're just going to be hearing a lot of that post-game song, I suppose, with these two on the pitch.
So tied up.
Turn it up. I mean, it's already, I think, quite high. Is that not high volume?
Johnny's like
Any higher. It's
Champ
so
3,
loud in my ear.
GC1.
It is so loud in my ear. Game 3, we've got a best of 3 from here on. To see who will
Keyboard
win the grand
player.
finals to play against. Apparently, Jack Vatira's kicked off game 3 with a double bump onto Atto. Awkward shot that wasn't max power from Vatira.
He's definitely got good game sense, yeah.
Oh, wow. Atto reset on Vatira's car and almost scored. Now he will be, surely.
Ooh.
Oh, but not before the mind game. He's just sent
But he's not
Vatira
really, you know,
across the set.
I don't think he really, you know, knows how to like
search of the
flip
ball.
reset really, like lots of, like he hasn't really
Got with the
practiced
sword on the
mechanics.
inside of the post. Huge fake from Atto.
You gotta remember most of his time playing Rocket League was like a long time ago.
That was ridiculous.
Like pretty much before the the meta had developed in that way, so I don't think he ever practiced most things. I'm almost certain he doesn't know how to speed flip, how to
In the last game and
reset
right back
really,
to this one.
stuff like that.
Needs some high quality shots if he's
It's mostly
gonna
just
win
like
the
hitting the ball,
matchup. If he can't
kind
find
of
the ball in
thing.
the midfield, he is gonna need some
I mean, you can watch. He played at
extreme
RLCS, like at the World Championship.
Atto.
So you can, if you're curious, you can watch that.
Vatira's definitely capable of keeping Atto's offense at bay. That's a good hard hit to the backboard. Atto's hits it just as hard back into the midfield though, but now Vatira's off the wall play. It's not looking as
He actually played pretty good.
to the direct
For
wall
his
play.
rank.
Taking a sweet time with this one. A couple of fake air dribbles before going right back down to the ground again. Once more, Atto flip reset on Vatira's car. Half flips out of it, takes the boost away. And it's a positional advantage for Atto. He has dominated that last exchange. Vatira survives thanks to his crossbar. But this is better from Atto. He has been just a little bit of a higher level than Vatira today. Controlling that midfield. Oh, Vatira's found an angle though. That's such a smart pass.
I did say this. I think I normally pick Vatira
Vatira
in
here.
this matchup because I think generally I think he plays better in ones.
Curve.
But today Ataos looked so good. That's why I picked him.
Wall defense a bit too early.
Ataos just in form. Really good consistency today.
Vatira just testing the waters of these shots.
But
They double
Vatira
come
can
through.
definitely win.
Atto's read it
It's been very,
perfectly.
very, very close so far.
Nice block from Vatira. He's not wrong. I like that he's got nice block bound of all things. Fake overhead catch by Vatira. Instead challenging head on.
That flip is a bit of a
It looks
mistake.
like all Vatira's moves, trying to mind game Atto, are being read for the most part.
Oh,
what a
wow.
save, though. I mean,
How
the
is
save
that
by
a save?
Vatira are the kind of thing that made me question why he used to just be a head-on advancing defender, never playing goal line defense. He can really defend his goal like the best of them.
Oh,
Atto making Vatira's attack
Wow.
a bit normal right now as he scores his second goal of the game with a counter-attack. That was a bit too straightforward from Vatira. Yes, it's a top corner shot, but it wasn't fast enough, it wasn't early enough to cause Atto enough issues.
oh,
Huge bump from Atto.
that was rolling on.
Be careful there though, the ball was still on target.
On reset.
Vatira fake ceiling challenge. Atto advances and
Nice try on the
slams one from
defense.
close range. I mean, Vatira's tried this play quite a few times. He's tried to get Atto to pull the trigger too early by coming into the screen at a weird angle, but it just doesn't seem to work. Atto holds his nerve. He just keeps his ball control.
Yeah, I actually think
Even
Atao
with
didn't
Vatira
see
flying in
Vatira
front of him
there,
the way that
which
he
is why it
does.
didn't work
And he
very
calls
well.
out Vatira for
I don't
trying.
think he
It's
saw
one of the
him
ways you can
early enough.
mess with your
And then when he
opponent.
saw him, it was like, oh, he can't reach. He's
Gotta
not
shout out
actually
as well,
challenging, you
by the
know?
way, Vatira is streaming his POV today. I've got to check if Atto's streaming as well. It's really cool to see all the players streaming their POV of these tournaments. Oh yeah, Atto is streaming. So we've got Atto POV and Vatira POV of today's match, as well as about 10 view parties as I quickly
There's
scroll
no
through the
such
Rocket
player in
section.
Wizard, if you mean I mean,
Oh, what a shot.
the players
Atto.
that played
Looks like
RLC
he's
at the,
played
as at the
nice.
start of the time has absolutely no chance even qualifying for
Challenges off the ceiling,
a regional
challenges off the
these
wall.
days.
He's tried to actually challenge, and now
There's
he's
no
tried to
such player.
and wait to hopefully collect a bad shot. No such luck, Atto. Only shooting with the highest quality.
But like a player
Zero's out of position,
that's
Atto.
been able to like,
Almost goes up by 4.
you know,
Side of the post actually gives
be at
Vatira
the top of the
possession.
game. No such thing as a thing,
Score that
Wizard.
he's gonna come back, and he does score.
No, it's never happened.
So good when he just puts his head down
Since the inception of
and
Rocket League,
shoots the ball. When he
all
just
of
shoots
the
ball,
early players have
he's
completely fallen off.
better
For
than
like,
anybody. Tries
it's
all of
not even
these
close.
slow plays where he's bouncing the ball on target. Fake jump, fake jump. I think he's better.
like
when he just puts his head
try
down
like
and
top
just
100.
says, "I'm gonna put the ball in your net." and
Do you
it's
mean
not
like
about
a
it.
player that
That's what
started?
Atto's doing.
Like, do you mean
And
since the
working
start of their
hard.
career, or or
Trying
since the like
to-
inception of the game?
Both players have an incredibly high success rate with their
Is that
aerial
what you
plays, and
mean?
It seems like they're only getting better as the series goes on.
Because I interpreted it as you meant the start of the game, but I guess you mean like the start of their career kind of thing.
I've ever heard of.
Is that what you mean? Oh yeah, see, that's not a thing. Like, you should try top 200,
Atto
not top 5.
There is no farther part
You know what I mean? Like,
pitch from the
it's not even
opponent's goal,
close.
But no area on the pitch is out of reach. Vatira will get a goal on the counter here, though.
Like, who's the best player from the first RLCS who is currently playing? Like, who's the highest level?
It's been mostly
It's probably like Chronovi or
control.
like
Look how many
Cookser
shots Vatira's
are
created.
like probably Cookser is like the best actually. He's probably better than
Off
Chronovi
the ceiling again.
currently.
That shot low and in.
But one of
And
those
it's just
two
too good.
is probably the best out of the first people who played in RLCS.
As soon as Atto sees Vatira going the ceiling route, the scenic route to the
I do
ball,
think both of them can, like, they can get top
takes it up and
100
accelerates it to the bottom corner.
on the 2v2 leaderboard, but
The one place in the net that Vatira could not reach.
who's the
Atto
oldest? But
misses the immediate shot. He tried to score that well. Vatira's picking up the boost, but Vatira,
what do you mean top 5, by the way? Do you mean
will
top
get a
5
goal,
team
he'll
or
earn
top
it
5
himself.
player?
Obviously, if Atto scored that,
What do you mean?
it would be very good for him.
Do you mean
to
who's the
go down.
oldest on a top 5
It's a
team?
risky shot to
Top
take,
5
though. You
player?
miss it, you're only leading 2 goals.
I mean,
And
that
that's a goal.
first of all, you gotta define who the top 5 players are.
In the blink of an eye, Vatira's got a good position.
I don't even know who that
Atto's
is.
in a bit of trouble. He's fallen on the post.
And
This is
like
terrible.
Monkey
And he
Moon,
gets
like for
Vatira.
3v3, Monkey Moon's like probably the oldest that you could
Vatira's
say is a top
shot
5
here is
player.
perfect. He puts the ball in such an awkward
Or make an
position.
argument
Atto
for.
fell on the post. He had to jump.
And he is
He had to
like
jump off the
20
post
or
there.
something, I don't
He
know.
was going to slide all the way down to the ground. There was nowhere to go. He had no traction. And that allowed Vatira a free shot. He knew Atto had nowhere to go with it. Oh my goodness.
Squishy. Squishy's nowhere near that level. Like if Squishy played the European RLCS qualifiers, he would really struggle to make top 16, I think.
Vatira gets away from him. Ties the game. Well, it looked like it might have been a throw by Vati to not take the near post shot. But he controlled the following play, escaped the demo. And when presented with an open net, he
K-Dot played in Season 1, but yeah, that doesn't count then. He wasn't a pro.
Atto's fake delayed kickoff, I should say. Not going to work. Vatira takes it off the wall away from him. Atto.
Yeah,
not
Garrett
pushing
G
forward here. Vatira's got some time.
Garrett G
Nice angle
has
shot.
been around for a long
Makes one
time.
touch.
Was
Tries to
Garrett
dunk
G
it
at the
through.
first? He
Atto's
wasn't at the
struggle.
first
Will go down.
RLCS though. To my knowledge, I don't think he was. I mean, maybe he was, but I don't
One
think he
kick is
was.
lost, but he read Vatira's fake kickoff.
I mean, you can go back and
Play,
check,
though.
but I don't think
Vatira
Garrett G
knew it
played
was
at the
high.
first RLCS, did he?
Composure on the goal line. Vatira let the ball go 90% in before then saving it. But Atto reaches
I mean, beast
late
mode is like
and
way
scores the
later.
turnaround. Vatira was trying everything he could.
He's like a
to
little
get Atto
kid.
to back down, but much like the Rw9 series, his fake jumps have been his own worst enemy.
Chaussette?
Atto
Did
does not
Chaussette even play the first RLCS?
and waits for him to lose that flip timing.
Was he at the LAN?
Are you crazy in saying this might be one of the best ever ones tourneys? So many insanely close series. I
If he
I'm
was, then
biased
Chaussette
by-
is definitely the best player.
This has been a ridiculous, absolutely.
Like if he played the first RLCS LAN, then he's definitely the best player. Like the best current player that played the first RLCS. Yeah, but did Garrett G play the first RLCS? I don't remember. It's such a long time ago. He wasn't really a name back then. Like Gibbs was literally a more well-known player.
Here on
And I'm not joking. Like, Gibbs was actually a more well-known player than Garrett G back then.
Even though Vatira has a late charge there,
It's crazy. That's not a joke.
almost comes
That's
back.
serious.
It is 2 games in a row for Atto. Momentum is strongly in favor of the Belgian.
Like, actual facts.
And I like the control he's had, the composure he's had.
Yeah, Atto's just playing so good today.
Most of Vatira's tricks have
Garrett G
not
played?
worked
Okay, okay.
against Atto. Think back to the fake kickoff in
But he did
overtime
at the
last
LAN.
game. Atto saw it. A lot of Vatira's fake jumps.
Yeah, Kings of
Spots from
Urban.
Atto as well.
That makes
A lot of
sense.
Vatira's fake challenges. Ceiling challenges.
I think he had a horrible
Spots
team
by
too,
Atto.
though.
He has just not panicked when Vatira is faking him out.
But I mean, the super teams wasn't really a thing back then.
For Vatira that he has to just
Flipside was a super team back then, but other than that, there were like no real super
His fake
teams.
jumps are not working enough, and if that's the case for any of you guys at any level, it means you have to actually challenge more often. You have to actually go more often, because your fakes will only work if you go more often than you fake. If you fake all the time, you're gonna be
But like
very predictable.
a different thing, like probably the best player right now, who is like the oldest,
If there's not a
is
real fight,
probably Exotic.
the opponent guessing. So I want to see more
Like, off the top of my
Vatira
mind.
or just Chad
He's
challenge
probably the oldest
there,
player that is also the
ball
best.
challenges. Even if he gets out
If that
front,
makes sense.
He has to get aggressive. He has to go face on.
The best
and
old player.
simply go for the ball.
And he's not really old.
Wait, what happened here? I took a sip of water and the ball's in Atto's net. Did Atto try to delay? Oh, he did. He just got chipped. That's interesting. So Atto does like.
No, Monkey Moon is not as old as
what
Exotic.
Vatira did there
I
is
don't
he
think that's
jumped
true, is it?
to the bottom of the ball. What that
Is
does
it?
if
I feel like
Atto
that's not
keeps
true.
faking, if he's
Let me
delivering
check.
kickoff like that, then it will pop up over him. But if Atto
Are you sure about that?
It gives Vatira a little bit of a chance to.
I thought Monkey Moon was oh, they're that close. Damn, I thought Monkey Moon was like 1 year younger. Okay, okay.
Jump into the bottom of the ball like that, you don't get dunked on as hard, and that's what Vatira is going for there. It's kind of like.
So who's older out of the two of them?
Taking as much risk.
Like, okay, Exotic is older, 15 days.
Deny the air dribble ball
So
beautifully
my
as well.
statement is still true.
Shoots wide. Looked like far post bottom corner may have been open. It's another mind game by Vatira.
But yeah.
Atto is unable to counter, but the ball's.
I mean, we've had this conversation a lot, and it is pretty interesting. But yeah, I do think we'll see a lot more older players going forward
He was careful. Vatira now
who like stick around.
defend what would have otherwise been an open.
You know, like players like Vatira, he's not gonna suddenly become bad, even though he's getting older.
Ball, though, just shade too early for the boost respawn, but he has enough from.
Yeah, he's not old at all.
Shot.
It's more so.
This is why I want to see Vatira just go more.
I mean, this is like my theory, my opinion, and I believe it's true.
top bins. I mean,
Is like, and I've talked about this so much, so I'm kind of a broken record.
I'll tell you the answer.
But the thing is, like,
It's too good.
early on in Rocket League, like the top players, they started playing at an older-ish age. And now it's totally different, because all the good players now, they started playing at a young age, and therefore they can actually have a much more longevity in their Rocket League career, in my opinion.
Atto's gonna get a goal if he's careful here.
Because what really matters is that you actually start playing at a young age
The little trip onto Vatira should have sealed it, and now Vatira's missed an open net.
to get good, get good at something.
Opportunities, and both players were not able to score. Vatira spawns.
And it's like that with any skill, not just Rocket League. If you start at a fairly young age, you can actually reach higher skill ceiling compared to starting late.
Uses that to score straight away. Simple double jump shots.
It's like if you start playing the guitar or something at age 40, you're not gonna get very good compared to someone who starts age like 8, you know. And that's the same thing in action.
A pre-jump there, but the pre-jump is so good that Vatira just collected the ball anyway.
Welcome back, Banjay.
Pitch clear goes over to Atto's head. 2 minutes left, and we have got an advantage for Vatira. It looks more comfortable than anything he's had since game 1.
Yeah.
Vatira pinch center ball.
At least, I mean, not necessarily musicians. Like, you can start later than that, just for the record. Like, I think if you start, like, you know, age 12, that's still super young. For sure. But it's different if you start, like, age 18 or something like that. You can still get really good, though. And also, music is a bit different because
Unable to get the overhead.
That depends, like, if you talk, like, high-level musicianship or, like, high-level mechanics, you know, like, technique. Technique is difficult if you start later to get as good. But I think musicianship, you can get really high. If that makes sense. It's really the the hardest thing is the technique and sort of all of that. Like the muscle memory type stuff. It's really difficult.
He knows he's got Atto dead to rights here if he can get a good 50. He doesn't get a good 50 though. He draws almost to a complete.
Got a cell game replay, but there's no point in watching it.
Slowed down as well. Ground double from Vatira.
What do you mean?
On the exit. Atto with the boost advantage comes right back into
There's
the
no
play.
point watching it, but can you watch it? I feel like that logic doesn't add up. What do you mean? Why is there no point watching it, and I should still watch it, even though there's no point in watching it? Trying to understand.
But he slotted it across the goal to compensate.
That's nice though, Banjay. Can you relax for the rest of the night then? Done with your physics assignments?
So Vatira has to get it all.
You mean like in terms of
Very under the ball in that reset.
for it to be like something to improve off of? Or like it's good to analyze? You want me to watch it, but you don't think it's a good game to analyze. That's what I understand. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. We could do it another day, probably. I'd be down. But not tonight though, because I've already dedicated myself to watching 4 hours of Rocket League. I don't really feel like doing any more of just watching. It looks like Atta will close this out though. Atta's played so good today.
Truly ridiculous level of play we're seeing here in Atto's offense.
I think Jack will struggle to actually deal with this as well.
Vatira needs possession. Vatira needs a goal.
Just a silly level from Atta today.
Bit of a car at the moment. Spawns behind the play. Atto slots it.
And yeah, my prediction is right. Atta will take it. But that was a super close series though. Vatira's also had a really good day for 1v1. Yeah, like I said, normally I would pick Vatira in that matchup, but Atta's just playing so good today. Had to pick him. We have Appjack versus Attau, which I think is a final no one would predict. But here we are. Just shows how many good 1v1 players there are in Europe right now. Especially when you include Morocco and the Middle East. It is quite ridiculous.
There was always an idea there. Like there was a thought process. He's not just thinking, I'm going to jump here for no reason.
I recognize the second name. I'm not familiar with the first.
He did this in the Rw9 series. He got scored on. A lot of the time he did it in the Atto series. Well, I shouldn't say every time because I didn't watch the whole Rw9 series, but I just know he fake jumped a lot in these series and it didn't work anywhere near as much as he wanted to. He's taking the chance that he can possibly early flick. Yeah, but who cares? My point is who cares, right? Who cares if he early flicks? If he early flicks, you're probably not saving it anyway. You know, if somebody like hits a perfect flick right now, like if you're up against Moxie at that range and he hits a perfect flick, okay, he's scored. Congrats. You know how to stop that? It's not pre-jumping the flick, it's challenging the flick. So I think he should challenge. I think he probably should have challenged more head on. Just to earn more respect from Atto, because I think he probably...
Yeah, that's a good point.
In my opinion.
Vatira was doing that against Rw9 as well, I saw. He's kind of just standing there jumping, hoping, sort of. He didn't want to challenge, I guess, yeah.
Pretty close. But Atto played brilliantly. Atto looked terrifying. His ball control was ridiculous, and yeah, Jack's going to need to be on his...
But yeah, I think, yeah, that's going to be really tough. I mean, Jack has a style to deal with.
Right, guys. Grand finals coming up. Very soon.
Really anything in terms of stuff like that. He can adapt, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. Attau's looking really good, but so is Jack. I really don't know who will win this. I think I'm leaning Attau. He's just playing so good right now.
If you do get an ad break. Socks from Amazon, thanks for the 2-month Prime.
I mean, Banjay has been in lobbies with them many times. And I think what's Banjay's peak rating? It's pretty high. What's your peak rating, Banjay? 2.3k. No, Banjay's like 2.3k. His peak.
Today he had Stizzy in round 1, Grama round 2, and then Nas. The
No,
big
Banjay's an SSL player.
and he was able to take down.
He's almost gotten top 100.
Yeah, Wavy played on ping. Shout out Wavy, I see you in chat. Yeah, shout out Wavy for playing on ping because it's.
Who's Banjay? Who's bro for real?
Because they know they're at a disadvantage, so they like to just stick to their comfort zone. But Wavy, you know, stepping into EU servers, is a ballsy move. So
No,
I
Sino's
respect
talking
that.
about Banjay. Of
Yeah,
course.
Rally was unavailable this
It's making fun of Banjay.
But yeah, hopefully we'll get.
It's
you
more
back
fun
again
that way.
for another EU ATR Cup. I mean, this time you've just ran into Atto, who's in incredible form, so it's tough match up there when Atto's playing like this. Yeah, I think we'll probably get a couple of EU players in the NA one as well.
Oh, really? That would be interesting if we got EU players in the NA one.
That's really cool though. I love that we've got Vatira and Atto both streaming their POV.
Snoop Dogg Banjay.
Of the tournament today. That's so cool to see. I love seeing pro players stream tournament gameplay like this because I know some of you will prefer to watch the pro player POV and some of you will prefer to watch the casted matches.
Thank you, Banjay.
So
They called me the
pro player
comedian.
stream, we get both. And everybody's
I'm just laughing because I just like want to see the reactions from the bad joke.
We just got a Tesla right now. In case anyone's wondering.
That's like the
Yeah,
funny
okay,
thing.
Best of 5, just best of 5 all the way through today. Viewing experience skyrocketed your commentary in the background while switching between the POVs. That's smart actually. Yeah, you can have audio from one and video from the other. That's a good idea as well. I mean, I like to do that. See, the thing about these tournaments, I've always had the same philosophy with them since the start. Since back in the day, the European Invitational Fusion. You know, it would have been easy for me with Fusion 2019 to just be like, nah, you want to watch the tournament? You better tune into my stream. No view parties, no POVs, nothing. Just watch it on my channel. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't like tempting to do that. But it was only like, you know, I had that thought for a second. I was like, nah, that's just not what I want to do, you know. But I don't blame other creators who do that. Like, it's a tough world out here for some TOs. I've been lucky enough over the years that I don't have to do that. I could just share the content and everybody can eat. But also, I like to go.
Can we
back and watch
go?
the POVs myself.
I want to watch it now.
After the tournament, I love
Come on,
to go back
Atto.
and
I
watch,
guess he
like,
needs a break.
You know, other matches.
It's
that I've missed
understandable.
or that have been on other channels. Like
They
to go
played
back
back
and
to back
watch,
already.
You know, that really tense match that goes overtime between Vatira and Atto. I bet like watching both of their POVs
Yeah,
there
Jack is just grabbing
really
boost,
fun.
boost, boost.
Okay,
He's
what
practicing
Jack
his-
is trying to do here, we're in the test lobby. He's
Yeah, he
waiting
wants
for
to
Atto
demo
to
Atto
join
as he
once
joins,
he's
yeah.
as he's spawned in.
Exactly.
He's doing this all day. He's yet to land the demo. Atto hasn't joined yet. But as you can see, Jack is trying to demo him. And he's very committed to this.
Yeah.
He's clearly been practicing it in scrims. And this also doubles up as great practice, great muscle memory practice for boost steals. Well, that wasn't a very clean one though. He's a little bit out of rhythm now. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to get carried away, don't want to lose focus while we're going for the spawn demo. So let's just stay on board with Jack and see if he can get it. It would be a real shame if Atto just joins Orange Team and ruins Jack's fun here.
I wonder if Atao's listening. He's probably not because he's streaming actually. Atao's streaming.
Said anything yet. I think he's just taking a quick break after that semi-final.
Yo, someone is in YouTube
wait.
chat. Let me see.
Okay. He tried. Ato's too quick.
Didn't have it up.
Ato got away. And then
How are you doing,
actually
Roy?
scored a really good goal.
Lane Roy.
Fair enough.
Welcome in.
That's a really good
Hope you're having a
shot.
good day.
I'll ask them if they're ready. We can just get started in the grand final.
Start
if
up.
they are.
Okay, we go.
I don't think Jack hasn't been making
Reset
any
it.
videos or streams out of his ATR Cup
The new setup.
matches, has he? I think he's been
Thank you. I mean, it's not really a new setup, but
playing. I think he's just been gaming.
it's just color
sweating,
or like lighting.
which is fair enough.
Yep.
All right.
It's actually the ceiling
Grand
lamp
final incoming. Let's lock in.
that can have
Apparently
colors.
He's been through Stizzy,
It looks really nice. It's a good
Ato's
thing that
lost
it can work as
Rocketleague,
both, actually.
Wavy, Moxie, and Vatira in his wake. But now it's time for the grand final.
You're good?
Apparently Jack versus
Love it.
Ato, who will be the
I'm doing good myself.
champion of the EU ATR
Been
Cup.
watching the whole tourney here. We're in the grand final.
For the grand final,
Appjack
remember,
versus
sign up for EU ATR Cup number 4.
Appjack versus Atao,
NA,
which is a very unexpected grand final, I would say.
soon,
But yeah,
the
it's hard to,
qualifiers for the ATR Cup, which is tomorrow, by the way.
sort of hard to predict EU to begin with.
The NA main event's tomorrow. The qualifier starts in roughly 1 hour and 38 minutes if you're watching this live. And as soon as the qual starts,
Senna hasn't played in it
or no, is it?
yet in any of them.
I should know the answer to that question. I shouldn't be asking that, but I don't.
There's a couple of, like, Drali is not playing this one either. He's been playing the two other ones.
ATR Cup tomorrow. We'd appreciate if you
And
do
also,
that. That's
another really good one, like a couple of other good ones players that are not playing is TRK and
between both tournaments.
Nupo. TRK and Nupo have not been playing these.
Our clocks went back. NA.
Those are like the main people that have been missing.
Qual starts in 40 minutes 'cause you guys haven't had daylight.
Rw9 lost to Vatira this time. And lost to maybe Moxie or something. I don't remember exactly. I think maybe Moxie. The tourney before that.
For free every single week, and then we'll have a much higher chance of being able to do more of these. Going
Nice
into
fake.
25 or maybe an adaptation
Yeah, I think Jack will make it a lot less readable for Atao.
during RLCS season, because that'll probably be too much to ask players.
I'm sorry, Roy. I'm not interested.
Off season, in the absence of RLCS, we figured it would be a good way to fill the calendar, and so far it seems to have worked out pretty well.
Nas played insanely good, but it was like an incredible series between him and Jack.
Players in qualifying, or you can just
But Jack barely took it. Very, very, very good series. I mean, I think Nas is, like, in my opinion, is the best ones player right now.
And as well, you're probably too late.
Even after Jack beating him today, I still think he's the best. He is so damn good.
For Salt Mine 4
Right.
qualifier 1, but don't worry, there's qualifiers 2, 3, and 4 that you can still sign up for. So yeah, if you want to sign up for Salt Mine, I'd greatly appreciate that, and it would make it more likely for Salt Mine 5 to happen sometime in the future. And it's all for free. Sign up
B2?
for, Salt
7
Mine
times in a row?
Up at link in chat right now. Sign up for
Nas or
ATR
Jack?
free. The link is already
There's
in
no
chat.
chance.
Both links are in the description.
He beat either one of them 7 times in a row, right?
Xenix is totally
How?
free, and it does
Like where?
really help us and the one scene.
Like in ranked? No chance. Right? That's ridiculous.
Don't need a plat 1, do ya? Absolutely. We want plat 1s, gold 1s, silver
In
1s,
ranked,
bronze 1s. We want
wow.
every rank to sign up. There's no rank level. We want every rank, every region.
I mean, Nugget is
We want
weird,
everybody to
though.
sign up. Get your mum to sign up on her Rocketleague
Watching
as
Nugget?
well,
Gotcha. Yeah, Nugget's weird.
'cause the big bosses at
Like,
Epic
sometimes he plays
sign up.
insane, other times he does not play anywhere near that level.
New beginners, yes.
But yeah, that's very surprising if he was able to beat Nas 7 times in a row.
Literally sign up for Salt Mine 4 and play apparently Jack in the qualifier. How cool would that be? You could play Atto in the qualifier. Unreal
Ooh.
experience.
Should be a goal for Atao.
Atto's up 3-2 here. This is usually.
Let me
gonna
look
be
at the
apparently
leaderboard.
Jack's strong point, the 50-50 game.
I did
kind of
see that Nugget had gained a lot, like was quite high up in the ones leaderboard. So I guess that's how he got
Atto
there.
is no slouch when it comes to these things.
I was looking at it
So
recently.
well known for his
Yeah, he's
zero
top
game,
8 right now.
sometimes forget how
So yeah, I guess he was farming
other
Nas.
aspects as well. I think the opposite is true for Jack.
He's
so
currently top 8.
smart and so good with the positioning aspects of the game. Look at here, passing the ball to the inside of his own post, taking Atto out the game as Atto tries for the boost steal. We've got a video on that on the nextrank.com dropping next month.
But I mean, Nas is still number 1 though.
As well for more content. The course won't be free, but we do make free content.
Nas is number 1 on the once leaderboard. It's kind of
Over here, you know?
weird.
That's what we're all about.
How can he be number 1 after losing 7 times in a row though?
Shocked.
You lose so much MMR if you're top 1 and you lose that many.
Man, it would be nice if the esports scene had money. We wouldn't have to.
Nice shot.
Everything could be paid for. Can you imagine? But unfortunately, no one in esports has any money. If you want proof of that, read all the org tweets that have been going out in the off season.
Yeah, it's tough with the
Nice
financials.
shot by Jack. We have got a dead
I mean, I
even
think
game
this
two.
could change in the
Game
future
one.
though. But yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, luckily for us at Shotcast, and luckily for
Oh.
myself on my stream, I've not.
Oh,
spent
Jack's just staying on aggressive there. Well done.
on
Dispossessed
player
him.
salaries. So, although we're not making a ton of money,
Very well done by Atto.
by like running tournaments and stuff,
Nice shot too.
we're not spending millions either. So there is that. That's a nice little bonus of having low costs. The do-it-yourself kind of vibe. There are some costs though. It's not
Oh.
free. I will say that much.
Another
$1,000
one.
goes to the winner of this match, and right now Atto is the favorite to come out.
Yeah, my prediction is also that Atto will actually win
Jack
because
tried to dunk him in the near post. Atto
he just played so good today. It's crazy. He's having a really good day on the game.
Really smart game so far. Jack reversing away from the bump though. Oh, what save by Atto! But now Jack's in his comfort zone. Boost advantage. Back corner gameplay. He's a corner merchant apparently. Jack. He absolutely loves the corners in Rocketleague. He talks about them all the time in his videos. But
Oh, what a
Atto's
save.
defense here has been
Good demo. That could be a goal. It's going to be really hard.
Jack felt
Oh,
the
nice
pressure on
shot.
him and scored into
That was
an empty
clean.
net rather than scoring into a
Good
0-0
conversion.
Atto defended net. And I don't blame him. Yeah, you're not wrong. Jack did get crushed by Nas in game 1, so this isn't a devastating situation for Jack. He's shown the highest level of adaptation out of any player in the tournament today. He's been playing it out very smartly, very intelligently. And he's got a good position on this play. This could be a chance to tie it. Atto's made that awkward for him though, and now he jumps to the air first. Just trusting his mechanics.
Pinch. Throws it away there.
But has
Gonna give
same
Jack a
right
chance
possession.
now.
Jack's still taking his
But this is an annoying
There
possession.
is
Yep.
so much time left in the game. That might be a little bit too pedestrian though, as he just gets demoed in the back corner. Atto scores.
Yeah, it's like
to make it a double game, and did
I
Jack
hate
play this
that
one
being
too
there as
badly?
well in that position that Jack was in.
That felt
It's just so
obvious
annoying.
again in the replay when Atto comes in for the demo.
It was obvious, right? But it's also one of those things. If Jack jumps, then Atto gets the ball, or like he will touch the ball,
When you've just
and
got
that's not good. Like it's just
full control of
difficult
the ball,
to
though,
dodge
you can see
everything.
That's going to sting a positional player like him.
It's a very annoying position for sure.
Jack, mind gaming now from close range. Atto starved the boost, but lands on the back corner. Still slow play from Jack.
It's a nice try. GG.
Atto's going to come away with the ball and game 1 in the bag. He played it the more aggressively of the two, and he was rewarded with the win.
Close game though.
Just like the semi-final, Jack drops the opener. But unlike the semi-final, Atto wins the opener. Both these guys did lose game 1 in their semi-final matchup. You're wanting to get into hosting show matches. Do I have any tips? Just stream and cast matches from your chat. Honestly, like I'd say cast high level replays as well though. If you only ever cast low level games, then the audience will be limited because most people don't want to watch that. Unless you could turn it into, you know, comedy, because casting low level gameplay, a mistake people make with that is that they take it too seriously and it's fun to watch. But
Yeah.
if you cast low level gameplay and you make it funny, then people will watch it. And if you know, cast replays, not as if they're live, but you know, with some element of tension in the air, hiding the score, the scoreline bar at the bottom, and keeping it unknown who's going to win until the end. That's good content as well. It's going to be pretty hard to get actual players to join your stream when you just get started, though. You got to really grind. I know Fear is the only one other than myself that streamed thousands of show matches, I think. So yeah, unless you're willing to go and stream thousands of show matches to get the big pros to join, and it might, if you're not ready to go through that grind, streaming 1,000 matches that are not the ones you really want to cast.
Here's the truth.
It's not the best
Like,
idea.
the truth about this casting thing is it's really not
If it's fun,
worth it to do in the first
That'll be
place.
otherwise it's pointless.
Wait, with the Rocket League, in a way. I mean, maybe.
That's kind of the case
If
with
you have a big
not
passion for
make
it,
content, then
like, it's kind of worth it, but
content.
it's different for, like, Johnny, for instance, and Fear.
So Jack,
Like, the problem now is it's, like, too saturated, right? Like, that's the thing I feel like Johnny's leaving out there, is, like, it's too saturated.
in the last game, but the difference is
Like, there's already enough people casting show matches, you know? There's not really...
to punish.
I don't know. I think there's not really room for more.
Atto just dodges it effortlessly, scores into the open net.
Now, you could, of course, like, I think you could do pretty well if you just casted, yeah. Rank, like, you found just rank replays.
Read his movement on and off the ball.
But I don't know, like, if you could really... There's already kind of enough show matches and stuff like that.
Anyone play Valo
To
or
where the
League,
pro
they
players
have
don't
any
necessarily
fun.
need
Yeah,
more
these go crazy.
themselves.
There's no way that they're not having any fun. I mean, I watch a bit of League here and there. I know League is a very tilting game, but
Nice shot.
surely they're not having no fun. Surely they're not having, like, surely the fun isn't at a 0. I mean, you can kind of make content out of that as well. Like, if your whole thing is raging and, having people laugh at you raging, then that can work. Oh, Atto with a spawn tackle onto Jack, who's now going to try to shoot behind him and then trip him up. Atto dodges it. Unbelievable scenes. Jack trying desperately to catch him out of position. He does so.
Nice shot.
Atto just couldn't get comfortable after that respawn. He was never in a good position. He reversed and dodged the bump, but Jack...
It's a good
took over
pop right
instead
there.
again. Yeah, like Jesse. Jesse's a perfect example of that. I love watching Jesse rage at his teammates. I love watching Jesse rage at himself. Always have. I think he's really good at that. But it's not for everyone, though. So
Oh,
he's not very good at that.
what is that
Like,
shot,
what was
bro?
this from Atto?
That's a crazy shot.
This must look just straight up silly from Jack's POV. Jack's just like, how
Wow.
is he put the ball that direction? What? What a reset by Atto.
Crazy.
Jack gonna score an equally cool goal.
Yeah. Just as
To
cool.
go back in front by 2. Purple shot. Is that like a side swipe thing? I forgot that was a thing. Still have read it right there.
Oh, nice shot. Such quick
Jack with another goal
speed
off
on that.
his backboard. He's been good at these today. Atto thought he had more time. Then he
Very
didn't.
quick conversion.
Just the one wall dash. That's all Jack needed.
Just
there.
efficient.
What song is Jack's anthem? I don't know. It sounds like some just really peaceful song.
Sounds like Minecraft music or something.
Going hard into the sidewall in Jack's favor here. This is an opening that Vatira wasn't able to find in the semi-final against Atto, but Jack's exploited.
Yeah, someone else said it too in chat.
several times.
Makes me want to play Minecraft. Like, it reminds me of the
Takes Jack out of the
Minecraft
game
music.
and then turns and scores before Jack can recover.
People
Jack
says
has
it
a lot of
is
momentum
the
in that
Minecraft
landing.
music. Is that really in Rocket League?
Video registered to
Could be.
Saltline. I'll post the link in chat again.
I
I'll put it in
guess.
Twitch chat. It's in the description of the video as well. If you want to register to Saltmine for free. The registration is open for all 4 of the qualifiers. The first one is going to be this week. If you're watching live, you can still sign up for it.
Oh
If
my
you miss the
god.
video, then sign
He
up for
missed
24
the finish,
1,
but
2, 3,
Atto's
4 are
just
also
feeling himself
available.
today.
And yeah, you're going to hear me say that a lot. 'Cause we,
Ooh.
oh, that's a big miss by Jack.
Side flip. He might
We're
get that
trying to
though. Yeah, he
encourage
does.
as many signups as possible. Just like, I mean, a lot of people, it's been a topic in our
Oh, he
LCS
missed,
year.
but
Some
oh,
people
still
don't
gets the
like
mode
when we
actually.
Focus on open quals with some pros having to open qual from deeper in the bracket than they expected. Huge breach up from Jack here. Just simply going for the ball. Just signed up, smile. Yeah, if you've signed up, can you give me a just signed
Like,
up?
I think
smile?
open quals are kind of fine, but like the way it was last year, it's a bit too
Oh,
punishing.
beautiful. Atto calls next as Jack outplays him again. 4
Like
goals
with the,
in
yeah.
22s. Definitely not over, but Atto feeling a bit.
Like how many games are in a series in certain parts and stuff like that, and how like the fact that there's no second chances. It's just very, very ruthless,
It's totally free.
in my
Sign
opinion.
up. And if you do, then you are
Confident win there from Jack.
a 1v1 fan.
I could see Jack winning.
We can get some,
It's really hard to predict, honestly, from here.
Actually, Terrence, how many people sign up to RLCS?
I really want Jack to win, though. This would be a huge win. It's a very impressive win. If you can get it, but for either one, like it's probably the best tournament win either one of these guys have in like once, in my opinion, ever, if they can win it.
It's like 500. Really? 500?
It's a stacked tourney.
Is it really 500? Gotta be way more, surely. I thought it would be.
But I heard Johnny say that the EU players will, or maybe it wasn't Johnny, but someone say at least that maybe some of the EU players will actually play the NA section tomorrow too. So I wonder if that'll happen. I'd like to see it. I mean, it makes it more interesting.
Maybe we could beat it. That would be a cool.
Because I think the NA one is kind of boring without it. It's only a few interesting series.
Maybe if we can beat that, we could, you know, stamp Salt Mine
Slot.
for next season. It's gonna be tough though. We've all got to go and tell literally everyone we know to sign up, or it's not gonna work. What if you sign up but you can't attend? Just that's fine. Don't worry about it. The check-in bot will handle you. I'm fairly certain that the amount of people at check-in is not a metric that matters. Too much effort. I am a slug. I barely have thumbs. Hey, if you don't have thumbs, that's fair enough.
Bang.
What's the prize for losing in the first round?
4 goals in 30 seconds.
If you make top 16 though, you get money. Top 16,
One goal every like 7 seconds.
A lot of players among you could do that.
8,
Top 16,
whatever.
150.
Sky Island arc.
Timing by Jack. You heard Atto jump in.
I think it's quite
He might
good.
have even just read it. Popped it before he heard it.
I think it's a very underrated arc. But I think it's...
I'd be impressed if half of you could get past the check-in bot though. That's
in terms of like the scenery, the world building, the... I also think the flashback story is very good. So that's like the best part of it. For me. I think in the anime especially, some of the fights are a little bit dragged. And that's kind of... And not all of the fights are so interesting. So like that's kind of what drags it on it a little bit. For me, but...
That's the play.
And for a lot of people, I think, but... Overall, I think it's solid. And it's very interesting part of the world building.
No, do not
I think.
sign up as teams. That is not how this works. Sign up as 4 individuals.
And it also actually is very, very relevant for like later parts of the story, which... You know what, Sino? I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people for a long time said like you can just skip the Sky Island arc. Which is absolutely insane, by the way, because it's very, very important for the rest of the story. But for a long time, people didn't like think for some reason that it mattered for the rest of the story. They thought it was like very isolated. Because it's up in the sky and it's like... most of the characters themselves don't seem to be very relevant later on, you know? Because they're up in the sky. So, like, people kind of told other people, like, just skip that arc, which is crazy. I think it's quite good. I do. I don't know if you got into the backstory yet, Sino, but I think that's really good. Also, I kind of view, like, the Jaya beforehand as part of the Sky... I mean, those two arcs go together. They're like, they're meant to be together, you know? Jaya and Sky Island. And to me, like, the combination of those two is very good as well. I really like Jaya. There's a lot of world building in Jaya. Like, a lot of, like, the big forces in the world kind of thing, you know, happening. Which I really like that part of the story.
scores.
So I really like that.
How do you check in? Oh no, here we go. What have I done? I've turned myself into an FAQ.
By the way, so, you know, after Jaya or after Sky Island is like the most popular filler arc. It's like a filler arc that most of the fans like sort of recommend to watch.
When the tournament starts,
So you could watch that if you want to. I don't think it's necessary, but if you want to watch a pretty good filler arc and like you want to, you can watch that. It's good. But you don't have to. It's not important for the rest of the story.
that heavy hit's going to do a lot of good for him though.
And then after that, it's like
Buttery smooth down the middle one though.
the worst arc.
Actually moves the ball, but
Like after that filler arc comes like the worst arc in all of One Piece.
oh, crossbar pinch save just not available for Jack.
In my opinion, and most people's opinion as well. I mean, that one of the problems with that arc is it's right after Sky Island. You should still watch it in a way, because it could be really important for the story. But I actually don't think it's that bad. Hear me out. Like the arc is actually not that bad. The problem is when they made it into the manga is fine. Is what I'm trying to say. Like the manga arc is okay. It's pretty like comedic. It's not like super. There's not a lot of what's the word like. It doesn't feel like there's big like consequences, like big stakes. That's the word I'm looking for. If that makes sense. It's mostly like mostly like humor and comedy kind of thing. But the problem is in the manga it's actually very short and concise, but in the anime they added so much fluff. So it's like they added so much to it that it feels like really. Yeah. Oh, Atao's been playing insane today. I predicted him to win against Jack here as well because he's been playing so good. But, you know, it could go either way.
There it is. Good placement by Jack. Needed to be high or left there. And it was a bit of both.
But yeah, that's what I would say on that. But after... You could if you wanted to, yeah. Sino. You could if you wanted to. It's really short. I'm pretty sure you could read that manga section in like half an hour to, like, you know, half an hour to an hour. It's very short. I'd recommend that, yeah, if you don't want to watch it, because I think it's pretty like bad in the. Like, there's just so much filler. Like, and it's not filler you can skip, right? It's filler built into the source material, so it's like together, which is really annoying in that section. It's like basically 3 times as long as the actual source material. Yeah, I'd recommend that, Sino, if you want to do that. If you're willing to read the manga, I'd recommend that. You'll finish it really quick. But then the arc after is like peak. I think for me, those are probably my 2 favorite arcs. The 2 next arcs after. And those 2 arcs go together, so yeah, look forward to that. It's really good. Really, really good. There's so many good arcs, but I think for me, those are probably my 2 favorite arcs. It's like it's really easy to find, Sino. I think I've used this before. Is that the name? Try that. I think you can find it there. It shouldn't be difficult though to find out. Like there's many spots. Looks like Jack will close this out.
Yeah, 100 boost on both players. Oh, but Ato's underdunked him anyway. We're gonna have 10 goals for both players at this rate.
That's a crazy high scoring game.
Defense, be damned. There's just no stopping this play.
But yeah, Atao took down Moxie and Vatira, by the way. Diary, I don't know if you've been paying attention.
He just wants the clock to help him out a little bit here. But it's Ato's ball. And you know what that means.
That's kind of cheap though.
Put Jack in awkward positions.
I think that's cheap.
He's got more space to play with now.
Like there's like 25 books or something in one? Like how many are there in one? That's not expensive.
apparently, Jack.
If you buy each book individually, it's way more expensive, I think.
Tried to pop it into the
If I'm not
midfield
mistaken.
in the air, expecting
I think
Jack
it's
to
cheaper
make
for
the
sure to buy the
final
box set, yeah.
challenge. Jack just held his ground in midfield and turned at
Yeah, I mean, I know
for himself.
what it is,
Now
Diary.
really should be
I think
double
that's
point
not
Jack. 20
expensive.
seconds left. Atto needs a goal
For, like, it's so many
to make
books.
this happen, though. We all know he's got the mechanics to make it happen. Just
I need
doesn't have the
book.
time. Atto.
I don't know. I mean, Berserk is like the only one, Banjay.
That should be game over.
I don't know, like, if you guys will like Berserk, though. I don't know if you guys are into that type of story. It's very, like, dark and, like, epic fantasy kind of thing. It's, like, way more...
It's double match point.
Like, it's very dark.
Apparently, Jack.
But it's really epic and cool.
Shufart, thanks to the 14.
Blue Lock is a very popular manga, yeah. Diary.
Thank you for a sweet for use 54-month tier 1.
It might have been, like, the most popular manga
Head, thanks for the 40-month
this, like,
Elbow
year.
hoverboard. Thank you for the 12-month prime.
Alongside, like, probably One Piece and stuff like that, but...
Thanks to 20-month tier 1.
And JJK.
He says congrats on getting ones in our
I don't know the stats, but it's definitely one of the more popular manga.
all of you guys for getting ones in our LCS. Alysso, thanks for the 20
You have.
Thanks for
Yeah.
the 4
I think
month
Berserk is really, yeah, very epic.
Brownie fan, thanks to the 4-month prime. Now listen, it's all of you guys that have got I almost tried
But that's like the main one I'd recommend
ones in our LCS.
in that sense.
Simply me being a fan of ones would not have been sufficient. That wouldn't have been enough for ones in our LCS. Doesn't matter how many times I tell people, listen, ones is
Definitely.
really good game mode. We should make it put it in our LCS. Nobody will
Non-shonen stuff, yeah, that's understandable. I mean, you've watched some non-shonen stuff, like Vinland Saga,
on YouTube every single year.
Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is not shonen.
There is no ones in our LCS, so thank you.
I mean,
to
Full
all
Metal Alchemist is shonen.
and making Blast, making Epic believe that it is worth investing in an RLCS context. I'm super excited about it, of course.
What have you seen that is shonen?
Long time been pushing for that, but it's.
I mean, Berserk is also not
One
shonen.
It's the one scene that we have to thank. And it's those same Ones fans that we asked to sign up to ATR and Salt. I'm not going to say it again. I've done
But
the
yeah.
deal already. But sign up. Air double
Oh.
up by Jack. Oh, it's actually connected, but Atto shrugs it off, no problem. I thought that was going to be a pretty good contact. It looked good. But Atto must have timed his interception perfectly. Now Atto high in the sky, reset secured, doubles it off target.
Have you watched Dandadan, Banjay? I think there's only 4 episodes out, but the new anime is so well made, actually. But it's a ridiculous show though. But it's pretty cool. I like it.
And it is 1-0 to the Englishman. Yeah, exclamation mark registered, sign up to ATR, and also the Salt Mine link is the one I posted in chat.
That is one I read as a
In
manga.
the descriptions.
That just recently got made. I didn't know they would make it into an anime, but it's really well done.
Hit the post with his car and missed the ball.
Yeah, Demon Slayer and JJK are very much shonen, yeah.
Mid-series, mid-tournament, and asking that.
Yeah.
I don't want them to go
Yeah, and-
unanswered.
True. Yeah.
So thought about the boost seal there, decided it's going to be too risky, and he was right. If he went for that, he would have definitely been scored on. As is, he made it back and flicked them onto his own crossbar. Where's Drally? Drally was busy today.
I mean, you could do like Free Run. It's like a new, very popular one, which is totally not shonen.
There's
I don't know if it would be in your wheelhouse though.
Belgium today. No France, no Saudi Arabia. It's been Morocco, England, and Belgium in the ATR Cup so far. Well, a little bit of France in last week's final. But with nearly half the game gone, Atto makes it 1-1.
Yeah, so that one is like a lot more like like, what's the word? Like reflection. I don't know how to put it, like, that's not the right word exactly, but like as a viewer, to enjoy it, like to its fullest, you need to like sort of be able to reflect on the story, I think.
Get a goal straight away.
It's not an action-packed sort of show.
Hey, Johnny Hard, there's a one
Right.
outside. I feel like you guys are just saying that now because I've said sorry for repeating myself.
But it's definitely a very good story.
It's an air double bump focus game.
It's a very interesting premise. It's like a fantasy world, like sort of Lord of the Rings.
Jumped early. This time he tried to go over Jack's bump, and that was just as unsuccessful. He tried going under earlier on, now he's tried going over.
So that's like the world, sort of the setting. But the premise, I'm not spoiling like the story here, but the premise of the show is essentially that it's like, you know, like a story, like has a story arc and then it's completed, right? And that's the full story, it ends there. But Freerun, actually, the story starts at the end. Like the story starts at the end. So like you actually follow the story after the end. That's like the premise of the show. It's pretty interesting setup. But yeah, it's essentially after the whole story is completed, and then it's like what happens after that. That's the premise of the story. Yeah, it's in the name, yeah. Boruto, basically. Well, it's kind of a funny comment, but... yeah, but yeah. Yes, but also absolutely not, right? It's also like the main character is like... I don't want to spoil, honestly. Like, I don't want to get into a situation where I start spoiling. I mean, I could explain without spoiling, for sure, but... just watch it, right?
His kickoffs have been dominant, but that miss has cost him not one, but 2 goals. Because as he searched for boost after missing, Atto slapped it in his goal. Now game 5 looks all the more likely.
No, I really like Freerun. I also think it's one of those shows you actually can like rewatch.
In the past 2 goals. Now Atto will have boost and an aerial play available to him. Jack up early to challenge it. Atto threatening from distance, rips a ground shot on the bounce, coming out of the air dribble. Jack's running very low in boost here, only able to path over a couple small pads on the retreat, but Atto's on 0, playing for the boost. Loops back around, and he has scored.
It's tied. That's so clutch by Atto.
Atto finds a goal from an unusual position. Jack sent it down the middle, thinking Atto's going to steal the boost.
Bang.
Atto doesn't steal the boost.
Okay, let's see.
Stays mid as well.
Can Jack close it out?
That's the second time in the last 3 goals that Atto has just stayed
I've never
mid
seen gravity
and
falls.
scored, while Jack thinks the play is for the back corner boost.
Oh, Jack actually got that grab. That's so clutch. That could actually determine the series.
Another irritable bump this time. Atto does challenge early.
Okay, Jack messed up.
Jack right back in
Stalled with a touch and he's saved a lot of boost here.
Completely motionless in defense.
That's not the best for Jack. He's in trouble now.
Atto has managed his boost to
Perfect
perfection.
setup.
Almost 100 on the takeoff. Plenty to continue the attack.
Nice
Perfect
shot.
bottom corner slot. 19 seconds left. Atto's in the lead. Well, Jack will feel like he's thrown this one away to lose the lead, but that goal was just pure class from Atto. And now he might be about to double up. He's got.
Is it like a cartoon thing? I'm googling.
And plays for the safer continuation. Jack is almost out of boost. Atto has not given him any 50-50s to play with here. Can Jack produce the impossible? Atto jumps early. Jack goes under him. He's got an open net looking at him. Not enough time to take it past him. He scores anyway. I don't believe it.
That's crazy.
Jack keeps it up as your
That is crazy.
Even though Atto recovered, Jack still put it through.
Damn. Okay, can Jack clutch here?
Match point for Jack. Match goal. Tournament
Takes it to
goal.
overtime.
Just one away, and he's had the favorable side of the kickoff battle today. This one will go Atto's favor.
Oh.
And he takes away all
He's played it
boost as
so well.
It's a terrible position for Jack. Atto circling,
Just keeps
taking
going
it
for
to the
boost.
small pads. Ceiling shot
They
coming
says,
in,
oh!
but he's missed it. Atto
What
loses
happened there?
control. Jack's shot from distance will be saved. It's off target as well, but Atto's panicking here.
What happened there? Did he like accidentally wave dash on the
Jumping at
ceiling?
nothing.
Or like what
Now
happened?
Jack gets bumped on the takeoff. Atto looks
strange.
like he's reeling from the bump as well. Another
Oh,
150 by Jack.
he's
Atto's
got
in
it.
the game, and
Damn,
wins-
Jack.
wins the tournament.
Wins it all. There were so many like
Three.
eraser like so many series that were just so close to going either way today.
Apparently
So
Jack
many game
ground
fives.
seal to low 50
Crazy.
with no time left on the clock.
Like, all of these players are so close to each other, aren't they?
Apparently, Jack $1,000 richer. Atto. We'll have to
Like, Vatira Atta was, like, even though it was 3-1, was so close the whole way. Same thing with Ruas, Vatira.
But you will
Like, just so many Atta, Moxie, like, so many.
What a tournament
Nas,
it's been.
Jack, this was like, yeah, maybe my favorite series of the day.
Ever seen.
Just so many close series.
Thank you to
Holy shit.
Fire Rebellion again for making it possible. Be sure to thank
Good day
them
of
on
1v1.
socials, let them know on socials whenever you interact with them that
Good day of
you appreciate
1v1.
their support for the one scene.
And I'm curious to see tomorrow if some EU players plays in the NA one. I don't know if I'll watch party that, but we'll see.
But like I've been saying all day long, best thing you could do is sign up for ATR. Can we break 500? We have
Have they announced the
465
players for tomorrow? No, they have not.
Third one. Can we break 500 for ATR?
But Sino is absolutely speeding through One Piece though. Holy shit. You're watching it so fast, you know? I feel like I talked to you like the other day and you were like in Alabasta and now you're in
Actually, the NA quals
middle of Sky Island or something.
there might be some
It's
points
crazy.
in it. I don't know if
Sino is just moving. He's schmoving.
playing that today. Do you guys know?
He'll finish One Piece so fast
POV of,
at that pace.
ATR quals. NA main event tomorrow, starting at this time. Look at your clock. Look at your watch. Look at your phone. The time right now, whatever time it is, that is the time that we're going to be starting.
Ah, gotcha.
ATR Cup tomorrow. for North
Well,
America.
Jaya is before Sky Island though.
Going to be tweeting out the player list as well.
Like the arc.
Any minute now, or like soon.
Like Jaya is before Sky Island. Sky Island.
For the invites, pretty soon.
There's like two.
You know, guys.
It's like
a very
sagas
smart
and
player.
arcs.
What a genius.
It's like different things, but
Genius he is.
4 episodes.
Something about Rocketleague
I mean, it's
for
probably
anyone,
like
it would be
12
because he is just
to
so
15
smart.
episodes, right?
And he just keeps getting better and better with every year. So it's a good thing that we've got a Rocket League course coming out, Jack and I, thenextrank.com. Be sure to sign up for free content by joining the email list on thenextrank.com. Course is dropping next month. Course will be
What did you think about
we'll
Alabasta,
make-
Sino,
we'll make free content
after finishing it?
obviously. We want to give we want all of you to learn something. For goodness sake. Looking at how my teammates play, it looks like nobody's learned anything from Rocket League being out for 10 years. So hopefully we can change that with a couple of free tutorials. Yeah, just basically sign up for everything is the TLDR. You know, sign up for all
One
the
thing, by the way, about One
content
Piece, one of the really sick things about the whole
There's
story is
6
like
episodes on there, but the cost of
there's
it
so
is
much
you get
that is
70
gonna be like
episodes of
relevant
the
later.
podcast. How good does that sound?
That's like such a good part of the story.
Does this mean Appjack #1 on RL Jules? Probably not. I don't think he'll be #1.
Jai is 9 episodes? Okay.
Gained a ton of points tonight.
A little less than I thought.
We'll have to wait and see. I don't think RL Jules is updated yet. You sign up for the next ATR Cup.
And was pretty good, yeah.
Mark
I think it's really good.
register.
It all wraps up really well. Like, I really like the symbolism with the rain, all that stuff.
You can sign up for Chalkcast Patreon here. Boom.
I really like Crocodile as a villain. Because he's like, he had like everything planned out the whole way, you know what I mean?
There you go, TNR. Basically all of
Like, he literally had like a plan for every thing.
That's what we do.
A plan after the plan after the plan.
If you sign up for everything, we
Yeah, I mean, One Piece characters in general are crazy, wacky, wild, right?
How does that sound? All year actually. All rest of the year.
That's kind of the whole thing.
Somebody to raid, though.
But there's gonna be like badass villains and also goofy villains, right?
I'm gonna leave somebody to raid. But it's been a great tournament today.
There's gonna be
Close
good
to
mix.
the I think Jack's probably exhausted as well. He just played like 4 straight series. So he's probably
Do you know, Sino, he's one of the most beloved characters in the whole story.
Will be tomorrow, so you'll find out later on today on Twitter.
Did you also catch, by the way?
Thank you all for signing
You know how all the characters have like
for more.
by most of the fan base. That's kind of a spoiler, but he is.
That was double audio for a second there.
But did you catch, by the way, like you know how all the agents had like partners,
47.
except for him, right?
Yeah, NA ATR quals.
That's like basically because he's like both female and male, right? So he doesn't need a partner because he's like both.
And we'll see you this time tomorrow for
It's kind of a funny detail.
our main event. Good night, everybody. GG's. I'll throw a raid out to somebody in a few minutes. Bye bye.
But yeah, either way. I could talk about One Piece all day though. But it's like I'm trying to just talk about like... I don't want to spoil people badly. So I just talk like very generally. In a way where it's like... I'm not explaining the story. Yeah. Also, it's the same voice actor as like... Do you remember Django from like one of the early arcs? It's the same voice actor. The Michael Jackson guy. Yeah, he's an interesting character. But that's the thing, you know, is... yeah. A ton of the characters will come back into the story. Oh yeah, he also showed up, that's true. One thing, you know, like... in the manga, this is not in the anime, so you won't know about this. But, like, when you read the manga, like, when you open up, like, a new chapter, oftentimes there will be, like, a cover story. So it's like... it's like cover pages with, like, only images, and there's no, like, text. But, like, those cover story images will, like, add up into a story in itself. And those stories are not, most of the time, not told in the anime. So, like, that's one of those things where actually the story of that guy, like Django, that is actually told in the manga. Like, what happened in between there, which you didn't see if you only watched the anime. So it just seems like he just appears and, like, has, like, a disco party with this full body guy or whatever it's called. Admiral Full Body. I don't remember. I think that's his name. But that's actually like a story that is actually told in the manga. Actually. But it's not in the anime. It's like, yeah. Those cover stories are pretty important. But, yeah. Not super essential either, though. You don't have to. Just context. But yeah, hope you're doing good, Blitz. Welcome. I will be ending stream here, though. I don't even think I can be bothered raiding anyone tonight. We're just gonna head out. And I'll probably stream tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Have a good one, guys. Good night. Bye-bye. See ya. Peace. Unfortunate, by the way, Blitz.